We want more. We want more soon. Yeah. We want more like that.
I know.
This is my serious journalistic face. What do we got to do to make this happen, gentlemen?
We got a bunch of jams.
Yeah?
We got a bunch.
Do I need to go to work for you guys?
And we have some covers as well. We could probably finish up. We have a couple of covers we did which were fun, but we got 4 or 5 other original tunes that are pretty much done.
Well, the Feel Good Inc. cover, I thought that had been rumored to be...
Way early. A little early on that.
Have done this before?
I'm so sorry about that.
Wow.
I am excited to be here.
Yes, you are. Super excited.
So cool. Excitement. So hot right now.
On this thick fog Wednesday. That's right. Thick.
It looks like Ghostbusters outside. It's crazy.
So
Dude,
thick.
it really does. The building next door has like this penthouse kind of thing above it, lit up. And the way the fog and the rain was coming off of it, it looked like Gotham City. It was straight out of a Batman flick. Yeah, it was cool.
City. I don't know. I was having problems. Seeing on 109 this morning on Wild Horse, it was...
Oh, yeah?
It was put the fog lights on, look for the lines.
Mm-hmm.
Like that style.
Yeah, I got behind a truck, and all the precipitation was on my windshield. It was wild.
All that thick precipitation, huh? All over your windshield.
It was so thick.
Community juices. Let me see here. Meteorologist Matt Chambers, as overnight rains move out, watch for fog to get thicker. The combo of wet pavement and poor visibility could impact travel. Keep your headlights on, low beams, not brights, and allow for extra braking distance. Learn. I can't with this.
Hey guys, what, you can't with the precipitation? I know.
No, I can't with this.
It's crazy.
Learn is wearing a mustache.
You okay, man?
Okay.
You can't even see it. It makes your lip disappear.
No, I can't see it because I
can't deal with this.
Not being able to see your lip.
Everything's cool. Everything's cool. Dude, hey, people
What do you mean everything's cool?
Everything's cool. People want this to be an all-male show again, dude. So I'm wearing a mustache today.
Listen, HR said we're not supposed to talk about it. Apparently she's on some sort of hormones for perimenopause or whatever.
Fake mustache.
Don't bring
I'm
it
still
up.
a woman.
I thought you were growing out your pit hair.
I am still
That is her pit hair.
I'm sure
Picked it
very
up
much
off
a
the
woman,
bathroom
but-
floor.
That is her pit hair. She just
glued it on her upper
transplanted
lip.
it. Yeah.
Here's what I'm trying to do, dude. We've had some trolls in the chat, which is cool. And yesterday,
it's not cool.
Yesterday, Jason, I'm just gonna call him out, was like, I miss this being an all dude show. So I'm doing this for Jason today.
Oh, that Jason Buttholes guy?
Yeah, Jason Buttholes.
I miss this being an all-dude show.
I miss talking about chicks without chick in the room. That's what Jason sounded like.
Is that what he said? I miss talking about chicks without a chick in the room.
I'm just excited Derek Smalls is now on our show.
Dude, Yanni is here, okay? And Yanni's going to make all your troubles go away.
You're like the guy from the Liberty Mutual commercials.
Oh, you're right. Pan flute. That's what...
Hey, and I'm here to talk about all sorts of dude stuff, all right? So whatever you want to talk about right now is time.
The mustache comes with an accent?
Yeah, I'm Bradley Cooper in A Star is Born.
You know what? It's the mustache from... what is the guy from Napoleon Dynamite, the karate guy?
Oh, yeah, Uncle Tito or whatever.
No, not Uncle Rico.
Oh, Rex.
Talking about Kip?
Rex.
Quando.
With his American flag pants. Yes, that's what I have on.
That was
It's been a
my Sam Elliott mustache from a commercial shoot yesterday. Say barbecue sauce in your deepest voice right now.
Hey, barbecue sauce.
Oh, yeah. Man, I have some conflicting emotions right now. Barbecue sauce.
Is this going to be an all-show thing?
I don't know. What do you want? Hey, what do you want, Jason?
It's a first
hey,
hour thing.
You
It's a
tell
first
me.
hour thing. We have a lot of stuff to cover. We got a lot of ground
we're going to cover it all.
I said, we gotta
don't
move
you
on.
worry about it.
We got a lot of ground to
Guess
cover.
we got to move on then.
For some reason, with that mustache, you can't speak without your eyebrows going up.
I know, dude. Hey,
Keep going.
Greg Colvin's in the house. He's back from the dead right now. My dad's back from the dead. This is what he looks like.
Hey, Dad.
You see her?
Greg, it's nice to meet you.
Your dad had a mustache like
dude,
that?
my dad had no shirt on and a big old mustache.
That's with the accent now, too.
Well, I say fully commit, you know?
Hey, you're doing good.
Hey, you wanted it, you're going to get it. Here it is.
Terry says your teeth look bigger with the mustache.
Yeah, I got big old teeth.
You go get it.
You go get it. I got big old veneers, too.
Teeth.
Yeah. It just makes your lip
want it?
disappear.
You
Your
gonna
lip
get
is.
I'm learning to kill
Is this
Messer.
Big Terry? Did we finally get Big Terry out of you? You want it, you gonna get it.
That's it.
You want Big Terry?
Oh,
I
yeah.
work at McDonald's. Here
Mark
we
in
are.
the chat said, I can't watch. I'm turning it on.
No, you
I'm
got to
turning
watch
on the
it.
radio.
Hey, you got to watch it. You wanted it, you got it.
I don't know, with that mustache on, you've transformed.
I know.
I'm a
Like
transformer.
your whole persona has changed.
Yeah.
I'm Optimus Prime.
Okay, you got to pull it together a little bit.
I'm sorry. All right, let's do a show.
Get in the character. Get in the
Put a
character.
mustache on a chick. Things
Can I
change.
drink this?
You can take a drink. The adhesive I put on your lip may never come off. I didn't want
I'm
to tell
going to
you
wax
that
my
ahead of
actual
time.
stash.
Yep,
All right.
yep.
I just need to bring in my hat, and you'll match.
Hey, we're Yellowstone, dude. Hey, what's in the news?
sweet.
Let's get to it.
I'm bringing
I
the
would
open
love
road.
to see you go home and with that on.
And give Tim a mustache ride?
Yeah,
Absolutely,
give
I
Tim a
would.
Mustache ride.
Baby.
Hey,
Baby
Tim.
doll.
Hey, babe.
Mustache rides are free today.
Daddy's coming home.
Yeah, is Tim currently clean shaven?
Daddy's
No,
home.
he's not.
Oh, he's not. All
He's
right.
got the beard, right?
Let's rub these caterpillars together and see if anything happens. See if a fire gets
Tim has
started.
the most gorgeous facial hair on a man.
But he'll fully shave though too.
He will, and I don't. He knows this. Like I don't prefer it. Like I like him a beard. I like a bearded lumberjack when I get home. You know?
Really,
Oh yeah.
my wife
She
does
loves
not
it.
like what's
Man.
going on here.
Oh really?
Not a fan?
No,
You have a great beard, Riz.
she's not a fan.
She clean shaven?
I think kind of like a stubbly thing.
Yeah,
She
my wife
doesn't like
likes the
full
stubble.
grizzly?
Yeah, she don't like this.
I'm
I like it.
jealous.
It looks nice.
I can't grow a good beard.
Food
It's a
stuck in your
bummer.
beard.
You got a great face though. You got sharp features. So show them, you know? I mean, I don't know what would happen if you can't grow a beard. That's your problem?
Nah, it's all patchy and it doesn't look good. I look like it just doesn't look good. I get like chin and lip hair is all right, a little wiry, and then all the patches on the sides just look like it looks like I had radiation. It looks like I had like a Chernobyl beard or
Oh
something.
my gosh,
like this.
Chernobyl.
Good
Patchy.
look.
Real patchy.
Well, who here went to SIUE?
Me.
Graduate?
I did.
Graduate, huh?
Graduate, brother.
What'd you
Double
get a degree
grad.
in?
Well, I got a mass comm bachelor's and I got a public administration master's degree from there. I doubled down SIU education.
No chemistry,
and a
right?
mountain of student loan debt.
Chemistry.
You take chemistry?
Only in the quad, you know what I'm saying?
Headline. Chemistry grad student busted for making meth on campus. That's right.
We knew it was going to happen. You educate them and see what happens.
I hope he
It's a
got an
mess.
A.
This country's
Or
a damn
she.
mess.
Out of Edwardsville, Illinois, a former chemistry graduate student at SIUE who was once lauded for his college work now faces charges of operating a meth lab on campus.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, dude! Remember when you were watching Breaking Bad and you came in once and you go, "Hey man, I get to draw. I
Yeah.
understand. I now feel like I could do this."
Yeah, well, I watched too much of Breaking Bad.
Right. If you binge Breaking Bad, at some point you'll go. You consider. Wait a second. Could I do this?
Right.
think
Rafe,
could
I
do this.
binged. I
Will it be
binged
blue?
Breaking Bad. I was. It was over a weekend. I was by myself. My
The
wife.
whole thing?
That's how we did.
I
too.
did like 3 seasons.
Wow. So you're dreaming it.
3 seasons in a weekend. And how many episodes a season?
I don't know.
10 episodes a
lot,
season,
yeah.
each an hour long.
Yeah, probably a
Like,
few more than that.
I watched all, and it was like the meat
Yeah, dude.
of Breaking Bad.
You came in thinking, dreaming Breaking Bad.
And I was like, this is probably something I could do.
Yeah, you could get a camper and do it.
Like, this is probably something. And this is when these were the seasons where things were kind of going all right for Walter.
Yeah, hey, things
Yeah.
are looking up.
Things were
Life
all
is
right. I mean, yeah,
changing.
sure, there's a lot of pressure and people got murdered and
Yeah.
It happens at any job.
but things were going all right. He was making stacks of cash.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could do this.
I could see a young Riz being like a young Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah, I think he also saw himself.
We
in
all
that
had
character.
friends who sold weed.
Oh yeah.
We
The
all
best
had
friends.
friends who sold weed, right?
Some of us still do.
Some of us still do.
Have the friends.
I don't know. To me, it was like, man, there's too much heat.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just another thing to worry about.
Dude, we're in season 5 of Better Call Saul, and it's like, I don't want to give anything away. I know it's been a minute, but it's starting to kind of come back to that zone, and you're just like, oh man, those feelings again about like, I mean, this is real life, and Riz could do this. You got the guy from Succession too, that's like the chemist, just like this guy.
Yeah.
Who's in a lab and goes, well, I could do this better than the dealers around us right now, the cookers around us right now, so I'll just do it.
I had 2 friends in high school that sold weed. One guy got a little too big for his britches and wound up getting busted.
That's how it always goes.
Like, wound up getting like,
Time? Like serve some time?
You want it, you get it.
white suburban kid. He ain't got no time.
No, you got
no. He got in big trouble.
Did he go to juvie?
He went to.
That was
no,
always
this
the big
guy,
threat.
They caught him as an adult.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
be weird if you
not
went
good.
to juvie. Then.
Yeah, he did some time. I mean, it went from weed to other pills and
Yeah, it sucks.
and, other stuff, more harsher
Dang.
things.
What happened to
Yeah.
him since?
Put that life behind him. Got married. I think he lives in San Francisco now. I think he's all right.
Right on.
All right.
Got another buddy who
Lives in
was
San Francisco with 2 other guys raising his daughters.
There's a ghost
2 Men
in
and a
the
Baby was
window.
based on that guy's life. Tom Selleck.
another guy who was busted with 50 pounds of pot in his car.
Wow, party.
Golly.
Friend of yours?
50 pounds.
50 pounds. 50 pounds. He was just transporting it
Oh,
from one dealer to another.
That's no mine.
Yeah.
that's not mine.
That's
That's
weird.
no my 50 pounds.
I rented
You
this
don't get this.
car.
He was a New York City high school teacher.
High school teacher.
Wow.
Okay.
And during his time, they never fired him. They have something in New York City called the Rubber Room, where teachers who are going through whatever legal things, they go there. And they just sit in a classroom until whatever charges or
What?
whatever.
The
you-
Rubber Room?
Look that up. The New York City Public School District Rubber Room. He sat in this room and went to work 9 to 5 for 3 years.
Reassignment Center.
Wow. Idled. Here's the headline. Idled New York City educators do nothing but sign in remotely, even from Europe,
He had to go
in the Rubber Room.
in the Rubber Room. So he was a special ed teacher in New York City. Just got mixed up with the wrong people.
Right.
Suspended staffers, while fully paid, are required to do nothing but sign in and out by email and stay in the New York City area. Most comply with the rule.
Maybe this was during COVID when you couldn't go anywhere. He had to go in. Like he had to go sign and literally sit there for 8 hours.
This is in 2023. You can sign in at 8 a.m., roll over, go back to sleep.
And get fully paid.
Mm-hmm.
And get fully paid.
Sounds
so
nice.
while the 50 pounds of pot thing was going through the court system, he
was paid in the Rubber
paid.
Room.
He went to the Rubber Room. Not, whatever, 8 to 3, whatever it is.
Which that kind of sounds like Big Terry's favorite movie.
The Rubber Room.
Hey, I was going to say, like, the OnlyFans teacher, if they would have sent her to the Rubber Room, it would have been a big, different story. Am I right?
You're right. You're right. And he wound up, I think, pleading out. And wound up getting it, got out of the Rubber Room and is now back to teaching.
Dude, so, I mean, there are hundreds of them. So any teacher accused of misconduct or incompetence can do nothing but read, nap, knit, do whatever. One Queens teacher ran a lucrative real estate business on the side for a number of in the Rubber Room.
Yeah.
Wow. 1,500 people they can house in the Rubber Room.
The Rubber Room.
Now, I do understand having some sort of thing to make sure, to make sure that somebody isn't losing a job over
You
something
get some due
innocent.
process.
Yeah, right. Due process. But for something going on for a year,
Dude, 3 years. 3 years he went there. 3 years.
you're kidding.
No. While the pot charge was going through the system, he was getting paid.
Right.
Full vacation, everything.
What year was this? Like 90s?
No, this was
Like recently.
within the past 10 years.
Okay.
Crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Not a
And
crazy idea in theory. And then when put into practice, clearly it's taken advantage of. And
Oh, yeah. It took 3 years to go through the whole thing, and he wound up pleading out and basically another slap on the wrist.
there's a film in 2020. Did you guys mention this?
The Rubber Room film.
Yeah, there's a documentary film about the reassignment centers run by New York City Department of Education, where filmmakers claim, it just talks about the facilities, the temporary holding facilities for teachers accused of various kinds of misconduct while awaiting official hearings.
Yeah.
Again,
It's a real thing.
I get that, and it makes sense.
Well, this here was a student at SIUE. So Madison County court records say, and this is from Fox 2, say an SIUE professor noticed something suspicious in the Science West building this past Thanksgiving break. Spectrometer testing revealed alleged byproducts of meth making. Campus police, they were on it. We need every campus police officer on this.
Swarm.
Yeah.
The SIUE police chief said this was somewhat of a routine call when it originally came, but a lot of our staff teamed up, did a lot of background, and we were really able to get to the point where there was an arrest made in the end. So really a team approach. So a probable cause statement says SIUE police confirmed that the only person to make electronic access to the Science West building between November 22nd and November 27th and had a key to room 3000 besides the reporting professor was a guy named Jeremy Smalling. Smalling, 45 years old, was a graduate research assistant at the time. He was listed as winning the 2018 award for physical chemistry at the university. A smart dude. SIUE police checked the National Precursor Log Exchange. That's a database that tracks people who buy pseudoephedrine. So basically Sudafed.
Yeah, that's all locked up.
Now it's locked up. Man, I remember when that first started.
Oh, people outraged.
Like, I need to show an ID to get Sudafed.
That's how the mom
I got
sounded.
allergies. Yeah, it's all moms. I remember going to a Walgreens and somebody waiting outside and going, hey, man, can you
They're like scratching.
buy me some Sudafed to give you cash? And get the hell out of
Get
here.
out of here. It's a Walgreens. Have some respect.
Get the hell out of here. Can you buy me 20 boxes of Sudafed?
And ask no questions.
So investigators said Smalling was listed as attempting 365 pseudoephedrine purchases in the last 10 years and was blocked 45 times. Illinois law flags purchases that exceed 30-day supply in a 1-month period. I didn't know that. So you can only buy so much.
But that doesn't ping on a radar of some sort? You just
I
get
bet you it
blocked and walk
does.
away?
I mean, I'm sure that's somewhere. Maybe authorities aren't notified. I can imagine being, sir, you're cut off.
Yeah, and you would assume 3 request blocks.
I would think. This guy was blocked 45 times. So police got a judge to sign off on a search warrant, put a GPS tracker on this guy's car, which was parked at his apartment complex on Puma Boulevard. Is that on the campus?
Puma?
Puma Boulevard.
Sounds right.
And then, yeah, they figured they monitored his alleged meth-making purchases in neighboring cities like Walmart and Walgreens and Glen Carbon. And they were watching this guy. On January 10th, officers noted that they watched the suspect enter his apartment with suspected meth-making materials that he just bought, and that they noticed the bedroom window was open even though the temperature was 36 degrees out. And they got him. 4 felony counts, including aggravated participation in meth-making and possession with the intent to deliver. This guy was doing it on campus.
Dang.
Wild. Go SIUE.
The Eagles. What is it? No.
What are they? The fighting what?
The Cougs, baby.
The Cougars.
Fighting Cougars.
Oh, yeah, Cougar Village. I used to party in
Cougs.
Cougar Village.
Most of them Cougars seem to be fighting geese because that campus is wild, bro. It's like a goose sanctuary, and they're mean as hell, dude. When they're nesting, you can be out on campus.
yeah.
The geese would attack you. It was buck wild out there, man.
Fly south.
If there is a facility that is like making meth, right? All that stuff is contaminated, right? They got to do
Oh, yeah.
That's what happens in houses. Remember when they strip those to the studs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, anytime somebody gets busted in, like a meth house, they can't sell those things until they strip them.
Yeah, like it gets in everything, right? Whatever.
I have no idea.
byproducts. I don't listen. I've never.
I just
made
know that
meth.
Walter and Jesse were wearing masks for a reason.
Yeah. We've talked about the crater of Diamond State Park
Yeah, in Arkansas?
in Arkancas.
All right.
You
I don't know about
place.
this.
Oh, you don't know about this?
Oh, we're
What
going
is
to go.
this
We
place?
talk about it every year.
Yeah,
I
we
want to take
should
the
just go
kids,
down
and then
there.
we never do.
It's a
What,
crater?
40 minutes
It's
from
in
Little Rock?
Murfreesboro, Arkansas.
All right.
It is a state park where people find diamonds. They call it the Crater of Diamond State Park. Anybody could go.
You pay like $10, you get a cup, and you go walking.
Sifting?
Yeah, if you want.
So you dig and you sift. They got the little diamond machines that shake them out.
Whatever you want.
I think
It's
that's
just a
for
park.
gold. I think you
Or that
pan for
gold?
gold. I
I don't know how this works.
You pan for gold. I think you just look for diamonds.
Yeah.
All right.
So, and it is $10.
I don't know. It's,
Yeah, it's
I've
a
never
small
been.
fee.
It's something like that.
And every once in a while, you hear of like a big ass diamond being found.
It's
in this
like
place.
twice a year. Like
so cool.
newsworthy. Like, hey, a diamond worth 14 grand was just found by some old lady.
Headline.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Go ahead, Scott.
No, that's all right.
Headline: A tourist from France unearths eighth largest diamond ever found
Holy
at
cow.
Arkansas's Crater of Diamond State Park.
Jim.
Visitor from France had a trip of a lifetime when he found a massive diamond. Guy who lives in Paris was in the U.S. earlier this month. Stopped in several cities. He was in New Orleans, went to Cape Canaveral, making his rounds. Just tourist.
Sounds like a spy.
January 11th, he visited Crater of Diamond State Park in Murfreesboro, Arkansas. According to a news release, the park is one of the only places in the world where the public can just come and search for diamonds.
Right.
Real diamonds in their original volcanic source.
That's so cool.
This guy found a 7.46 carat brown diamond. Can you look up the price on that? They didn't list the price. 7.46 carat brown diamond.
I thought he said it was 14,000.
No, I was just
No?
saying like that. I think that was the value of the last one.
Oh, okay.
What's wild, you see a picture of this guy, he looks like he's from Arkansas. Yeah. That is not a Frenchman.
All right, let's see. I found the article. Here's another article. Here's another article. Come on, give me the estimated value of this thing. 8th largest diamond.
7.46 carat brown diamond. Can you just
Well,
look
1
up?
carat is approximately 2,500. So what do you do here?
Here's a picture of the diamond itself on a quarter, just to give you some size.
Park official says the largest diamond found in the park since 2020. 8th largest diamond found there since the area became a state park in 72. Diamond has a deep chocolate brown cover, is rounded like a marble, is about the size of a candy gumdrop. The guy decided to name the diamond the Korean diamond after his fiancee. Oh. Although park officials did not say how much the diamond is worth, it wouldn't matter. He plans to keep it, have it cut into 2 diamonds, one for the fiancé and one for his daughter. He described the Crater of Diamond State Park as a magical place where the dream of finding a diamond can come true.
That is so neato.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. If that article is correct, it's about 17,000.
Nice.
Not a bad find.
Park officials say an average of 1 to 2 diamonds are found by park visitors each day. Yeah, of course, varying sizes, but yeah, good for this guy.
Yeah, that's cool.
And they say the best time to look for diamonds is right after rain.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, did you see the picture? It is right after rain. This is a wet, nasty-looking time. He looks wet and sweaty, and
He looks like a guy
overalls
from
on.
Arkansas.
Got mud on his head.
He's got mud on his head. Hell yeah.
He's wearing overalls.
I think I own this shirt.
But look at the size. And listen, I know on the radio you can't see it, but it's like it looks like a little bigger than a gumdrop.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
like
about the size of a gumdrop.
really
Yeah.
small grape.
But
Like
to
moving past
find that, I mean, talk about a needle in a haystack.
Yeah, and it's so amber color
Yeah, how the heck do you
that
see
I would
that?
see that and not think diamond. But
Well,
I
that's
mean,
nice. He's going to give it to his fiancee.
I tell you what, if I'm walking in Diamond Crater State Park or whatever it is,
Yeah.
I'm picking up every rock, and I think it's a diamond. Oh my gosh!
yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh! This might be it.
That's a crystal.
This
Which
might
I-
be a gray diamond.
He named the diamond after his fiancee. He's going to give half to her, half to his kid. It's very romantic.
That is romantic.
And listen, I don't want to alarm anybody, but Valentine's Day, we're 3 weeks away.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I'll go to Arkansas.
And if you don't want any drama, it might be a good idea to get a sense of the ground rules with your significant other.
What are the rules on Valentine's Day?
Specifically, how much are we spending?
Calm down, Terry.
How much are we spending? According to a new report, the average American in a relationship thinks they should spend around $158 on their significant other.
It's very specific.
158. Cool.
$158. But on the flip side, about 30% of people in relationships say, they're not planning on spending any money on Valentine's Day. Of course, there are still ways to celebrate. But it's all about expectations, isn't it?
It is.
For people who want their partners to spend money on them, 21% said that if they found out they weren't getting anything, they would just buy something for themselves anyway.
Love it. Double tap.
17% would insist that the other person make up for it another time. 16% would give their partner the silent treatment.
So stupid.
10% would respond by shutting down any Valentine's Day plans altogether, and 10% would use this opportunity to break up with their significant other.
What about the cockroach naming at the zoo? You know how people name cockroaches on their exes? Just do that.
Yeah, they're doing something like that at the zoo this year too.
They're like dung beetles. They you can name your ex.
There's one place that will have a cat urinate your ex's name in kitty litter.
Yeah, they can do a signature with their urine.
Yeah.
Say what?
Cool.
You could pay this animal shelter to have a cat urinate.
So they hold the cat over while it's peeing? And
I guess so.
I think they should put the name on a urinal cake and put that in the litter box.
Why
And
is
then they
stressing
pee
out-
on that.
Why are you stressing out a cat while I was trying to pee?
No doubt.
That's weird. We're getting weirder. Are we getting weirder?
Tinkles, drink water. This man's name is Aloysius. It's going to take some fluid.
Yeah.
Take some time.
Yeah. Listen, this whole, Valentine's Day is especially a tricky time for younger adults. Gen Z and millennials say they feel more pressure to spend. And they're also more likely to report that they'll need to go into debt to some degree to afford Valentine's Day. Is it worth it to go into debt? Guys, what are we doing?
What are you? Hey, I'm glad you all are here and you're men, because I need some help. What do you get men for Valentine's Day?
You don't have to get anything.
Nothing.
Is that
More-
for real?
It's more what you give
Yes,
men
of
for
course.
Valentine's.
What do you give men for Valentine's Day?
Well, Missy, you put on the mustache
That's right.
And take them to town.
and, yeah,
Most of us
go
want
to
no
right to,
part of
right to
this.
Pound Town.
A nice dinner is
You ain't
fine.
wrong.
It's
I'll
great.
be
We
honest
both
with you, I
get
don't need
something.
anything.
Yeah, please.
So you don't
no.
even acknowledge it? Like Tim and I are doing something different this year for Valentine's Day. I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you afterwards.
The old King Scott methodology.
Yeah,
No,
I
you'll
like
know about
Something's
it.
happening, but we're not telling
No,
you
you'll know
what.
about it on Valentine's Day on this show. You'll know. You'll know.
Okay.
So is Tina
Ominous.
expecting something on Valentine's Day?
Nah. We don't. It's not like it's not a point of contention. in
It'll
her
be
home.
acknowledged.
She'll get something, but I don't think she would care if I didn't. But also, I always do. So I don't know.
We
Why
made
do
it-
you
The
always
old
do it if she's-
Schrodinger's cat. I don't want to look in the box. Is the cat in there? I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I think we both are like, it's a Hallmark holiday. We both have like a cynical comics point of view, but then I'm also like,
I probably should do something.
I don't go crazy or anything. I usually just write her a nice note and a card or maybe take her out to dinner or something. I think they're going to be on tour. I think I'm going to fly to Vegas,
Nice.
and we're going to a nice dinner at Andiamo's, my favorite.
Like a weekend trip to Vegas?
They're going to be in Vegas because they're on tour and they got a break. So I think I'm going to, if I can get time off work, wink, wink, I'm going to try to do the show on the morning of Valentine's Day, fly to Vegas, take her out to our favorite restaurant in Vegas.
And then be back in the morning for the show.
No.
Yeah.
No,
The Hangover,
And then
part 4.
I have shows that weekend. Fly
Wow.
back with a tomahawk. This is the
Yes.
place that has the ultimate tomahawk steak, dude.
Well, nothing says this is a great relationship like putting yourself into a massive amount of debt for one day.
Hey,
How
sacrifice.
ridiculous.
And a kid's holiday at that. That's what we've agreed, that it's a kid's holiday. It's a great excuse for us to go out and have a nice dinner, and we'll do that. We'll have like a nice date. It'll be
What
great.
day of the week is that?
I think it's a Wednesday.
Wednesday. So, yeah, it's a Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of dumb. Kind of dumb to put yourself into debt for this. For what?
Sure. That's what you don't want to do. Don't do it.
No, don't do it. Now, who's in the right here? Speaking of going out to dinner. Some guy in Miami went on a first date at a restaurant with a woman he asked out on Tinder. And he posted a video after she got pissed off that he asked her to split the bill. And the second half of this audio is them arguing in the car.
Cool.
She says he should have paid because he asked her out. Listen, either way, it looks like this guy ain't getting a second date. But
Or maybe they will.
but I want to hear whose side you're on here.
Why are we splitting the bill?
Well, I mean, it's our first date, so I thought we should.
I hate this guy already for having his phone out.
I hate that
honestly,
someone is already
I hate that he's recording.
Yeah, I do too.
So I'm going to put that. I'm just going to take the topic at hand, and I'm going to put his douchiness of just recording
Yeah.
out of my mind.
Okay.
Okay,
Fine,
just
I won't.
taking it for what it is.
Why are we splitting the bill?
Well, I mean, it's our first date, so I thought we should maybe go half.
I can't believe you made us split the bill.
I mean, you ordered an appetizer that I didn't even touch. Why do you think that I should
Okay,
pay
but
for
you asked me out.
it? I know, but you ordered something
You
that I
asked
did.
me out.
All right, I'll just take you home. All right, see ya.
All right. Get out.
Bye.
Bye.
This is staged.
Yeah.
It feels like it.
It's too
That's like one
calm
of
and
those
weird.
Facebook videos.
I don't know if it's staged.
Here is our simple script about what you've done wrong.
I don't know if it's staged. All right, okay, fine.
It's at least
sounds like
staged
Brian
one.
Fine.
Maybe he wanted the video and she didn't know, but
Just looking at the video, it seems like they were at a decent restaurant. Nothing too fancy. They would dress casually. He asked her, it was a Tinder date. He asked her out. They go to dinner. She gets an appetizer, which he does not eat.
He didn't even touch.
He didn't even touch. Makes note. Note, did not touch appetizer.
Right. Not a stuffed mushroom fan.
So I was always of the, if you ask, you pay.
Oh, really?
That's what I always,
I was always Splitsville. Like, if we're going the first date, I'll pay half. Like, we don't know what this is yet. That's after you like establish a relationship where now we're dating, and then you ask me, I'll pay tonight. Okay, cool. What if I ask? I'll pay.
so if a guy asks you out, you're assuming it's Splitsville.
Yes.
But what if he offers to pay? What if he insists?
If he insists, I would let him because that's a nice thing. And
But
thank
you're going to assume you're going into it like there's a chance that I may have to pay.
Yeah, I'm prepared to pay. But if he's like going a little extra and going, and I can see that, I'm like, oh, okay, that's nice of you. I'll get the next one or whatever. That's like a point in his corner for me.
If you ask, you pay. Is that your rule?
For me, yeah. That's how it would work in my mind.
Yeah, and that's how it work in my mind too. I ain't gonna let a woman pay.
Hell no.
I asked her.
That's right.
It's a flex.
What if she asked you? What if she asked you?
I would still
agreed.
insist on at least splitting it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I
Would you be upset if she asked you and then expected you to pay? Or would it even
It probably wouldn't
bother
even-
you or cross your mind?
no, because I would go. I got this.
I guess this comes down to expectations. Like
Yeah.
what does either side expect the most? Like I'm not going into it expecting anyone to pay for me.
Yeah, most people in the comments on this say if you ask, you pay. But then he posted a follow up saying he doesn't think that's right. He says maybe it was true back when women just wanted to cook, clean, and take care of kids. But he says women aren't the prize anymore. Oh, so this guy's a feminist. Okay.
What I don't understand is you ask for the date, so you pay. It's not like I'm forcing anybody to go on a date with me. Clearly, we are both 50-50 on the date. She wants to be there just as much as I want to be there. It's not like I'm forcing her to date me or go on a date with me. We both want to be there equally. Therefore, we should split the bill equally.
Yeah, listen, man, you can make rational arguments for this until you're blue in the face, but this is not the hill you're going to die on, buddy. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, this is, you can make yourself sound rational with this, but this is not a fight that's worth fighting. Just go for it. Just do it. Just suck it up. And again, it may be all staged because cringe is the new shock.
Yeah, I guess so.
And this is pretty cringy. Or cringe-worthy, shall we say. So, I don't know, man. But again, like, I've heard people make these arguments, and you just sit there and listen, and you go, yeah, those are all valid arguments. I know what you're saying, but you're not going to win this. This is just something that's going to make you look bad. If that's how you feel, keep it inside.
Yeah, it's going to make you
Bottle
look
it
like
up,
cheap. Like
handle
a
it.
Cheap.
But yeah, sorry to tell you. Like, if my son was trying to make this
Cheap
argument, I'd go,
bastard.
man, you're making a lot of sense. Flush it away.
Yeah.
Because it ain't going to serve you.
Right?
Yeah.
Just move on.
And listen, if we're going out to dinner on Valentine's Day, okay, how about a nice meal?
At
Eating good in the neighborhood.
what?
Applebee's.
Applebee's,
No
baby.
way.
At the
Applebee's.
brewery. What's up?
$14.95 all you can
Applebee's.
eat.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Ain't no argument happening on appetizers in that date, is there?
Got some food news for you. Yeah, Valentine's Day, a couple weeks, and your significant other, may already be, dropping hints. And if they're hinting that they'd like to go to Applebee's a lot this year, there's an exciting deal for you.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear it.
Applebee's will be selling a date night pass for $200. I think it's on sale this week while supplies last. You'll get a card that's good for 1 year that gives you $30 for food and non-alcoholic drinks on every visit.
Scott,
Now
this
you
is
can
what
only
Al
use
wants.
it. You can only
All
use
right.
it once per day. So basically, you'd have to go at least 7 times to make your money back. But you could use it up to 52 times through January 1st of 2025. So it could max out on $1,560 on discounts.
That's awesome. I mean, I'd buy that for myself.
So if you subtract the $200 you paid for it, that's $1,360 in savings. However, it does not include tax, tips, and fees. So even if you order carefully to not go over $30, you're paying something.
That's an incredible deal.
I'm down.
But if you're an Applebee's fanatic,
Yeah.
this could be for you. Today is National Peanut Butter Day.
Right on.
Sweet.
I was thinking of Moon yesterday. I made a sunflower butter and jelly sandwich, and I had sunflower butter all over
Whoa.
my fingers. I almost sent a group
Look,
chat
it's got
photo,
goosebumps.
but it looked like poo. Looked like cock out. I didn't want you guys to reuse that for something worse.
Dude, my
we never
son,
would.
my son is
Think
like,
it through.
he's started to like make food and get interested in just experimenting with food. And he said, "Hey," and he says this with a stick of butter in his hand and a bag of giant marshmallows. You know, the huge ones that are like
Yeah,
this big.
the
And he comes out and
jet
he goes, "Hey, can I make dessert?" I said, "Yeah, man, whatever you want. Just go for it. You know."
Rice Krispie treats?
Yeah, but he did it with Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
he's making these things, and I forgot how you make those because I would never do that. And he's in there with his hands, and he goes, "Dad, look at this!" And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I had to leave the room.
Sticky hand.
Dude, it was the worst. And he's like, "I think I used too much butter. Can you come over here, Dad?" And he kept asking me like, "Can you come roll up my sleeves? Can you do this?" And I was like, "Just get me away from this bowl of stickiness."
By the way, the date night pass is sold out in 10 minutes. So sorry.
Done.
Done.
It's over.
Wow.
Yeah, I bought a whole bunch of them.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
I bought
You sell them on the
15,
black market.
yeah.
Huh? Hey, back to the guy
He went
paying-
real Travis Kelce and bought out the whole Applebee's just so you and the wife can have some
Back to the
privacy.
date night thing, splitting the date. I don't know. Maybe it's old school me. I'm always the dude always pays.
Okay. That's cool. You can be generational.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the way I always think. It's the dude always pays.
I mean, I'm with Lern on once you're in a relationship, it is nice every once in a while. I would say I pay 80+% of the time, and that's okay. That's just something but it's not. Every once in a while, she'll be like, "I'll get this one."
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Let me get it," and I do appreciate it when that happens.
Right.
But I mean, it's your first date, man. You're trying to put best foot forward.
That's
If
right,
you don't have the cash and the capital to take someone out to dinner, then don't agree to
Go to coffee.
You know,
Well, just think of the scene in Half Baked where he takes Mary Jane out for the first time and he's got no money.
Yeah. And the math is on the screen, just
Yeah, the
going
math
down.
is on the screen.
Yeah, the way to do it's how I always did, where definitely I would pay if I could remember to bring my wallet. I
Yeah.
always forgot my wallet.
Hey, that's
So
the
it worked
move.
out to my advantage all the time. Always had compassion for me and never talked to me again, but
That's
Well,
the
Scott,
greatest.
the soup kitchen again, huh?
That's the greatest when they go by the hot dog stand and she's like, "Oh, can I get relish?" And he goes, "That'll be extra." And he goes, "Damn it!"
Keeps adding up.
Yeah, it just goes ding ding. His money keeps going down.
Old school Riz, the dude always pays.
thank you, my brother. No, thank you.
All right, so National Peanut Butter Day, and to get out of here with the nut butters, like
Dude, they're all good, man.
no, they're not.
What do you,
Have you ever
what do
had-
you mean?
We're not talking about that. We're talking about peanut butter.
Before we
okay?
get into nut butters, can I ask, and community juices, can I ask, have you ever had to do a creative date when you had a little less money in your pocket? You ever had to do the Dave Chappelle? Do you ever have a creative broke date? Where you had to figure it out.
I would never have to figure it out. It was always, if I had no money like that, it would be come over to my place. And
Hell yeah.
yeah.
And I'll cook, or we'll do.
We're going to have cheese sandwiches.
We'll do it that
Ramen
way.
noodle night.
These are
it that way.
Riz's ramen. Made the little red sauce.
Ramen casserole.
Simple red sauce.
This is ramen with hot dog. Chopped up.
It'll be like instant mashed potatoes.
I had a couple good ones in college, man, where I had a friend that worked at like a putt-putt go-kart place, and I'd just be like, "Hey, man, you gotta hook me up." And I'd plan a little, call in some favors, get away with spending almost no money,
Wow.
go out and do a couple of things. I had a friend that worked at a movie theater. That went over big. Hurt me at the snack counter, but I could get us in. And then I could just spend like my $10 on snacks or whatever.
Yeah. But you gotta remember, when I was in the dating world, I was so young. Because my wife and I have been together for 25 years.
How old were you?
When we first got together, I was 19, 20 years old.
Okay.
And
you
before
didn't have
and before that, casually dating whoever. But my circle, nobody had any money.
Yeah,
Right.
broke
And
teens.
It was, yeah. And the girls that I was dating had no expectations.
Yeah.
So I never was in that late 20s, 30s.
Yeah, people have jobs and
Right,
something
and expectations.
something is expected of you.
Yeah, I never had to go through that.
My sister's going through it right now. She's 25 and she's getting ready to be a lawyer and like in law school and like trying to date people and like everybody's hot in Colorado. It's like a whole thing. And so she goes out for coffee and like I don't know how she deals. Like I think she always pays her half and just goes into it that way with expectations. Yeah.
Eric says on the instant feedback, I've been on a Tinder date before when a woman has admittedly told me that she just goes out with random guys so they buy her dinner. She then told me she hasn't paid it for a night out for dinner and drinks in over 3 years because she keeps going on Tinder dates.
That sounds like a job.
Yeah.
You're just working for food. You're spending your time so somebody can feed
And
you.
there's so many times.
Still a gig.
Can you imagine how many horrendous conversations she's had to deal
But
with?
is she having to put out for...
No, of course not. I mean, it's okay if she is.
What do you mean, of course not?
That's cool too. If she wants to have sex and get hers, I mean, that's great. But I don't think that's expected.
Hey, at a coffee though, if you invite somebody out to coffee, I mean, like, again, maybe it's old school, you and me with this old school thing, but like, I mean, come on, it's just coffee. Treat somebody to coffee. It's hey, like, let me treat you. This is my opportunity to treat you. Even if this doesn't work out or we're not clicking, like, let me treat you
Hey,
here.
it just cost me a cup of coffee.
Yeah, goodbye.
I find my expectation, and again, I haven't dated anyone in
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Let's see, 14 years or something like that. When I was going on a first date with a guy, I wasn't necessarily expecting things to get paid for. I was expecting to connect. And I was like, let's have a good, so like if they were a crap conversation or like they weren't interesting or they were smelled bad or something else, that's where my like disappointment went. It wasn't necessarily with, I got to pay my half or he's not paying for me. It's like, ooh, this date is just terrible. And nobody ever talks about that. We're all so focused on who's paying. It's like very superficial.
No, we shouldn't focus on that. The dude's paying. That's it.
You and I are in the same, we're
That's it.
somehow we're in
Dude's
the
paying.
same world. Yeah.
Dude's paying.
Yeah, but I mean, the majority of dates aren't great connection. I would say like it's not statistically great of people just firing and being like, oh, I really like this person. We can just go for a walk. I'm lost in conversation. Most of the time it's like that.
Awkward.
Everyone's got their it's like everyone's got their defenses up. Like, what's your deal? What's my deal? We met on Tinder. Are you a murderer? Am I psycho? We're all trying to figure that out.
Right.
So it's like there has to be like a basic set of rules.
But
we're
it's
all playing
Tinder.
by.
Tinder's hooking up, isn't it?
I'm not
I
sure.
just I mean, then hook up and don't go out to dinner.
Yeah, granted, I never did any of those, but I'm not sure I ever really had a bad date. But I never really went on a date with anybody that I wasn't really interested in.
That you didn't maybe know already, like the foundation.
Yeah, at least to a degree, at least
I
to a
understand
very, at least to enough of a degree where I found the person intriguing enough to want to spend one-on-one time with.
that. Yeah.
So I never really had a bad date. So like all these nightmares and stuff, these are movies to me.
No, I've
when
been
I hear y'all
out with a
telling the
girl and went,
stories.
Yeah.
After one time,
That's why house parties.
it wasn't a bad date. It was like,
Yeah. House parties were a lifesaver in my Carbondale days because it was like, that's a cheap. Hey, there's a house party you want to come with? And we just go.
Hang.
It's other people, so she feels safe. You're not like, let's go for a walk. Let's go for a hike out in the woods together.
Yeah. Let's go to Forest
It'd be
Park.
great. Yeah, it's just like you're around other people, and then it's a social situation where you don't have to spend a bunch of money.
yeah. And you also see how she
Interacts
with friends and other people. I don't know.
Granted,
Be careful out there, guys.
Dude, granted, we're not the oldest folks in the universe, but
What?
have you noticed the change in the last, I'd say probably 10 or 15 years, of where the bill is set? Like when I was younger, and I would
yeah.
and I would say in the
it's
early
set
2000s.
between.
Yeah, it was always set in front of me. Always just assumed like this guy's paying, and they put it in front of me. And now, sometimes they'll put it in front of me, and sometimes it's in a very strategically ambiguous part of the table.
If they'll usually put it at the edge of the table in between, if you're sitting on opposite sides, if you don't ask for it, if they just put the check down, but if you're the one that goes, hey, can we see the check? We'll take the check now. Usually then it comes to the person who asked for the check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if you're wearing flannel like me, it seems to always be on my side. I'm like,
You know what I mean, though? Like it's shifted a little bit. I've noticed the shift a little bit.
Guys, be gentlemen and just pay, okay? That's it.
oh man.
Avoid this.
And ladies have money for half.
Just in case.
And there, world peace.
Just in
Thanks.
case. Back to peanut butter. Because today is National Peanut Butter Day. I don't want to forget about this. I want to give this day its due.
PB Love.
Yeah, listen, in the Riz household, we have our, our regular peanut butter. We also have our almond butter and whatever mixed nut butter. Get the hell out of here with that stuff.
Oh, whatever, man. Sunflower butter is so good. It's so good.
The baby crying. Good God.
You don't like tahini? Sunflower.
Nah, he's just pandering to the audience that hates
tahini sesame
anything
paste
that they didn't
anyway,
grow
so-
up with.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're out of
Now you
control.
did it. I'm going to reach
Listen,
over.
I'll
I'm going to find that
compromise.
baby button.
Listen, we went to the store the other day, my daughter and I, and we stood there was a display of Jif.
I love
And
Jif.
we stood there because my wife buys
the health stuff. I know.
The health crap.
And I love her for it.
The one with the oil on top, like you gotta like.
Trust me, I hate that stuff.
And once you put that in the fridge, it's
It's
over.
game over. Yeah, Tim
It's
uses
over.
that too.
You need to take a cement mixer.
Yeah.
To get that thing going.
It ruins your whole day.
Finish.
It's not fun.
I don't
And
want
then
to
you can't
finish
clean it
making
out.
your product.
Right.
I'm buying your product. I want it to be done.
My daughter and I stood in front of the Jif display, arms around each other, going, "Man, this stuff is so good."
It is so good. Jif is so
I'll compromise
good.
with the. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
you
but
want to have your all natural
taking
stuff.
you're taking the orangutan habitats when you're buying that palm oil filled
I know
stuff.
I am.
You don't even
And
care.
I'm
You don't
trying
even
not
care.
to.
Oh, cat this,
Hey,
cat that.
no, I
Screw
care.
the orangutans.
No, I'm about the orangutans. But here's the deal. Sometimes I gotta
Terry
get.
loves
I gotta get.
orangutans.
Terry loves it. I gotta get a little GIF every couple of years, and I do, man. And that's
Your
my
Peter
compromise.
Pans, your Jifs, your
no Peter Pan. Straight GIF.
Skippies.
Just put it in. Yeah.
Terry's favorite movie is Every Which Way But Loose with Clint Eastwood and that orangutan.
Hell yeah.
Okay, but what's so bad? It's got high fructose corn syrup. I don't know who knows.
It's got all the worst stuff.
It's got
Yeah.
all the worst.
Plastic.
Fine.
All
The
kinds
best
of good
stuff. Preservatives.
It's the best stuff. It's
preserving
it tastes
us.
the best.
Dude, it's so. Let's just all imagine GIF right now. Like, and I'm talking creamy. Don't give me none of that.
no,
chunky crap.
we're not. We're a creamy show, aren't we?
Yeah, we're a creamy
You
show.
dip-
I tolerate
creamy.
crunchy at this
Dip
point.
your
You're a
celery
crunchy guy?
stick in.
No, hell no.
We're a creamy show.
Yeah.
This is
Creamy
a creamy
This
show.
is a very creamy show.
Hell yeah.
It's Greg Warren's peanut butter bit. He's like, the crunchy's like, those guys get off at noon.
Yeah, he's like,
They're
he's like
clocking
they
out
never
at noon.
finish
They're
their
not
job.
finishing their jobs. And
They should be
the creamy
passing on-
guys are in there with hammers till 5
Yeah.
p.m. finishing their work.
He says, I'm like, they should be passing on that savings to you.
There they charge you the same amount for crunchy as creamy.
It's a great bit.
They should.
He's got 20 minutes on peanut butter that's better than my whole hour, and it pisses me off. But
But so again, we'll have the almond butter in the house. We'll have the mixed nuts, whatever.
yeah,
Just give me straight up peanut butter, and I'm happy.
on National Peanut Butter Day, I got a question for the peanut butter manufacturers and sellers of the world.
Yes.
Pre-pandemic, there was a product. Peter Pan and Jif both had a version of whipped
Oh, yes.
peanut butter, and it was almost like the peanut butter that's inside a Reese's cup. It was light and airy, and it was perfect, and I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it.
Where is it now?
And it's gone.
Yep.
It's post-pandemic. It is just gone.
It's
No
gone.
one explained what happened. Can they not? Are we in a post-whip world? Why can't they whip it?
Yep.
Whip it real good.
I agree. I second the motion, and I think.
Have you had it?
Yes, of course.
You can do it yourself.
I've never.
No way.
How?
Yeah,
With
man,
the
you just-
whipping cream?
Yeah, you throw in like powdered sugar or something. You just
Again,
take the mixer.
I'm going to finish their product. Deliver it right into my face.
He wants the
The way I
convenience.
want it.
He's not whipping
Give me
anything at home.
convenience,
He's not
or
whipping
give me
anything
death.
You
at
want to
home.
hear a real
Dead
trashy
Kennedy.
thing that is great? Get some Jell-O chocolate pudding cups. Dunk the spoon in the chocolate pudding and then put whipped peanut butter on it, and it's like it's almost like a liquid Reese's cup, and
Praise
it's one
hands.
of the best things I've ever had in my life.
Okay,
Can I show you
remember-
something that's going to blow your mind?
Go.
It's right here.
Oh, the Biscoff.
Oh yeah, dude, the
No,
that
This.
Biscoff cookie cream's a whole
Cinnamon
it's a whole-
I'm talking about cinnamon toast
Creamy-
crunch.
I guarantee it's good.
Creamy cinnamon spread.
Yes.
all
Just
about
douse
too
me in it,
sweet.
dude.
It's like cinnamon toast crunch, creamy peanut butter.
Nah, see, I'm.
Have
just
you
give
had
me regular
that
peanut
cookie
butter?
butter?
I'm fine. I don't need any of that stuff.
If I guarantee if I put that in your face right now,
This is amazing.
I don't need.
Let's
Yeah,
have a
it's supposed to
taste
be
test of
different.
these
This
I don't
creamy
need any of that
butters.
stuff.
and
You're wrong.
another butter.
he just is scared of his
Although-
feelings and
But
emotions.
this stuff we have it in the house, and I have to check for it every once in a while. I don't really eat it, but I check for it in the pantry because it will sneak its way into the children's rooms. Yeah,
No,
they'll
of
take
course it'd be that.
they'll take a spoon in a jar in their room.
I'll
It'll
tell you what I used to
disappear.
eat out of the jar. It was remember Goober.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was the jelly it was the jar of jelly and peanut butter.
Innovation of the 90s.
Is that still around?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
Oh, it's around. I saw it. I've almost pulled the trigger on it for like
Is it called
nostalgia's
Goober?
sake. It's still called
Yeah, Goober. When I was a
jar.
kid. Yeah, when I was a kid, my grandpa told me a joke that I couldn't tell my parents that he told me.
There it is.
Boom.
And
And it
it,
just looked good.
Why can't a peanut pee? Can't
Why?
get his goober out.
Ah,
And I always loved that joke for
there it is.
Yeah.
Smucker's Goober Grape.
Well, they
You
did.
know, that makes a lot of sense to me. The man you've grown into.
The other
That joke may have molded your entire
I
personality.
think so.
the other company had the same thing, but it was called like Swirls or something like that.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
It was like Welch's or something was making.
You give me a spoon, and I'll house one of those jars.
I know it's peanut butter day and all, but what kind of jelly are you putting
Okay,
with
I'm
the
going to get to that. We're going to get
Okay,
to jelly.
all right.
We're going to get
I
to
can't
jelly.
wait.
I haven't found one that I don't like.
I have a very specific
Okay,
thing.
strawberry or grape jelly?
Grape.
See, as a kid, it was always grape. I thought everything else
Love
was gross.
strawberry.
But
Strawberry
strawberries-
preserves.
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
It's yummy.
God.
But good old fashioned grape jelly still.
Oh yeah, it hits the mark.
It's
Dude,
still
strawberry
the
jelly?
high water mark of jellies.
But have you had one as an adult where you're like, oh, I would not choose to have this again?
Okay, so if there were a jar of grape jelly or strawberry, what are you going for?
Honestly, it's 50-50. Just depends on the day what I'm
I'm
feeling.
going strawberry
I'm going grape all the way.
every day.
I'll probably go strawberry, and you know why? I'm almost subconsciously trying to even out the
Right.
ledger, and I feel like I've had so much grape as a kid. I'm just trying to even it out.
But doesn't it depend on your bread? If you're going with your classic toast, you go strawberry. Then if you
Yeah.
have maybe a bagel, you throw the
No,
grape.
strawberry on like Wonder Bread.
It's got, yes. We have all the healthy bread at home, like Dave's prison bread or whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about?
Dave's Killer Bread, yeah,
Dave's
which is
Killer
good.
Bread, which is great. He does hire.
Yeah, I think
he
Big Terry's
hires
on the logo.
former
The guy,
criminals.
I think he did time.
Yeah,
No,
Big
he-
Terry's on the logo.
He makes a good English
He
muffin.
hires felons who are trying to rebuild their life. I love it, and it's great bread. But sometimes I just need to get myself that
Felony
Wonder
bread.
bread. Okay, I need just a crisp white bleached flour bread that's unhealthy
It's
as hell.
not crisp. It's soft.
Well, soft.
Softest you could get.
it's the soft batch.
Yeah, you got to
of
go
the
with
bread
that
world.
So
generic,
good.
whatever the
For a peanut butter
Aldi
sandwich.
brand is.
It's got to be soft.
Peanut butter jelly on like Jif. With give me a Smucker's strawberry on Wonder White bread.
Have you had that
America.
what is it, Manon or whatever the French jelly? It's in like
No, I
a
haven't.
clear jar, but it has the red and white lid, and it's at every
sure I've
grocery
seen it.
store. Dude, that's the best jelly on the planet right there.
Oh wait, it's like in a little. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
little
about.
glass
A little
jar
glass
with
jar.
the-
It's real pretty.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's yummy.
I have had that.
Do you like to use peanut butter as a dip for anything?
Some clown coming
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Celeries.
Celery.
I put it on apples, like probably
Yeah.
3 times a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, peanut butter's so versatile.
It is. It's great.
Yeah, it's good
I
stuff,
love
man. It
stuff.
goes on
Stuff.
everything.
Happy, dude.
Flour butter.
It's a good dunk.
Happy peanut butter day, guys.
I really appreciate that.
On the dipping tip.
Well, first,
On the dip tip.
before we
Dip your
move
tip.
on, I would like to give it 2 enthusiastic thumbs down to apricot.
Whatever.
Oh, no. It is
Apricot
good.
preserves.
Those are great
Really?
with my wings that I talked about last
That's
year.
fine, but I'm saying with
Good.
peanut butter. If I see you put an apricot jelly on a peanut butter sandwich, I'm assuming that you have a dead body buried somewhere.
Oh, man.
Yeah, what's wrong with
you
you?
know, I have a difficulty anytime we go to like one of those like local farms that does the pumpkin patches and all that.
Yeah.
I will buy so much local honey. I always I come out of there with a $50 bill of just honey, and then anytime I see the preserves, it doesn't matter, strawberry, whatever it is, I have such a difficulty passing it up. And then I get it, and I got 4 jars of that crap, and 2 of it I find a year later stuck in the back of the fridge. Darn it! I forgot to open this. It's just a little moldy on top.
Oh, no. You're
It's
not,
over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Throwing that out.
But I don't know why. I am a sucker for that stuff at those
He's
local
a
farms.
sucker for preserves.
Yeah, you're a sucker for Smuckers, dude.
Yeah.
Any of those jellies.
Apricots, right? Isn't that part of the Blue Zone diet?
Oh, I don't know.
Apricots.
Yeah, I
Where
think
people
so.
live the
Probably
longest.
dried
I don't know.
ones.
But before,
seed, I
listen, I want to get on this dip tip real quick.
Let's get on the dip tip.
Dip tip real quick.
Oh,
Put my
Crustables.
hand up on your hip.
Somebody was talking about the Uncrustables, the Crustables. Remember, I used to eat those at the old studio
Yeah.
until I read the sugar content.
What was the thing I just read about Uncrustables? I think the Baltimore Ravens eat Uncrustables before every game, and how many they have gone through this entire season is an astronomical number. Look up Baltimore Ravens Uncrustables.
The Ravens eating an unhinged amount of Uncrustables is somehow the least surprising thing about the team. Let's see.
They eat Uncrustables before every game.
The Ravens?
The Ravens. And now look how far they've gotten.
Okay. Success does not come by chance. It comes by granola bars, chews, Uncrustables. Yes, a whopping 7,500 Uncrustables
My gosh.
7,500
was supplied
Uncrustables.
to the team.
Well,
There's some
it's
psychos.
convenient, it's delicious, and it gives them a
apparently it's
little boost.
working. Apparently it's working.
Yeah, they seem to be stoked.
Yeah.
Dude, so they've gone through 7,500 Uncrustables, 6,200 sticks of beef jerky, 3,600 snack bars, 2,800 energy chews, 1,800 bags of sunflower seeds, and 460 energy bites.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's whatever.
I like
It's
these
working, man.
guys.
Fueled by Uncrustables. All right,
All right,
so
dip.
the website Eat This Not That put out a list of the 25 in order most iconic fast food dipping sauces.
Let's go.
Iconic.
Most iconic. You have a problem with just people throwing that word around?
Yeah, we've kind of taken the piss out of that word in society. I think. Iconic dipping sauces.
But some things do deserve icon status.
I have one.
Well, Johnny Cash, yes.
Johnny Cash icon. I think
Polynesian sauce, maybe not.
To be honest, the McDonald's barbecue sauce.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm not even sure what it is, but there's something I can taste it right now.
Sugar.
I haven't had it in a decade.
It's the perfect consistency. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. Right?
No,
It's very labby.
the
It's
McDonald's.
very- it's
no,
very
there
too
is
perfect.
barbecue sauce on this list,
Not McDonald's.
but not McDonald's. 25 most iconic fast food dipping sauces. Now, mind you, some of the stuff has gone from the burger to a dip.
Okay.
Oh,
I am
Thousand
mind.
Island, the Big Mac.
So, like, for example,
what do
that's
you call
number
that?
25,
Special
the
sauce?
Big Mac sauce at McDonald's.
Okay, yeah.
Thousand Island.
Yeah.
Which is made with mayo, pickle relish, mustard, vinegar, sugar, garlic powder, onion powder. That's number 25.
Cane sauce.
Cane sauce is number 8, which I think is not good.
It's got, I bet, Horsey's on it.
He is not a
It's
fan.
won in the past.
Horsey sauce at Arby's?
Yeah.
Number 10.
I'll tell you a McDonald's sauce that will be on it. Sweet and sour.
That's number 2.
Wow, Rafe Williams.
And the
Number 2 on the most iconic fast food dipping sauces of all time is the sweet and sour sauce at McDonald's.
Canadian ketchup at McDonald's. It's
What is
darker,
Canadian
it's sweeter.
ketchup? No,
I'm
didn't
just
make
telling you, it's so much better.
I think the Polynesian dipping sauce from
Fancy
Chick-fil-A?
sauce from Step Brothers, the movie.
No.
Nope.
I'm serious about
the au jus from Lion's Choice.
The ketchup
Oh,
up
that's
in
a good one.
Canada
That's not
is different.
Yeah, it should be.
course
on there.
Hey, so speaking of Lion's Choice, their barbecue sauce is
Yeah, they've always
excellent.
had
They
the
have
best.
two
man.
Not
options.
on this
that-
list. I think
it's Hunt's
smoky
or
and a
whatever.
tangy.
Is there any curveballs on here? Is there like some,
Like the gravy at Jollibee,
yeah, is
Don't know
there a
what that is.
curveball of like,
the white sauce
Taco
at Halal
sauce.
Guys.
The grease at Waffle House.
There is the Baja sauce at Taco Bell.
is that what they put on the
They say a sauce so sorely
cheesy
missed.
gordita crunch?
A sauce so sorely missed it inspired an online petition to bring it back. The discontinued Baja sauce at Taco Bell has gone down as legend. Loaded with flavor and complexity, especially by fast food standards, a condiment was a cheesy medley packed with a wallop of dried onions, vinegar, garlic, and peppers, creating what many diehards consider to be the end-all, be-all dip for various tortilla creations.
Chick-fil-A sauce. Isn't that what-
Chick-fil-A sauce number 4.
Which one? Oh, the actual.
The Chick-fil-A sauce. One chef says has the perfect balance of smokiness, tanginess, and a touch of sweetness. It complements the brand's signature chicken sandwich.
Doesn't somebody have some mustard? Some
There's
special
a few
mustard?
different spicy ones. I think all the fast foods used to have them at least.
The hot mustard at McDonald's is number 17, which I love.
I haven't had that in a long
That
time.
Hot mustard.
That was really good with
McDonald's.
the chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Mustard.
Because it was almost like the hot mustard at a Chinese food restaurant.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Good.
That should be on there. The generic
The heck is number
mustard
one?
from Takeout Chinese.
Is it a cheese sauce of some sort?
No,
Okay.
Is it a ketchup? Just the old classic.
no. It's a Thousand Island variant. It's the
Thousand
animal
Island-
sauce. It's animal sauce at In-N-Out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't even know it was actually called
That's number
animal
one?
sauce
That's
because
animal
I've never
style
heard anybody
sauce
say
at
animal
the In-N-Out.
sauce. You say animal style.
Yeah,
That's
Animal
wild. That could be
style- I'm sorry,
iconic
animal style
considering-
sauce.
It's not everywhere.
I think that's getting a scarcity bump.
The nacho cheese sauce at Taco Bell is number 3.
Ugh.
Number 5 is Wisconsin cheddar cheese sauce at Culver's.
House dressing and Taco
Nice.
John should be on it, but
Didn't
won't
make
be.
it. The barbecue sauce at Sonic Drive-In is number 7. The blackened ranch sauce at Popeyes is number 9. The straight up ranch at Wingstop is
I was
number 11.
just gonna say the Wingstop Ranch is second to none.
Really?
It's the dude, it's the best ranch I've ever had.
That's a nice treat over there.
Buttermilk.
At Wingstop?
Buttermilk ranch?
Is it
Is it
buttermilk?
buttermilk
From
ranch?
Jack in the Box.
Hell, I don't know. I
That's
never saw the
question mark.
ingredients list.
There is a Jack in the Box
just
thing
eat it.
It's
here.
the buttermilk, isn't it? Because you dip the taco in that or something.
The mayo onion sauce at Jack in the Box is number 14.
Mayo.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
The green sauce from Del Taco. Should
Nope.
be on this. Okay.
The zesty sauce at Burger King is number 12. The finger licking good sauce at KFC, which sounds so gross. Finger licking good sauce.
Great for your flavor saver.
Yeah. Good for the mustache. Yep.
It's probably not on there, but Wendy's honey mustard and Lee's honey mustard.
Wendy's Ghost Pepper Ranch made it a number 18.
That's a cool idea.
The chicken fry sauce at Burger King was number 15.
They have a chicken fry sauce.
Yep. Debuted around the same time as chicken fries back in 05. The sauce was kind of a hybrid between mayo, barbecue, and mustard.
Wow, that sounds good. I've had food poisoning from 2 of the places you've already mentioned, so I haven't had their sauces.
The Heinz mayo at Five Guys, which I guess they make specifically for Five Guys. Like it's a specific to Five Guys mayo. That's number 16. The Szechuan sauce at McDonald's is number 19.
What about?
So that's one of those sauces that comes and goes. The
Seasonal.
Szechuan
yeah, that
sauce.
was a bringer backer. Is the tartar sauce from White Castle on there?
No. Spicy ketchup at Whataburger is number 20.
What about, did you say anything about, I guess it's considered a gravy, but Kentucky Fried Chicken's gravy?
No.
Man, you remember the green?
It's not-
Remember the
gravy.
Shrek ketchup, the green ketchup at Burger King, or the purple ketchup?
But they used to. The Heinz used to have a line of
yeah.
products that was It was a green and purple.
Oh yeah, I thought they debuted those at some fast food chain.
It was a thing where they were selling these colored ketchups, and people were like, this is disgusting.
See, you say that, but I remember.
It tastes the same. It's just food color.
Yeah, but I remember wanting to go and go. I want to try green ketchup. It does sound goofy.
Yeah, I wanted to
I'll
have that
try it.
so bad, man.
Someone in the chat said Dairy Queen gravy, and I concur.
Oh, with the chicken.
Chicken strip basket with Texas toast at Dairy Queen that's a sleeper.
That is number 1.
That's a sleeper meal that a
That's
lot of
the
people
number
don't know about. It's really good.
That should be number 1, honestly. Because that is a treat of treats. Middle of summer, after a baseball game or something, you get to go have that.
Well, it's hot gravy in the summer, but I'll say I do like
No, the chicken, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter.
Dairy Queen is pretty good, man.
Because you get that, then you get the ice cream after.
There's something about the gravy, though, that they give it to you in a little styrofoam cup.
Yeah.
Dunk the toast in.
Yeah.
Man, it's good.
There's something about Dairy Queen though that it seems like it should be.
It's because it takes a long time. I
It should
think a lot
be
of people don't get
cleaner.
food there because they actually charbroil.
I've never ordered.
Dude,
I don't think I've ever been at Dairy Queen.
food
Dude, we
is,
got to have lunch there.
Maybe
So I'll
you
go
should
have
ice
lunch
cream.
there.
food,
I don't think
food
I've
is
ever
good
been.
and the blizzards are good. Like it's all good, but at the same time, I don't think I've been in one that I didn't feel like it was a little dirty.
That's part of the joy, though.
You know, that's
I don't know.
not
The
my
one in
joy.
Hannibal is nice because it's the old school one where it's just the counter. You go up, you order, and you eat outside. So it feels pretty clean.
Never
Oh,
been.
That's kind of neat.
Never been. The Mardi Gras mustard at Popeyes number 21, and Shake Shack sauce.
That is good.
Is that another Thousand Island thing?
Let me see. It's mayo, ketchup, yellow mustard, garlic powder, paprika, cayenne, and the kicker, pickle juice.
Woo.
You said mayo? It's mayo based?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Thousand Island.
But congratulations to the animal style sauce at In-N-Out.
Thank
The
you.
number 1 most iconic fast food dipping sauce of all time. Bah.
Have you
You
had it?
can't have it here.
Have you had it?
In-N-Out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, listen, it's the first place I go in L.A. when I get there. Like, there's the In-N-Out by the airport, and that's the first place I go.
I do love it.
Yeah, it's a.
I do, too.
Nice little
I
treat.
think I love it because I can't have it.
Yeah.
I think it's really the only reason.
And it's always consistent for me, at least.
Well,
That's why I
the
always
people
liked
out there that can have it all the time do. So I don't think it's
Yeah.
just that. I
It's
think
like-
it
That's
really
true, too.
is.
It's
I
like
think it really
Chick-fil-A's
is
here.
good.
Every one of those out anywhere, they always have the big lines and.
Yeah, dude. Plus, as a company, like they treat their employees. I mean, you can make a career at In-N-Out. They
Oh,
treat their-
yeah.
they pay their employees wonderfully.
They treat them well.
That's
They
right.
pay
It's
them
like
well.
it's just a great company. So I want to see
Everybody
it.
seems
prosper.
happy there. Oh, that's just fine.
Yeah.
And the reason why there's none in this area is because they don't freeze their meat. So you got to be close enough to get the ground beef for the burgers without it being frozen.
We don't freeze our meats.
That's it.
That's their slogan.
That's it. Now, you going to take the mustache off?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you confused?
At 10 a.m.
I can't do it while I'm on camera because it's like taking the mascot's head off.
Yeah,
I
don't
can't.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
Wait
scare the
till the
kids.
cameras are shut off. Take the mustache
I
off,
will.
and we could be on with our day.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting Terry
You've
come
been
out
wearing
and party.
the mustache for over an hour
Before you take it off, can you just do? I want Terry to say "Hell yeah, brother" at least one time.
now. Do it.
You want it, you got it. Hell yeah, brother.
Oh yeah! Oh, me and Terry.
My shirt just
I want to
ripped.
get in a bar fight with Terry.
Oh, you're going to.
Today's Team Riz Remember the Day is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, St. Louis' home for Blues hockey. From Hazelwood, Missouri, Eddie Renaud is our. Eddie has been a listener of the Riz Show since day one. Listening to the show is still the perfect start to his day as he opens McDonald Park in St. Louis. Is it Renaud? I think it's Renaud.
Yes, I think so. I put it. Did I not put it on there?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, sorry
My bad,
about
Eddie.
that. Yeah.
Eddie Renaud. He enjoys the new dynamics that Lern and Rafe have brought to the show and consistently suggests that others listen as well.
Thank you so
regular
much.
Riz evangelist.
Thanks, Eddie.
Eddie looks forward to the daily topics discussing the gang with the Riz Show gang every morning. Loves a matchup with the Moon, 3 and 5, and Do It Bitch, which we will play today.
That's right.
Eddie Renaud from Hazelwood is our Team Riz Member of the Day. Get a super sweet Team Riz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up, 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, first break of the morning. We'll come back with Crap on Celebrities. It is 7:15. It's Wednesday. First look at the traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. It's time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We have delays 270 eastbound between 44 and Manchester. And then over on 55, we have a right-hand shoulder block due to a stalled vehicle, 55 southbound at Broadway, and that is starting to back some things up. Your point forecast, wet and foggy.
Dude,
high
we
of
could
53.
hardly see all of it. I mean, it's from our window. It's foggy.
Kind of cool looking. Just be
Eerie.
careful. It's somewhat dangerous out on the road there. High of 53 today. Right now it's 42 at the Point Studio.
All right, Terry, what do you got?
All right, what it felt like when the Prince of Darkness meets Jesus himself, according to Ozzy. Oscars versus Barbie. Squid Game 2 is coming out, and you can smell what The Rock's cooking. By the way, we're going to do a list. This is going to be a hell of a one, man. You're going to be freaked out. Who is the most famous John of all time? I'm going to tell you that and more coming up next on the Riz
Quincy
Show.
Adams.
Oh, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays, porno birthday, all that and more next. And your Crap on Celebrity. Stay there.
All right, it's 105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage. Big summer show happening. And look, it's my friends, Josh and Tyler from 21 Pilots.
Well, hey.
What's up, dudes?
What's up?
I wonder at how many more times that I interview you guys that we just turn the tables and you interview me. You know what I mean? Because this is literally like 4 or 5 times that we have spoken to each other. I just don't want you getting tired of me.
Actually, would you rather
Okay.
get attacked?
Here is here, and it's time to take advantage of Zero Rez's best deal of the year. Carpets, tile, rugs, upholstery, basically every surface in your home can be Zero Resified. So it's time to call the cleaning pros at Zero Res, and don't forget about your air ducts. You may have never had those cleaned out before. Probably not. So when you get your air ducts cleaned out, you're going to help alleviate allergies. You're going to help with the asthma if somebody's got asthma in the house. You're going to enjoy less dust. You're going to lower your energy bills, and your home's going to stay cleaner longer. Get those air ducts cleaned out. And don't DIY it, especially with the carpet cleaning. Call Zero Res because you know it's safe, you know it's effective. They have a 4.9 rating on Google with over 5,100 reviews. And you got the Zero Res Gotta Love It guarantee. Makes it easy to get what you pay for. So this month, get 3 rooms, Zero Resified starting at $119, and take $50 off your air duct cleaning. Call Zero Res 314-474-2020 or book online anytime. ZeroResSTL.com. Say you want the Riz Show special. Spelled backwards, spelled forward, spells the same at Zero Res.
It's Lux, and I'm joined by Josh from Bad Flower. Dude, what's up?
Cheers. How are you?
Cheers. I'm doing so well. I'm so glad we're getting to chat here.
What is that? You got a bunch of stickers on your cup.
Oh my God, I got so many stickers. My vaccine sticker. I got my Canada sticker. I got all my good stickers.
Nice.
I'll hook you up with some stickers when you come here because we'll be seeing you in less than 2 weeks at Point Fest, which is very exciting. Wow. And then after that, you got a record coming out, so we got a lot to chat about today. I'm excited.
Yes.
So yes, where are you in the world right now? Because I know you guys are currently on tour. Are you like in a bunker somewhere?
No, we're not on tour. Road, right? I mean, we've just been doing like weekend festivals.
Well, you start on the 10th or 9th, right? You start this week.
Yeah, something like that. I'm in a barn. This is where I live. This is my home.
Still on the farm. How's farm life?
Farm life is great. I mean, it's been like very sparse. Like we've been doing shows over the weekend for the most part, or like just these random things. So it's go do a big drive, come back, spend like 2 days at home prepping for like the big headline tour, go leave again, try to come back and like get more stuff done. And like it's chaotic for sure.
Who's keeping track of Maggie? Who's keeping track of the
we have other people here who are watching.
Okay, good.
Thankfully, yeah.
Good.
And
were you able?
Health. Guys, you got to go. I've been going since about, I don't know, May, and they got me in good shape, man. It's a new year. It should be a new you, and Victory Men's Health can help you achieve some of the goals that maybe you've been putting off for the last few years. You're getting older. You're feeling low energy. Maybe you got low T. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just need vitamins. Maybe you just need a little peptide infusion. Maybe there's something else going on. Whatever it is, Victory will figure it out for you because they will do micronutrient testing right down to the cellular level of your blood and let you know exactly what's happening with all of the vitamins and nutrients in your body, and they'll get you on a plan that will make you feel good again, and they'll follow up with you. Like, quite frankly, I lifted both Riz and Moon's Jeep this morning because Victory's made me so strong. If I wanted to, I could go outside and lift this fog off of the city of St. Louis. I'm that strong that I could lift gas. You know how hard that is to do? I'm not going to do it because I respect weather, but I could because Victory Men's Health has got me in a place where I can. And there's 3 locations, and there's going to be a 4th coming soon. Right now, they're in Town and Country in both O'Fallon's, Illinois, and Missouri. Go to one of them. Schedule an appointment today, and if not, they have telehealth services. Check it out online at victorymenshealth.com. That's victorymenshealth.com.
How are you, everybody? Donnie Fandango, and I am very lucky, and I know I'm nervous because my hands are sweating like crazy. I got Pete and Sam from Chevelle. Gentlemen, welcome back. It's really great to see you.
Hey, it's good to be seen. Good to be here, Donnie.
Well, and it feels like there was a number of years where we were running into each other a couple of times a year, but now it's been, I would say, probably 3 years, and it feels like forever, but you're back with great new music, guys. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, it does feel like forever.
So let me ask you, the break between records was the longest of your career. I'm sure you're going to get this question 6 billion times and have already, but it was a long break. What was going on during that time? Was it just a record that took a little while longer to make?
Yeah. We were doing records almost every 2.5 years, roughly. Yeah. And I think I hit a wall and I just needed a little more time. I think I kind of like, you know, we don't learn very quickly. We learn by mistakes mostly. So we decided, hey, let's add another year. Well, that year turned into an extra year and you know, because of COVID and all that. So we wrote a ton of music. And then in 2019, we went back to the drawing board and wrote another 6 songs because
we did a long tour in 2019 too.
Yeah, we had
from writing.
A good opportunity that came up that we didn't want to pass up. And then so we kind of had a a collective thing where we came together and say, hey, I don't think half of these are good enough. So our producer pushed us and we came out. So anyway, I wrote Self-Destructor at the end of 2019 and a host of other songs. And we needed to record those in March of 2020. That was right when COVID was kind of hitting, right? I guess everybody has their own time frame of that. But for us, we were in LA and it was March 5th and it was really starting to crack down in LA. And we finished the album up and then skedaddled back home March 18th. So
Yeah.
then it turned in, we were like, okay, so when do we put the record out? Let's hold for a minute. And then we got into the summer and we were like, Sam and I are freaking out. We're like, let's just put it out. So we've been trying to put this album out since summer of 2020, but we had some disagreements. It's weird. It's a weird time. We didn't know what was right. So we held off, but then I had an epiphany. I woke up and I was like, one day I was like, Sam, dude, let's
money on your car and your home insurance. Allstate has some great rates, very competitive rates, and I want you to call my insurance agent, Tracy Bibb. We've been with the Bibb Agency for over 10 years now. We have all our policies through Tracy Bibb. We have the cars, we have the house, we have an umbrella policy, we have both our life insurance policies. Now, with Allstate and Tracy Bibb, you will get the personal attention from your agent. Most people have never even met or talked with their agent, which I think is sad. Tracy's going to work with you to make sure you have the right type of coverage for when something happens. Not if, but when. We're all, unfortunately, going to have something happen in our lifetime, which we're going to have to make a claim for, our car, our house. And when claims do arise, Tracy's going to make the claims process simple, easy, quick. So get a hold of Tracy Bibb for a non-committal quote. Let's just start with your car insurance. It's free and it's easy. 314-328-4260. That's 314-328-4260. It's no fib. You're in good hands with Tracy Bibb.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and Kevin from Candlebox joined. How are you, sir? Great to see you, man. Great to see you. So there is so much to talk about with you, and had the great fortune of being a chat with you a few weeks ago. But there's some things that I wanted to talk that we talked about then that I'd like to talk about again today. 25th anniversary of the Candlebox debut. Isn't that?
All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow1057thepoint.com. You can also send us instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app. We'll talk to Chris Kerber later. Later talk about some Blues hockey. Big win last night. We'll play Do It Bitch, the Lern version of the game.
Give me a good one.
Give away some fabulous prizes, including Point Fest tickets to go see Bush, some 41 tickets. We have tickets to go see Hardy. Is that a country artist?
I don't know.
Hardy?
I think so.
I believe so.
Yes, I think it's a duo, maybe. I don't even think it's a guy.
It's R&D?
Hardy.
Playing with Jelly Roll at some country festival I'm going to talk about and crap on.
Oh, so I guess I'm assuming. I know it's listen, they're playing the amphitheater.
I did like an EDM thing with
I think
somebody.
it's like bro country.
The best kind of country. Bro country.
Oh, yeah, no, never mind. It was a different guy.
Hardy. Yesterday, if you missed the big announcement, it's the return of Riz Show Live. That's right, a whole new uncensored cluster F of a show. Saturday night, March 2nd, over at the pageant. Yep, Saturday night, no excuses. Join us for a no-holds-barred night of fun with your fellow weirdos. Ton of your favorite segments brought to life on stage, right in front of you, plus some new things.
My mom was curious. She goes, "What is this? What are you doing?" And I go, "I don't know if I want you there. I don't know."
I don't know if I want her there.
I mean,
Jill, I would like to invite you as my personal guest.
You know what?
Yeah, I'll walk the red
it's not
carpet
that I
with
won't
Jill.
be. My mom and I are very similar, so it's not like she's offended. She listens every day.
If your mother's there, is there a chance you'll hold back a little bit?
No, God
okay.
no.
All right, then
No.
fine. Jill's
It's
invited.
no holds barred. No, I will be
because it
100%.
says no holds barred.
Yeah.
Your mom
I
doesn't
want
strike
full
me
Lern.
as, like uptight.
She doesn't clutch her pearls about anything that I do.
Nah.
She didn't when I was in high school. Not now. I'm an adult.
Did you say holds?
No
Or
holds.
holes?
No
No
holds.
holds.
No holds barred.
HOLD. Both. Oh God, no.
Okay, I'm just.
There are holes that are barred.
specify.
There are holes that are barred.
It is a wild show.
That are ready to be exposed.
Gotta
There are some holes that'll be sealed up that night.
enunciate that D, man.
You know, listen, when my mother comes to events every once in a while, I've disappointed her so much that nothing bothers her
Yes.
anymore. So
Once you get that disappointment out in high school, you're free.
right,
range.
you're free to do whatever you want.
Oh,
Yeah, it really is free.
What do you guys know about disappointment in high school, huh? Amateurs.
Hey.
Yeah,
have
well,
a baby.
You know what though? Your mom
Have
loves
a baby.
those babies.
Have a
that you
baby in a
had,
Baptist
so.
home. What do you idiots know about disappointing people?
Disappointing in other ways.
Oh, you guys think you know about disappointing your parents?
Let's see who can one up
Try
each other.
stand-up comedy.
Oh no, you're doing great.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's the most disappointing profession.
Oh,
you
what
could
is little Rafe doing now?
Well, Jackie, he's a stand-up.
He's in prison. No, Mom, I'm not in prison. Yes,
I'd
you are.
rather tell my friends that you're in prison than stand-up comedy. Tickets for Riz Show Live. I want to see you guys there Friday, January 26th. That's this Friday, 10 a.m. Got to be 21 and older. Presented by Yingling. So don't miss the Return to Riz Show Live, March 2nd, over the pageant. Tickets on sale Friday. And I'm saying this right now, Team Riz members, keep an eye on your email. That's it. Keep an eye on your email.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, today is January 24th. Back in the day, 52 years ago, 1972, farmers in Guam discovered a Japanese soldier who'd hid in the jungle for 28 years, had no idea World War II was over. Love that story.
I do too.
Love that story.
You love the story about the guy that was stuck out in the woods for 30 years?
I
Yeah,
love that for
nobody
him.
told him the war was over.
Can you imagine?
I mean, it's a hysterical premise for a Ben Stiller movie or something, but I mean, that's tragic. That's
wow.
pure tragedy.
For
This
him,
guy's
not
life
me.
was wasted.
Wow.
Ignorance is bliss, right? I mean,
happened to that
There's
guy?
all right.
I'm not
You
sure
got to
living in a
stand up.
jungle
Listen.
thinking a world war going on for decades is bliss.
Not the kind of ignorant bliss I want.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
It's an amusing story.
Well, it was a nice piece of woods. That
It's
he
like,
was
what's
in.
that? Yeah. What's the movie where they think the blast from the past or whatever?
Oh yeah, with
They go in the bunker and they
Alicia
think that the
Silverstone.
nuclear thing happened, and then they're like, all right, it's been 20 years.
I feel, is that a
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
You can go
it's a good movie.
topside. Then you find out nothing happened. You've just been living in a bunker your whole life. That would suck.
Well, this guy was in the jungles of Guam for 28 years, not knowing the war was over, hiding. Now he comes out. War is over. Did we win?
No.
No, but in the last 28 years, things have shaped up.
things
I
have-
think you're
things
going to be
have
all right.
changed,
You lost in a pretty crazy fashion.
Yeah.
What did they do anything for him? Did Japan at least be like for your loyalty to the land of the rising sun, we're going to put you up in a nice studio apartment?
Yeah.
Something?
An honorary
A
general.
nice studio apartment.
He better be.
Anything?
He better be a general in some fashion.
Or are they just like, sorry, man?
It'd be an interesting story to do a deep dive on.
We appreciate your commitment. See ya.
49. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Yeah, we gave him a medal.
Goodbye. We're going to need you to sign this as an official discharge. Goodbye.
49 years ago, 1975, Larry from the Three Stooges died of a stroke at the age of 72. 40 years ago, 1984, Steve Jobs unveiled the Macintosh personal computer to a group of Apple shareholders with a dramatic presentation that shocked the crowd when the Mac spoke for itself. 35 years ago, 1989, Ted Bundy fries in the electric chair. That same day, Skid Row puts out their self-titled debut record, Youth Gone Wild, 18 in Life, I Remember You. Great record.
Yeah, I might be mowing your lawn and jumping the gun here, but you gonna cover that story later about that dude at the unveiling at the conference, like a tech conference?
That is a Friday fail story.
Oh man, wait till you hear that
later
one,
in the
'cause
week.
that is
Well,
wild
stay
stuff.
tuned for that one.
Wild stuff.
That will probably be our first story of the week because of what happened. And you know what happens with the first Friday fail story of the week.
Oh,
Always a doozy.
Yeah. 29 years ago, 1995, live coverage of the O.J. Simpson trial begins. Daytime network soap operas preempted for almost 9 months. A lot of angry housewives out there. 18 years ago, 2006, Chris Penn, brother of Sean Penn, was found dead in a condo near the beach in Santa Monica, California. He was only 40. Death was ruled accidental. Suffered from an enlarged heart. 18 years ago, 2006, Disney buys Pixar for how much?
$1 billion.
$7.4 billion. Pixar already had like 6 major hits before the buyout. The Incredibles, Finding Nemo, Monsters, Inc., A Bug's Life, and the first 2 Toy Story movies. And that's what happened back in the day. And I believe, yes, that investment has paid off for Disney.
I think so.
You think?
$7.4 billion for Pixar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
that
back in
made
06?
Oh,
Oh my
yeah,
goodness,
you're right.
so much. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that long.
06, yeah. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest, brighthouseco.com, 636-600-0188. Ozzy shared one of the few times that he's been starstruck on the new Osbournes podcast. He said this. We have some audio of him talking about getting to meet Sir Paul McCartney.
Okay.
I'm a big Beatle fan. When I first met Paul McCartney, it was like meeting Jesus Christ for me. And he was a very nice man. When I got a Grammys last year, he phoned up with my producer to congratulate me. And that was very, very, very special.
I believe it was at the Stern Show, at the Howard Stern Show.
Oh, really?
When I was working there. One was going in, one was going out.
That is so cool. Have you ever been starstruck meeting anybody in this business?
Oh, yeah.
Who? Give me somebody. Like, who comes to
I
mind?
get starstruck all the time.
Really? Like, I told my Gavin Rossdale story last week, but Jimmy Fallon, got to meet him, and it was, like, the coolest. He was just so sweet and, like, exactly what I wanted him to be.
Were you at the show?
He hosted a comedy show in St. Louis at Stiefel, and David Backus was doing a meet and greet with his wife because Jimmy was doing some things with animal welfare. And a buddy of mine was like, hey, you want to come crash this meet and greet? And I was like, yes. So Tim and I got to go and meet him, and he was so spectacular.
There are too many times to even say. I mean, everybody from St. Louis zone, Andy Cohen. I got to, go in a wrestling ring with Batista.
That's cool.
I mean, there's so many. I get starstruck a lot.
I would say Garth for me, although it went away in a few seconds because he just made it so comfortable and it was such a fun conversation and it just went into like a natural sort of sense of things.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, of course. I mean, immediately I was like, oh my God.
Oh, for me, it never goes away. That's why I don't want to be around these people.
Right.
I'll be honest with you.
It is amazing. It's cool. Yeah, don't get jaded in that way. Like, I feel like that's one of the perks of this business is getting to interview all these special people. And it's like, I hope to never be jaded.
Garth
by
is my Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
For sure.
What about you, Rafe?
I love celebrities. That's why I never want to meet any of them.
Yeah, seriously.
That's a really funny take.
And I've had good experiences and I've had bad experiences. I mean, Maynard from Tool I was super starstruck. I don't want to be around that. I don't want to be around that.
I didn't get starstruck, but when we met Winona this year, that was like
so cool.
You know, you're meeting like an icon.
Yeah.
And that's like an interesting, but I
Like
don't
a
know.
dipping
I
sauce.
haven't. There are a few I think I would, but I haven't yet. I've met some. When I went to SNL, that was kind of crazy. That whole experience was kind of like I was starstruck by the entire thing of
By
just
the
like
place.
seeing the
Right.
whole thing, like the
Yeah.
institution
That'd
of
be
it.
crazy.
You know, like I met Lorne Michaels and a couple of the cast members because they come out in the hallway while you're waiting in line to go in to see the show. And that was kind of cool. But it was like, I think Willie would probably get me. Dolly would probably get me. There's a couple of folks, but like for the most part, I've had like human interactions, like you said, with people, and it's like.
But it is about places. I forgot about that. That SNL studio, or that's
wild.
because it's not just for
Studio
SNL.
8H.
When we played it, but not for SNL. Who did their show there?
Seth Meyers is in the other side.
No. This
Did
is
Kilborn do that?
no.
Daily Show?
No, who's the tall guy? TRL.
Alex Jones.
Carson
Carson
Daly.
Carson Daly. Yeah, we did the
yeah.
Carson Daly show, and he did it on the same
Oh, that's
studio.
cool.
It was us and the Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, and they were like the house band, and I didn't realize that it was the same studio until you're walking backstage, and the dressing room they have you in is next to all those guys, and it's got their
That's
names
sweet.
on it.
And,
And that's when you go, holy
be honest.
crud. Like, I mean, think about all the people that have been in these rooms. Writing and acting and doing their whole thing, like a place starts.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before I say something dumb or
Derek Jeter.
make a fool of myself. So I just rather not.
Okay.
I just rather have their impression of me be fine.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to put them out. Yeah.
Have you ever noticed? Do you ever do that thing though where you don't think like you might meet someone you really look up to and it's just pretty normal, but then you meet a person all of a sudden you do get starstruck? Because that happened.
Yeah.
With Harlan Williams. For some reason, like it hit me. I'm like,
When he was
this
here?
Harlan freaking Williams.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was one of the big ones, and
You mispronounced
actually Emo
Rafe,
Phillips
actually,
too.
on that.
Really? I love
It
that
kind of happened a little bit with Bob Saget when he was here, and
Yeah.
not because of Bob, because it was really comfortable. But when he was leaving, my family was here,
Oh, yeah.
that's
and
right.
seeing my family interact with him, that made me go, oh my gosh, like this is freaking cool.
Yeah, he asked if I wanted to go to lunch, and I said no.
What the hell? Missed opportunity. Hey, Barbie
Because
scored.
again, I don't.
You don't want to put them out. You're worried about your impression on them?
Well, who pays?
I'm also afraid of like. saying
Overstaying
something
your
stupid,
welcome or something.
And how do we end? Like in my head, it's like, how do we end this? Like we go to lunch and then what?
Right. You just go home. Well,
That's such a weird.
It's super weird.
It's a game of chess, man. You gotta think 3 moves ahead.
all right, let's talk about 3 moves ahead.
It's a Friday. I want to
So
take
you
a
just
nap.
flip the board over.
His first move
go
was,
home.
I don't want to play.
Yeah, his
don't
first
play.
move was flip the board and go home.
I would just rather not play.
Speaking of not play, Barbie scored 8 Oscar nominations yesterday, but there were 2 big snubs, and people are pissed. First of all, Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig, who's the director, are missing from the list. Fans are not happy. People are saying no nomination for Margot Robbie or Greta Gerwig for the Oscars, but Ryan Gosling gets one. Literally the whole point of the Barbie film. Yeah. And yes, Ryan Gosling did get a nomination for his role of Ken.
No, what he said. There's no Ken without Barbie.
And I'm going to read his statement. So Ryan Gosling said this. He goes, there is no Ken without Barbie. There is no Barbie movie without Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie, the 2 people most responsible for this history-making, globally celebrated film. No recognition would be possible for anyone on the film without their talent, grit, and genius. To say that I'm disappointed that they are not nominated in their respective categories would be an understatement. Against all odds, with nothing but a couple of soulless, scantily clad, and thankfully crotchless dolls, they made us laugh, they broke our hearts, they pushed the culture, and they made history.
I get it. You were in the movie. It made a lot of money.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay, Ryan and everybody else bitching
Yeah,
in
here we go.
Hollywood
Let's hear you.
about Margot Robbie not getting nominated
Let's
and
hear
Greta
this.
Gerwig not. Okay, fine. If you're so adamant about them being nominated,
Yeah.
and you're so pissed about it, tell me, Hollywood, who would you take off the list? Name names.
I don't know.
Who then would you take off?
Who's on it?
Yeah. You can't just be for everybody. If there's a limited amount, tell us.
Tell us who
what
you
your
wanna take
order
off.
is
Who's
now.
on it? I'll tell you who I'll take off.
Look at that. We're gonna post that.
Oh.
Like best actress, Annette Bening for Naiad, Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon, Sandra Huller from Anatomy of the Fall, Carey Mulligan from Maestro, Emma Stone from Poor Things. I'm sorry, but as far as those movies, Naiad and Anatomy of the Fall, I've never heard of those
You've
movies
never
before.
seen them.
That doesn't mean that
Fine,
they're
that
not
doesn't mean
worthy
they're
of being
bad.
there.
I'm not saying
Okay,
that. But
then Hollywood, you're so pissed. Who are you going to take off?
Annette
can't-
Bening, get her off there.
Get her out of there, right?
yeah.
So okay. Here's the difficulty I have. We have this argument about things that are being nominated just because they're huge and just because they're so commercially successful. But then when something that's hugely commercially successful and that's the cultural thing doesn't get on there, you want to knock somebody off that you haven't heard of. So.
Are
What
there
is
limits?
it? Is it about the art or is it about the money? And when it's about the art, you can't complain that it's not about the money. When it's about the money, you can't complain that it's not about the art. Just
Well, they're
let it roll.
they're putting Barbie on the list with Ryan Gosling's character, but I agree. I love the irony of this, that the whole
it's
movie
crazy.
about Barbie is about exactly what's happening, and
plot.
it's disgusting.
I've never seen the movie. Maybe I don't know. Was she good? I have no idea.
It was amazing. It was great.
Was she as good as those other 5 actresses that are nominated?
Yeah, for what it did.
You didn't see all the movies.
I didn't see all the movies, so I can't. I guess I can't say
So who are
anything.
you going to take off the list?
I'm taking Annette Bening off the list because Rafe said it. So and I love Annette Bening. Don't get me wrong. Kids Are All Right's one of my favorite movies of all time. But like,
Me too. She's had her day.
She's had her day. I just think it's BS that this movie did so well, and it wasn't just. Yes, the money was historic making. Yes, but the duality here is the cultural effect that it had. And again, like men like you won't watch it for whatever your reason is. I implore everybody, no matter what your gender, to watch it and have an opinion about it. If you hate it, that's fine. I'm not saying you gotta love it.
I loved it. It was fantastic.
But movies are supposed to move you, and they're also supposed to keep the industry going. That's exactly what Barbie did.
Okay, but you
and
know
they're
what, though?
completely snuffing Greta Gerwig.
But you know what though? When whoever is on the Academy,
Yeah,
right?
the board.
Whoever gets to vote, they're not going. Screw Margot Robbie. I'm voting for Ryan Gosling. It's the tally of
one is not supposed to affect the other. They're
it's the
supposed to go.
tally of the amount of votes they
I'm
get.
just saying.
I don't think Margot should be on there. I think Greta should be.
I'll give you that.
I'm split here
I'll
because
give you
I
that.
think
But
directing
even for
wise,
Gosling, to be honest, isn't that good for the movie?
It is good for the movie, Scott. But go watch the movie
Now,
and
they're saying
understand.
the irony is the
No, I
guy
know
gets
whole-
on and the
I know
girl
the
doesn't.
premise of everything.
I just think that, and yeah, Ryan Gosling did great, but was he better than anyone else in that movie? No. America Ferrera also got nominated, which I hate that we're kind of overlooking that for Best Supporting Actress.
So Ryan Gosling, tell me who you're going to take off the list. You're so butthurt. Tell me who you're taking off the list. Who doesn't deserve to be there, and your Margot deserves it.
For Best Actor?
For Best Actress.
So for Best Actress, I already told you.
No, I'm talking to Ryan Gosling.
Oh, I'm
'cause I know he
sorry.
listens every day.
And he was fantastic. And I'm not saying that he was better than Margot Robbie, but like, Ken is such a soulless thing. It's such a soulless idea. At least with Barbie, we have like somewhat of a concept to like grow on. There's like a base, and I'm not taking anything away from Margot.
It was supporting actor.
Right. It was a supporting actor sort of role. And honestly, I feel like he had almost as tough, if not a slightly tougher job. And this isn't a guy versus girl thing. I'm saying character versus character. Like, I think he had a higher mountain to climb, maybe, as far as that. Now, obviously, the pressure wasn't on him because she had to carry the movie.
She may win it. I mean, listen, she's a producer on Barbie, so she's going to be there. And
I don't know.
It's nominated for Best Picture. Probably not going to win because Oppenheimer. That's going to win everything.
Oh, wait. So was Downey Jr. Was he nominated for supporting?
Yeah.
Well, he's going to get it anyway. So like, well, this is a moot point.
Well,
right?
let me give you some more stats on what's happened. So Oscar's going to be hosted by Kimmel. It's going to air live on ABC on March 10th. Oppenheimer leads all nominees with 13, including Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor. It's followed by Poor Things with 11 nominations, Killers of the Flower Moon with 10, and Barbie with 8. Martin Scorsese picked up his record 10th Best Director nomination for Killers of the Flower Moon, and Lily Gladstone, which I am so happy to see her nominated, is the first Native American to be nominated for Best Actress. So there are going to be highlights of this show, and it's not all about Barbie. I'm not completely mad. I love the Oscars. I just think that it's so ironic, and it plays into everything that Barbie was and kind of confirms things even more for that movie.
I don't know. I like the snubs the best.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Bottle those tears.
I mean, there's
Hollywood.
still what's her name? This says America
Ferrera.
So
was for supporting.
Still
Yeah.
got
Absolutely.
It's weird. Like the Barbie phenomenon. Like it's Taylor Swift to me.
Yeah.
Is
yeah,
is it absolutely next level, incredible, awesome? Absolutely.
It's Marvel. And
but there's also this really weird hate and this really weird love that's. It's a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what I
it's
mean?
emotion.
If it was popularity, then all those Marvel movies would have won when those are very popular. So.
Yeah, but those don't have any cultural impact for like emotion.
It did.
Cultural impact.
Yes.
People love them because they're entertaining, right?
Snap.
The snap.
Everybody cried at the snap.
That's right.
I do agree that taking something that could have easily just been a throwaway movie, could have just been a fun, silly Super Mario Brothers type movie, and giving it some emotional depth and weight. And honestly, it was I think a lot of people missed the satire in the film, and it was really good. And it is very ironic that Ken would be the one that gets the nomination. The whole plot of the movie is around how the world's built around Ken. And he got the nod.
Next.
But I'm sure there are a lot of black actors and actresses who are like, oh, are you sad?
Right.
Are you sad, Margot Robbie, Greta
I'm not
Gerwig?
sad.
Are you sad you didn't get a nomination?
Hey.
Welcome to our world.
Let's clean the palette here. Let's talk WWE because I know you want to. I look at you got the
This is
WWE
stuff
on
that
your
matters.
face.
Also didn't
And this
get
is the stuff
nominated.
that matters,
This
guys.
is the stuff that matters.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has joined forces with the board of directors at TKO, the company that owns both WWE and UFC. He says, I'm very humbled to have a seat at the table that has decades of history and family legacy for me, a table that my family helped to build. Now, part of the deal is he's going to get $30 million in stock and full rights to his nickname, The Rock.
That's the deal
the big
here.
thing.
Now,
That's the deal.
WWE has a license to use for certain products for 10 years, and during that time, The Rock can't license it to any business that competes with TKO. But that's a good news for him.
He got his name back. That's the move here.
More WWE news dropped yesterday. Raw is moving to Netflix next year.
That is tremendous news.
So
Was USA?
I believe, yeah, USA.
It was on USA, yeah.
Since '93,
Yeah,
it's
that's
been on USA
huge
Network.
news.
Did you see the deal?
How much was it worth?
10 years, $5 billion.
There you go.
Not bad.
So way to go, Netflix. Some RIPs this week. I was really sad yesterday. I love CBS Sunday Morning, and I cut my teeth with Charles Osgood. He's like America's grandpa, 5-time Emmy Award-winning journalist who passed away at the age of 91.
I was a Charles Kuralt guy.
Yeah, let me some Kuralt.
Charles Kuralt, and then we had the Osgood.
Right.
And now we got Jane Pauley.
Yeah, Jane Pauley, who's excellent too. CBS reported that Osgood died Tuesday at his home in Saddle River, New Jersey, from dementia, his family said. He is also noted as his durable radio news segment, The Osgood File, that he hosted from 1971 to 2017. That's why he said, I'll see you on the radio after every broadcast.
Yeah, I didn't love that he wore a bow tie, though.
Yeah, I just had to deal with that. Also, Frank Farian, the man who unleashed Milli Vanilli on the world, has passed away. I have some Milli Vanilli for our audience if you want to just play a little bit of this.
Oh, dude. Milli Vanilli. Sure.
Admitted to the lip sync scandal, which led the group to giving up its Best New Artist Grammy in 1990. And before that, Farian founded the pop group Boney M. So
You want to talk
R.I.P.
about somebody getting robbed. That's bullcrap, dude.
Well, I got to do, I think,
Blame It on the Rain.
Blame It on the Rain.
Oh,
That was
get your
that was
stuff,
the quintessential hit.
Better than Girl, You Know It's True.
100%.
You know, if
better.
Weird Al is parodying it, it's
100%
it's a hit.
Kind of the same song though if you listen to it.
It is the same song.
Girl, it's true. Blame it on the rain.
Yeah, but this one has
Girl,
a
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
it's true.
Here we go.
You got to blame it on something. Woo!
1989.
What a year.
What a year.
Why'd you do that, brother? Selfish.
All right, moving on.
No.
Now half of your rock bands aren't even playing their own instruments, but Milli Vanilli was a villain.
Just a hook.
There's a hook.
You let go.
What are we blaming it on?
You know what? I have an idea.
You do. Don't put the blame on you.
Oh, man. Love it.
Yeah.
Give them their Grammy back. I say give them their Grammy back.
I think they should get it back.
Postmortem Grammy return.
Squid Game is coming back for a second season of the popular Korean drama series. It will debut on Netflix sometime this year. So you can get yourself ready for that. I love the Squid Game. We've talked about it on the show. The reality show.
Yeah,
Loved
I thought
it.
It was good.
Good trash.
Garbage ending, though.
Garbage ending.
Didn't love the ending. You watched it all out, right?
What?
Squid Game, the game show?
Yeah. I thought the ending was...
It was caca.
It was what it was going to be.
It was caca.
I mean, listen, it's a reality show.
With all
to a
those
degree.
elaborate games they played during the run of that show, and that's how they ended
Yeah,
up
but
with that game?
That's one of those that's one of those shows where I found myself fast forwarding 15 minutes per episode anyway. So it was, I was kind of used to just going, let's
Show
get
me the
this-
games.
Yeah, let me see what I
but
got. Let me see what I
I
got.
got through one episode and couldn't do it. It was so stupid.
But to end it with the...
I didn't watch it.
With the what? With the rock paper scissors?
I don't want to give it away.
Well,
But fine.
we're not giving away anything except for the game.
The ending
You
was
can't-
them playing rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, you
okay,
can't do
honestly.
this.
All these elaborate games they came up with the bridge and all that stuff.
I don't know.
Rock, paper, scissors for the win.
There's some art
Get
of
out
it
of here.
because I mean because isn't Squid
The guy
Game
in
like
the triangle mask was like, guess which hand?
I mean in the TV show Squid Game was the final game and it was like a kids game, right? Like an old school kids game. And what do you think? I mean the audience is us. And what's like the oldest first game you played as a kid? I don't know. I thought there was some sort of parallel there with rock paper scissors.
I didn't like it.
Play doctor.
I didn't like it.
All right, guys. There's a list out there of the most famous Johns in Hollywood.
As in guys on lists for prostitutes?
Not prostitutes, no.
I thought that was a good list.
But I'm here to say, before we get into this, John Hamm, John Candy, John Belushi, and John Williams not on the list.
John Candy's not on there?
Honorable mention.
That's
And
mean.
a couple of these Johns are directors. So
John
keep
Hughes.
that in mind. So let's start. So John Hughes. Yes, John Hughes is number 7 of the most famous Johns in Hollywood.
John Travolta.
John Travolta,
Wow,
number 3. Very
good
good Riz.
John Landis.
John Landis, not on the list.
John Stamos.
Not on the list.
John
John Jacob
Jovi.
Schmidt.
No, not on the list.
John Bon Jovi.
John Lithgow.
Oh.
John Lithgow, not on the list. Missing some real prime ones here, guys.
Okay, wait.
Quintessential Johns.
Quintessential Johns.
John Wayne.
John Wayne is the
John
number
Wayne.
one John of
he
all
is,
time.
yeah.
Well done,
According
Scott.
to
Thank
this
you. Thank you.
10 points for Scott.
Thank you.
Marion.
John.
Jacob.
No, I already said that.
Dang it. Sorry.
I
already said that joke.
I'm sorry. I have it muted.
John Peters.
No.
Director, producer.
John Winters.
John Smith.
No.
John Waters.
Yeah, Waters.
No,
Winters.
Wish, but no.
Dang, this is why is it so tough? I
You guys
can
are
name
missing
Toms in Hollywood
huge
for
Huge ones?
Huge ones, yeah. Like that we know.
Actors.
Actors. Comedians. Famous.
John Stewart.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. John Cleese.
John Cleese, number 4. Point for
Whoa.
Moon.
Yeah.
Number
Good
4.
one.
That's
just
high on the
intense.
I'm
list.
embarrassed I didn't get that one.
That one's an obvious one.
Famous Johns of Hollywood.
John Hughes was 3. John Cleese was 4. John Wayne was 1. We're missing 2.
Hey, you know we had John Cleese lined up for a mystery guest.
Oh, you
He wouldn't
did?
do
Yeah.
it.
Oh, bummer.
Jonathan Depp.
Yes,
Jonathan
number 2.
Depp, yes.
Jonathan Depp is number
Depp.
2.
If we would have had John Cleese on as a
Jonathan Taylor
mystery,
Thomas.
if we would have had John Cleese on as a mystery guest, would you guys have gotten it?
With his voice, yeah.
If he didn't hide it, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Because he
Eventually.
was. I mean, it was on the books.
Rafe, Tim and I went to go see him. He was
And
at the factory. It was excellent.
he doesn't want to do it. Okay.
That sucks.
Dang, man.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
No, but needs to be on the list.
3 first names.
John Jones.
John Malkovich.
John Malkovich,
John
number
Malkovich.
5.
Yes,
here.
all right.
Very good. Very
Benton
good.
Zone.
I'm going to give you the last
Pride of
ones
Benton.
because people are annoyed probably. John Goodman came in
John
at number
Goodman.
6.
John.
I thought you said he
Oh,
was on
You said he
Mention
wasn't
it.
on the list.
No, I said John Hamm.
I thought you said
I heard John Goodman,
you said
too.
I heard
I
Goodman,
didn't
too.
say Goodman.
John Favreau.
Run it back.
Favreau.
No.
John Bon Jovi.
No. John
Holmes.
John Carpenter. No.
John Wick.
John Carpenter came in at number
John F.
8.
Kennedy.
How does and you said
Yeah,
John
John
Williams?
F. Kennedy's not on this list?
No.
John Lake was on there.
Hollywood.
You said John Williams is not on this?
No.
That's the weirdest.
Number 9.
Little John.
Or I'm sorry, number 8, John Carpenter.
Great.
Johnny Carson.
Number 9,
Oh, duh.
John Cusack.
John Cusack.
And number 10,
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly. Very good list.
Nice.
And that
What?
is your crap on celebrities. What a
How could
terrible
Johnny
list.
Carson not be on that list?
Yeah, I don't know. That's
know.
crazy.
That's weird. Celebrities celebrating a birthday today. Misha Barton is 38.
the
David
OC?
Diggs, yes, from the OC, is 42. That's Lafayette and Jefferson and Hamilton. Tatiana Ali is 45. Kristen Schaal, formerly from The Daily Show. She's also in Last Man on Earth and Bob's Burgers.
And What We Do in the Shadows. She's amazing in that.
Yes, is 46. Ed Helms is 50. Matthew Lillard, Shaggy in the Scooby-Doo movies. And, of course, he's in the original Scream. He's 54. Mary Lou Retton is 56. Yakov Smirnoff. What a country.
Man.
How old do you think he is?
He's got to be in his 70s now. So they closed the Yakov Smirnoff Theater in Branson, right?
I thought it was still there.
I think it's still there,
I think
but
it's still
he's
there,
not
but
performing
it's someone else doing
like
it.
he used to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think it's rented out.
Give me some sound because the next
76, I bet.
the next birthday boy, I can't hear his name or even think of anything about him without thinking of this.
Okay, go ahead.
You know this place only cost me $100?
Oh,
That's
yes.
a better deal than that Aaron Neville
Yes.
megaphone I bought. Okay, I want to thank you guys for making me activity director for the day. Okay, first of all, can everybody... What the hell? What the hell's wrong with this thing? Okay, we're about to start the show.
Aaron Neville.
I love it.
Aaron Neville is, well, how old do you think Aaron Neville is?
That dude's got a cross tattooed on his face, by the way.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a liver spot or something.
Way.
Oh,
No,
wow.
that's a
think
different thing.
You talking about up here?
Those are two separate things. He has like a mole, and then he also has a cross.
Tattooed on his face.
I have no idea. Aaron Neville is
right.
yeah. He's,
Don't know much.
well, how old is he?
78.
Aaron Neville is 83.
83. Wow.
I've been waiting all morning to do that. Neil Diamond is 83
Oh,
as
the
well.
Jewish Elvis.
Oh, Neil.
Neil Diamond's 83.
83, yes.
I just watched Saving Silverman the other day. I love that movie, and I love that they have a Neil Diamond cover band.
Diamond's in the rough.
What's your favorite Neil Diamond song?
Crackling Rose, Mick Miss Smile.
It's tight. It's tight. I'm a Brother Loves Traveling Salvation Show man. I actually think that's his best song. It's a B-side, but it's good.
You Don't Bring
that
Me
one up.
Flowers.
Oh, with Barbara Streisand?
Yeah, Ray Stevens, by the way, had a huge hit in 1974
Hey,
with The Streak.
Branson's.
More recently, you'd remember his 2015 song, Taylor Swift is Stalking Me.
That's Branson's Elvis.
Ray Stevens. Ray Stevens is 85 years old.
Hey, dude, The Day the Squirrel Went Berserk is still...
Yep, it holds up.
Holds up.
That's a song?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's
You
a
ever heard
great
Ray
video,
Stevens?
too.
No.
The day the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church. It's still
great, man.
It's a banger. They used to have Ray Stevens' greatest hits you could buy.
Every gas
on
station.
delivery.
It was at every truck stop, every gas station.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
This video was so good, man.
Fast forward, Moon. No idea what this is.
This is something that I can hear in King Scott's head when he's walking on the sidewalk.
This programmed me as a child, yes.
When I catch King Scott not paying attention, I assume this is going on repeat.
It's 100%.
What the heck? It's sneaked. In this video, he's got a kid grabbing a squirrel. That's a dangerous idea.
It's a trained squirrel.
You guys know this song?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Ray Stevens is from Missouri?
No.
I
Is
think
he?
he's just a Branson performer.
No.
Yeah, I think he's probably New York.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
this
just kidding.
seems very
I'm
Don't
just
claim Ray
kidding.
I
Stevens.
think he's from Paris.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Jackie Ash. And today's birthday girl has been in 98 fine films, including 50 to 1. I don't like those odds. Cracker Jacker, Girly Thoughts 2, A Good Source of Iron 5, Knee Pad Nymphos 9, Knocked Out Beauties 9, Scott's favorite, Swallow the Leader.
What a game.
It's really cool. It's a powerful movie.
Man, we've been listening to these titles for years and years and years. Only a few break us up. I haven't heard that.
That one is nice work. Thanks.
Oh, man.
A movie called White Thunder, Your Ass Is Mine 2, and Who Can Forget a Role in 2005's Top Notch Bitches 4. Thank you. Jackie Ash is 38 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities.
Those are those upper echelon, top-notch.
Top-notch bitches. All right, we got to take a break. After the break, we'll come back. Let's give away some stuff. We've got Point Fest tickets. Point Fest happening on May 18th at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. Tickets on sale now. We got tickets to go see Bush with Jerry Cantrell and Candlebox, August 10th at the St. Louis Music Park. We got tickets to go see Sum 41 with the Interrupters, April 24th over at the Factory. And we got tickets to go see Hardy over at the Amphitheater on May 31st. After the break, we're playing Do It, Bitch. Lern's version.
Oh, yeah.
Moon, if you would, the Great Wheel.
The Great Wheel is ready
Great
to
Wheel.
spin.
All right, so
Index, middle. Who?
we need to change out the Great Wheel.
I forgot our last Great Wheel was to see which finger we would cut off. We do a lot of weird stuff on this show.
We do. All right, so we're all on the wheel. Moon's spinning to see the teams. All right, so it's
It's going to be Riz.
it's me. Who's going to be my teammate?
Let's see.
Who's going to be my teammate? Remember, Lern's running the show today.
It's going to be the R&R Express.
All right, Riz and Rafe. Riz and Rafe versus Moon and King Scott.
Yeah.
So let's get a couple people on the phone.
Okay, I'll
Four
call
people.
I'll give him a call.
314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Is it going to be Team Riz and Rafe, or is it going to be Team Moon and King Scott? Each team's going to have a gambler and guesser. The guesser will leave the room. Lern will give the gamblers a category. The gamblers will go back and forth betting on how many things their teammate will get in that category within 10 seconds. If the gambler thinks the other team has overplayed their hand, they'll say, do it, bitch. Bring the guessers back in. See if the guesser can make good on the gamble. We'll play best of 5. Losing team gets the airsoft gun.
Yes.
Oh, and I'm wearing very thin pants.
Yeah,
This is a bummer.
Yes, Thin Pants Wednesday.
Of course.
314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Do it, bitch, next.
Bitch.
Well, that works.
Oh, yeah. All right, that button is up and running.
The
Good to go with the button.
The batteries are fresh.
8:02 Wednesday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. It's time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We have severe delays, 270 westbound between 70 and looks like all the way down to 40. So between 70 and 40, it's a mess. Average is about 20 miles an hour. We also have some flow issues, 64 eastbound between Limburg and Bellevue. Average speed, 20 miles an hour. Your point forecast, wet and foggy today. Go slow. High of 53. Right now it's 42 at the Point Studio.
It's 105.7 The Point. Donnie Fandango backstage, way back Point Fest. Goldfinger, and we got everybody. How you guys doing?
Band.
It's great to have
Woo! Thanks for having us.
Well, and welcome back to St. Louis. I know specifically people were absolutely stoked to see you guys and have you guys back here. And, our buddy Moon is waving that Goldfinger flag when you guys aren't here, man.
Moon rules.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've known Moon way before Moon.
Thanks, buddy.
He's a really good man and an incredible musician, and it's an honor to have him in the band with us. Really, really incredible.
Thanks, and I say this.
You're on your way to a job you don't like for some reason. You don't like what you're doing. You don't like who you're working for or with. You want to do something different. Well, Centric is an accelerated training program that prepares you for a new IT career in as little as 4 months. Not 4 years, 4 months. Hands-on training, certified instructors, real-world situations. Centric trains people from all backgrounds with little to no IT experiences. Now, cybersecurity is one of the most in-demand technology jobs today. 1,500 companies have hired Centric grads. Their cutting-edge curriculum is always updated to make sure you're trained on all of today's technologies. You'll learn to work with stuff that you'll see and use on your first day of the job. New programs starting all the time. Centric is with you every single step of the way. So change your life. You can do it in 4 months. And no excuses. Centric now has a flex program that's designed to get you into a cybersecurity career on your schedule and at a pace you set. Centric.com/Riz, CENTRIQ.com/Riz.
All right, so I actually made up a word this morning, and I'm so happy about this. Now, the last year and a half of all of our lives, the word synergy has been like kind of a gigantic joke. Like, there's all this stuff happening all over. You're just trying to make it work for the day.
Yeah.
But it seems like, Amy Lee, frontwoman of Evanescence, that you have a very synergistic year ahead of you. The album is out now. The single doing great. The big tour with Hailstorm later this year. This feels like synergy to me, and I bet you for you, it's finally like, great, we're finally here.
Yeah, it feels really good. Part of last year and this time, something that's felt really good is just to keep going, just to go harder. Don't let it stop us. Don't let anything hold me down. Like just this feeling of, I can't waste a minute. I don't want to waste a day. We don't know if we have tomorrow. So it is time to just do what we were born to do. So kind of taking that attitude after the initial sort of like, frustration and heartbreak and just frustration. I want to say that word a lot because a lot of it was that, but also just anxiety and fear about everything. You know how this time has been. I don't have to describe it. But it's felt really good to sort of take control of the things that we can control, make great music, give something to our fans and have something to look forward to and be excited about.
Now, can you kind of talk about how early on or what part of the process of recording the record were you when the pandemic hit and you guys had to split up?
Yeah, we went into this different regardless of anything. We didn't know about the pandemic or anything yet. We went in the studio January of 2020 just to do a couple of songs with Nick Raskulinix, our producer. Just sort of see how it goes, we knew we had a few songs, but we knew we had a lot more music to write before we're going to be really ready to go in and record a full album. But like, as time goes by, like, I know how daunting and soul consuming in a good way, but also in a way it is to make an album. So we were just kind of being adults and going like, hey, why do we have to do this all once the way we've always done it and lay all the drums first and know exactly what's going to happen? Why don't we just take a more free approach and be experimental about this and go in and do a few whole songs and then come back after the tour? So we were lucky that we
Call
started-
Universal Windows Direct today, and they'll upgrade your new windows to triple pane glass for free. That's 3 layers of glass between you and the cold and fog outside. And what that means to you is extra protection from the elements, consistent temp in your home, increased energy efficiency, reduced heating costs in the winter, and air conditioning costs in the summer. And with triple pane windows, you're going to notice that your home is quieter and more comfortable. And look, you even save money on a tax credit. What else do you need, okay? Schedule your free in-home estimate today, and for every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free, plus an upgrade to triple pane glass. Is that not enough for you? You get it off your taxes, you get 2 free windows. Well, guess what? I'll sweeten the pot. Tell them I told you to call, and you get an additional $250 off of your project. If you're waiting now, that's on you, okay? For the last windows you'll ever need, go to universalwindowsdirect.com right now, universalwindowsdirect.com. I love my windows.
All right, we're here at the Burton House in Eureka, and I've been talking on the air about how they want to get rid of this almost 100-foot tree, 110-foot tree, something like that. My tree guy, Tom, who's almost 77, is cutting this sucker down with our buddy Ryan. And I got my friend Brad over here helping out. So we're hoping it falls that way, and not that way, or that way, or that way. And I asked him, is it going to go that way? And his wisdom was, that's the plan. So we'll see.
We are backstage with The Urge, and we just learned a very valuable lesson. That when the microphone says mute, that means that they can't hear Steve.
It's mute.
And
It is not working.
That is not working.
It ain't happening.
Boy, oh boy. So we found out so far that I'm sweaty, the microphones don't work. We are off to a bang upstart here, gentlemen. A bang upstart.
Get that out of the way now.
Well, I very much appreciate you guys chatting, and Bill, especially you, man. You're what did you do to the back?
Oh, Doc says I have a herniated disc. I don't know. That's
Big deal.
Oh yeah.
Out there and play.
It's gotta be. Do you remember?
Trick his way
Yeah. Do you remember 16
Lindy's and
Candles?
stuff.
Yes.
Like Joan Cusack in 16 Candles. This is gonna be kind of my stage move today.
Nice. The doctor told him book some more Urge shows, and then then we'll look at it.
It might be a slightly less energetic than usual. But
You know,
I don't
one
believe
thing.
Come to
that
Jesus
I've-
moments these past couple of years and really wanted to make some drastic changes in our life. And one of the biggest changes is we started banking, our financial institution, at Together Credit Union. That helped us really get the ball rolling on making sure that our financial health and our financial IQ was a focal point, not just for us and our finances, but really so we could be better prepared to help our children be prepared for the world. And just a financial literacy, if you will, something that we didn't have when we were younger, that we really want to make sure that we are prepared to teach with our children. And Together Credit Union has come in, 100-fold for us. And has been a huge part of us really getting it together these last couple of years, not only with all that they can offer their members, but their financial literacy programs and modules and the way that they're really helping youth and then, of course, parents of youth get things together. Earn and Learn savings account. I mean, all the options that they have for auto loans, home loans, refinancing, and all that kind of stuff. And, of course, safe investment options as well. They have amazing certificates of deposits. 2 very special CD rate options going on right now. They got an 11-month and a 19-month. You got to check them out. Together Credit Union. You can become a member today. Anybody can become a member today. Get that ball rolling. Change your life and start it with Together Credit Union. They have 15 area locations. Walk in any of them today and tell them what you need. Ask them how to become a member. Get all the information online at togethercu.org.
Hey, Riz, whenever it is.
So next Tuesday is Riz Show night at the Blues. Blues and Blue Jackets over at Enterprise, and we're taking over all the in-game stuff. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Plus, we got that sweet theme shirt that comes with your ticket. And a portion of the proceeds go to Operation Food Search. So there are some tickets left. Get them while you can. Go to 1057thepoint.com. Just click on the Riz Show night little tab there. And get all the info there. That'll be fun. Looking forward to hanging with you guys that day. Man. Wear an Apple Watch that tracks your steps.
Oh, yeah. We're going to walk around everywhere?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not even walking.
It's not
running.
a lot of walking. It's power walking or running.
It's going to be fun.
Get here. Get to this section in 18 seconds.
Where's your handler?
You know, now they do a lot of the stuff at that one section.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now it's a lot easier.
That made
now
it
it's a lot easier.
Those first couple of years were crazy. I'd be up in section
300.
900.
And remember, Jeff had to be in the very, very top.
There was one point where I was on the 5th level, a level I didn't know existed in this building, and then they said you need to be on the ice in a bubble in 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, but I don't even know where the elevators are. Like,
So we
where
should
do
be
they
getting
leave
our
the bubbles?
assignments later this week.
Cool.
Rafe, you volunteered to park cars?
Yeah,
Rafe,
buddy.
yeah. All right, King Scott, you're gonna do the find the puck. Learn. You're gonna interview the kid on the ice. Rafe, parking cars. Good. Not a problem.
Get me out there.
Lucky duck.
Rafe out in the parking garage, parking cars. All right, good.
Hey,
Not
still
a problem.
fun.
Hey, it'll be the fewest break-ins at a Blues game in a long time.
Wow.
If
There
I'm
we go.
out there running security tight.
Don't sell it too good. They'll actually do it.
All right, let's give away some stuff. All right, we've got Point Fest tickets. We have Bush tickets. We got Sum 41 tickets, and we have Hardy tickets. And we're playing Do It, Bitch. Learn edition. Sponsored by
Flynn Landscaping, specializing in lawn, landscape, irrigation, arbor. Now hiring. Call 314-243-6784.
All right, Learn, you want to come over here and
I do.
run the show? All right, we're switching spots. Okay. The old crossover, huh?
The old crossover, Riz.
All right.
All
Yeah,
right, here we go.
mustache again.
Lock
I
it
know.
up, Scott.
Big
You and
Terry
me,
is
buddy.
not hosting. Big Lern is. Hi. All right, so we have our teams. We have the R&R Express, which is Rafe and Riz, and we have the Cousin Brothers, which is Moon and King Scott.
Yeah,
The champs.
Moon and King Scott, do you want to guess or gamble? How do you want to do that? King Scott, do you want to be the
Well, I
guesser?
think-
Whoa,
I think I
he
have
has
to-
to
I
pick
have to do
first
it
because
first.
he was spun first.
Oh, okay. I guess you're hosting. Here, go.
Rafe, my teammate,
Yes?
I think I will gamble first.
All right, I'm out. Fair enough.
Yeah. I'm going to gamble first. Rafe will be
Zagessa?
All right.
the guesser.
Zagessa.
And King and Moon, who is going to be gambling and
King
who's going to be
Scott
guessing?
was spun next, so go ahead.
I'll do that. Love Kenny Rogers, so I'll gamble.
Oh, he's a gambler.
All right.
Scott and I are gambling.
He's a gambler.
All right.
And Moon and Rafe are guessing first.
Guessers, go out
out.
in the hallway, please. Thank
Fine.
you. Let's make sure this works.
That
so-
works.
We will.
Thank you. I just want to make sure.
Brother. All right,
Hell
Rafe.
yeah, brother.
Good luck, buddy.
All right. They are getting the hell out of here. Here we go.
Our first category.
First category, round one. The door is closed. All right. How many luxury clothing brands can I go with King, right? King starts. Do you think that Moon can guess in 10 seconds? Luxury clothing brands. Calvin Klein,
So that's
Armani,
considered
D&G.
luxury, Calvin is?
Yes.
Okay.
Dior, Versace, Prada, Balenciaga.
Okay.
How many?
He
is
could do
it?
6.
He can do 6.
6.
All right. How many can Rafe do?
Do it, bitch.
Do it, bitch. Let's get them back in here. All right. 6 and 10.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
6. Oh, man. Quick, huh?
Somebody. I'm going to assume.
We didn't even get a conversation in the air out there.
I'm going to assume that somebody has a lot of confidence in somebody, or somebody has zero confidence.
Speaking
in
of
the other
confidence, why don't you two switch? Because you're up.
You're up, Moon.
Yeah, you are up.
I'm
So
up.
Wow.
Riz will take
Let me
complete
get
control
timer
of the
up
timer.
just to make sure that Scott Rizzuto doesn't fumble it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fumble anything.
Hey, listen, I never know, man.
So while
That's a nice one.
by the way, the number is 6. So just get that in your brain. 6
Cool.
is the number.
And the number is...
In 10 seconds. Moon, you're up.
Oh, wait. Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Look at that. He's got the thinking cap on.
Rafe and I were just talking about how like
Moon, I lost the mouse. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
But this
It
is
fell on the
this
ground.
is a
I got
day,
it.
I heard it hit.
Just we're not feeling our sharpest. But woo, I'm ready. Let's do this. Six,
Yeah.
in 10 seconds.
It's gonna work.
Tell me
He's literally
six.
like, this is a Monday, Tuesday game.
What?
Tell me 6 luxury brands, clothing brands in 10 seconds. Go.
Dolce & Gabbana, Banana Republic, Ferragamo, Calvin Klein. It didn't help that she bobbled the words.
I know.
I heard luxury
brand.
brands.
I had to stipulate clothing brands. You actually got a little bit
You
more
said
time.
luxury brands, and I was
You got more time.
and I was ready for an answer. I said I had Cadillac in my head.
You actually had more
I don't know,
time.
man. That was a balk.
Black Jack.
Take your base. Take your base.
Uh-oh.
That is a
balk?
point for the R&R Express.
We need a judge.
I was even willing to give you Dolce and Gabbana.
That was a balk.
Let's go ahead.
Or is my
You want
favorite is
extra
Dolce and
time.
Gabbana.
Whatever you say, man.
Oh, Banana Republic is not a
it's gonna
luxury
be this
brand.
I was going to make that argument if he got there.
All right.
That Banana Republic wasn't a luxury brand.
Well, if
but
Calvin Klein
All right.
is.
It is to
Riz
me.
and King, get out in the hallway, please.
It's all
Banana
luxury
Republic
to me.
is, yeah, to me it is.
Everything past Hanes is luxury to me.
This is a Banana Republic. You're right. All right. Those gentlemen are going out in the hallway. Moon and Rafe,
Yes.
round 2.
Okay.
This is kind of an easy one, but it's interesting because we're going for quantity here. Okay. We obviously know all the states of our gorgeous nation, but how many states do you think that Riz can guess in 10 seconds, that he can rattle off in 10 seconds? How many states do you
I'm
think
first?
he could do? Yeah, you're first. Like definitely 10, but can you do 12 in like 10 seconds?
Try to up my bet. It seems like 10 would be a dunk, but that timer gets in people's heads.
It does.
Because he's going to say Illinois, Missouri. He's going to say Illinois, Missouri, New York, and then he's going to start searching his brain.
It's true.
I will say 8.
8 and 10. What about King Scott? I mean, he knows the states. He do 9 in 10 seconds?
Yeah, you could do 9.
Can Riz do 10 in 10 seconds?
Yeah, he can do 10.
All right. 10
Yeah,
in 10
that's a
seconds.
do it, bitch.
Do it, bitch. All right. Let's see about this.
He's going to kill me if he doesn't get it.
All right. They're coming back in from the
Excuse
hallway.
me,
They've had a
Scots.
lot of conversations.
Scots. Putting in the Scots.
Scott
The
v. Scott.
Scots have entered the building.
Well,
That didn't take a while.
All right.
wasn't that long.
Oh, no.
Go ahead and say that was pretty.
I'm just here to tell you
aberrant.
guys that the number is 10,
Oh,
And
dear
10
God.
is the number.
and you're up.
Don't panic.
me?
Don't panic, dude. Don't
Riz,
panic.
you're up.
Thank God.
Here we go.
10.
Here we go.
I need you to tell me 10 states in 10 seconds.
New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Arkansas, Oklahoma, California, Virginia, West Virginia, Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, New Mexico, Texas. Nice.
You got it.
Very good. Got it. Another point for the R&R
Nice.
Express. Gentlemen, go out in the hallway.
Trains are coming.
Doggone it.
Woo! The sweep. Let's get the sweep.
It's about
I'll
quantity.
be honest with you, I panicked for a second. I panicked.
I would have gone alphabetical.
He's going to want to kill me. Get it.
You did a good job.
That was a good one.
All right. Round 1 and
Wow,
round
that was
2,
good.
R&R Express. 2
Oh,
points.
yeah, that's easy. Just go down.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
pick
it's
one
easy.
coast. One coast.
Yeah.
We're going to stay with the United States and those guys out
Geography.
there. Geography. How many, and Scott, well, I'm going to come to you. How many cities in California do you think Moon can rattle off in 10 seconds? He's been to California a lot.
Yeah, he's been to a
You know?
ton of those towns. He's covered
Prominent
that area.
cities.
Cities in California.
You know,
Ooh.
San
Oh,
Francisco,
wow.
LA.
I'm going to say, I mean, he could easily do 15, but I'm going to go with 4.
4. Okay, 4 out of 10. All right, cool. What about Rafe? He's been to
5.
California. 5. Okay, 5 for Rafe. What about Moon? Do you think he could do 6 in 10 seconds? He's been there a lot.
Yeah.
You know, he's probably stayed in 6 different
I'm going to
places.
say he can do 6.
6 and 10. Okay. What about Rafe? Do you think that he could do 7 in 10 seconds?
See, I would be terrible at this.
And does this count if it's,
You can't say Orange County.
or can you say North Hollywood, Santa Monica, and all that? Does that count?
Yeah, I'll count it.
Really?
Yeah, we'll be loose on this
Oh,
one.
no.
North Hollywood? Is North Hollywood a city? Does it have
Ooh,
its
that's
own,
a good
probably
question.
Does it have its own zip code?
I think it's still part of Los Angeles. So.
All right, so we're going to be loose. We're going to be loose.
We'll have to say Los Angeles.
And just for fun, we're going to be loose.
Oh, we're going to be loose?
Because they're going to think we're being really stern in here.
All right, Rafe could do 7.
Rafe can do 7 and 10.
Man, I know Moon could easily do more than that, but I'm going to say do it.
Do it,
Okay.
bitch. All right, so
Do
7
it,
and 10
bitch.
is the
for the win.
number.
Gosh,
This is
Here
for the
we
win.
go.
Why
This
did-
is for the win. Possibly. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Round 3.
Round
Here
3
we come.
for the
Here we
win,
come.
guys. For
Round
Team
3.
R&R, the win.
I'm here to tell you the number is 7. And Rafe, you are up.
Okay.
All right.
Rafe, relax.
I am relaxed.
Take a deep
man.
breath.
Relax.
It's wild, man.
Yours to lose.
Rafe Dean Williams, I need you to tell me 7 cities in California in 10 seconds.
Sacramento, Fresno, Los Angeles, San Diego, Carlsbad. What's a sixth city? Bitch.
Carlsbad, that's amazing.
Woo! Point for King and Moon.
Oh, you were on
What's
it.
another one?
Did you say San Fran yet, or Ventura, or
Bakersfield, Culver
San
City?
Mateo. I would say St. Louis baseball.
I started
we were gonna be
thinking
loose.
those.
We were gonna be
Honestly,
loose.
I started.
Yeah.
You were.
Yeah, we were going to be loose, like North Hollywood, South Hollywood.
That's what I was freaking out about. I'm like, LA encompasses so much of it that I started trying to get away from LA.
Pasadena,
Long Beach,
Sacramento. Good stuff. All right.
Newport.
Riz and King Scott, go out in the hallway, please.
I wish you'd have
4.
told me that we were going to be lenient before. I guess.
No. You don't get no leniency notes.
All right, guys, good luck. Have fun gambling.
All right, here we go. Round 4. The current scores: the R&R Express have 2. King Scott, Cousin Brothers with Moon, 1 point. Round 4. All right, we're going over to we're going to Rafe this time. How many household cleaning brands do you think Riz can list in 10 seconds? So brands like Swiffer, Clorox, Lysol, Pledge, Tide. I'll even take.
Etc.
Yeah.
That's tough because that's immediately they're gonna ask the same question I just asked. Like, what do you mean by cleaning brand? So I have to go a little lower because I think there's gonna be some freeze factor.
Freeze facts.
I'm gonna say 6.
6 and 10. Moon, what do you think? King Scott could do 7?
Definitely not. Do it, bitch.
Do it, bitch. Here we go. All
I
right.
went too high. I may have went too high.
Just the pacing that's
All right, just want to make sure that's ready. Okay. The number is 6.
Yeah.
You're up, Riz.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, man.
I need you to tell me.
Wait. Can I get a second?
No.
No.
Don't get in your
Here
head,
we go.
man. Don't get in your head.
Here we go. This is how it works.
I need you to name me 6 household cleaning brands in 10 seconds.
Clorox, Arm & Hammer. Cleaning brands.
Do it.
Come on, man.
Bitch.
Cleaning brands.
Lysol.
Clorox. Pledge.
I know.
Windex, Tide. She said she was going to be super late. She was going to take
Always
whatever.
save.
Anything that cleaned. And I was like, you can do 6.
Well,
Yeah.
it's tied up.
I got in my head. I
know. That's why I said, here's what's going to happen.
I got in my head there.
They're going to be like, what do you mean by cleaning brands?
No,
and it's going to be a freezer.
You're right. It should have been very easy.
So they talked it all out, and then they said, do you have faith in Scott to do more? And I said, absolutely not.
Thank you. Yeah, because I'm even trying to think of vacuum brands. Like,
Man,
would that count?
come on,
I don't know.
no.
Dyson.
Dyson and all that. I don't know.
I was just thinking chemicals.
I just wanted to be honest with you and tell you that I did not believe in you.
You nailed it because he got Lysol and I was like Windex.
Lysol, Clorox.
The yellow bottle one that you spray on furniture.
Mr. Clean, guys.
The
Mr.
wood
Clean.
one.
Okay, get out.
All right, let's.
This is it for the
This
win.
is it for the win. This is round 5. Whoever wins this, you're the winner.
This is a good comeback, everybody.
2-2.
This is a battle now.
Cousin Brothers, R&R Express
All
tied
right,
up.
we got it.
Don't be stupid.
Yeah, don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid.
And trust me, this is going to be really interesting because those 2 men out there have women at home that watch this show. And I know that both of them have watched episodes of this show more than they've probably wanted. I'm talking about Sex and the City. How many characters do you think from Sex and the City those guys out there can name? King Scott, how many could Moon name Sex and the City characters? And there's tons. Big, Carrie, Charlotte, Samantha, Miranda.
Okay. I'm going to say 3.
3 characters.
Rafe can do 4.
4.
All right, do it, bitch.
All right.
4. Okay, here we go.
That's it.
All right, 4
That's it.
characters from Sex and the City.
You got this. Woo. If you said 5, I would have said do it, bitch.
And this is interesting because that's going to stop talking.
Man, we're doing this faster than we used to.
Yeah. Well, it's because we're
That's part
better.
of the
We
heat.
got better
For the win,
strategies
guys.
now.
For the win.
Because the champs know how to do it.
Rafe, you're up.
God damn it. All right.
Rafe.
Yours to lose, friend.
Dude.
Yours to lose.
Champs, champs, champs.
My pal, the number's 4.
Okay. God, I can't wait to hear this, Kevin.
I need you to name me 4 characters from Sex and the City in 10 seconds.
Samantha, Big, Charlotte, Carrie. It's 4, right?
Yeah, that's 4.
Yeah. Bitch.
You did it.
R&R Express.
I need to go further.
Win.
You did it.
Moon.
So exciting.
I probably could have got 4. I definitely could not have got 5.
Okay, good.
yeah.
Very good job, R&R.
And also, did the
very
callers ever say who they were voting for?
Oh, no. Give everybody tickets.
Everybody gets
Everybody
tickets.
gets tickets.
I need to see who I'm getting my fate
I
with.
forgot to get who the callers were going for. Nobody reminded me. Everybody gets tickets on the phone. Congratulations.
All right, so here's my fate. Is it going to be the R&R Express or the Cousin Brothers? I am with. Did this just spin?
Yep, you're with us. You're not getting
I'm
shot.
safe. Yes.
Freedom.
Awesome.
All right, let's take a break.
Man, I might have had one more in
Hey.
me somewhere.
Good game.
Yeah.
That was good. Scott?
That was good.
We made
Sex
a
and
run.
the City for the
We
win.
made a run
Appreciate
for
you.
it.
Not you. Good game, Scott.
All right, the time is
already
8:27.
are you
Here's
mad at me
Moon with
for?
your
I just
traffic
won it
and
for us.
weather.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide
Already
Technology
high-fived.
Raceway, the biggest race. Be quiet. The biggest race of 2024,
Foggy
Sunday,
out.
June 2nd. It's time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. Be quiet.
Well, I'm standing on this side now. It's weird for me.
I know. 270 westbound between 70 and it looks like exit 13. Average speed is down to about 25 miles an hour. We also have trouble on 44 now. Delays 44 eastbound between Limburg and Elm, 30 miles an hour speed there. Your point forecast, wet and foggy, high of 53. Right now it is 42 at the Point Studio.
All right, guys, welcome back to the farm. So it's a Sunday, and we got a whole crew here doing stuff. We're going to work in the field today. So this will be the final episode of the farm series for now, but I'm sure we'll return back to the farm at some point. So I'm going to show you what's going on here, the progress of the plants, how those elderberries are looking, and we'll look inside the house, and I'll tell you about some future projects we got coming up here. And there's our tractor, courtesy of Herb Equipment, the Captain Riz tractor. We're moving some poles. Poles. All right, so behind me is another barn. This is a future project that we're going to do. So we're going to turn this barn.
In just a few minutes, we'll be talking with Chris Kerber at some point today. And, you know, that reminds me of the Blues. And something that's really cool is what First Community has done is they teamed up with the Blues and actually have a program called the Little Blues Program. And this thing is absolutely amazing. Now, it's the St. Louis Blues. They offer this low-cost learn-to-play program, which allows kids to experience hockey for the first time. And what's cool about it, it's an introductory program intended for kids ages 4 through 9 who've never participated in organized youth hockey. Absolutely amazing because it's a reasonable cost and your kids get 6 weeks of on-ice instruction over, and wait for it, at Centene, where the Blues practice. Absolutely amazing. Plus, all their equipment is included with the registration fee, so that means the helmet, the sticks, the pads, and yes, even those expensive skates, all are included, so it's going to save you a ton of money, and it's a great way to get your kids into hockey and see if they actually like it before you invest thousands of dollars. You can save a ton, and they're going to have, an opportunity of a lifetime to get to go over there and practice where the Blues practice and have the best of the best instructors. So reach out to First Community, ask them about the Little Blues. That's firstcommunity.com. Swing by any of their locations today at First Community, firstcommunity.com.
Hey everybody, it's Jeff Burton from the Rizzuto Show. Thanks for tuning into the Facebook takeover with, my goodness, Taylor Momsen. How you doing?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm going to get the geeky fan side of this out of the way first, which nobody watching is going to be surprised about. But I've been a fan for a while. You and I have chatted a handful of times, and the last couple of times that we did it, I'm sure you don't remember this, but we do a picture together, and I started collecting them. Can you see that?
Oh shit!
Look at you. I think you're 17 in that first one.
Baby, I am a baby in that one. Look at you. Is that the
I know.
beard?
You were a baby. I'm still an old man. So.
No, that's great. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's get
So
to talk again, man.
I don't know how we're gonna work this one out. We'll try to turn it sideways or something. But hello and. Thank you for taking the time for doing this. I know it's been a very, very long time since you've been to St. Louis to play a show. What have you, the $2 question, what have you been doing during all of this downtime, this quarantine? What have you been up to?
I have been, well, we just released a single. We just released Rock and Roll. So I've been doing a lot of this, a lot of promoting from home and figuring out how to work from home, which is different. I'm adapting. That, and then when I'm not doing this, I've been playing just a ton of guitar.
Oh, that's amazing. It's amazing that you have that to fall back on and to do. And talking about working from home, I broadcasted from my house for like 7 weeks, right? And so 2 weeks ago, I guess 2 Mondays ago or whatever, was my first day back. And then so I've been quarantined in this what we call a producer's room, right? So when I go in there and I start show prepping, I get to listen to the radio station. This morning, I get there at 3 a.m. on the day that I'm going to talk to you on Facebook Live. I turn up the monitor and Death by Rock and Roll was jamming on the point.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh,
yeah.
Perfect. That's kismet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I had listened to it a handful of times, on Spotify, had yet to hear it on the radio. And Donnie Fandango, who's our music director, said that song sounds great on the radio. And I agree. What are your thoughts?
I agree. Thank you so much for playing it, man. That song was a long time in the making, almost 10 years. So it's very cool that it's out in the world now and people can hear it. I've been keeping it all to myself for the record's finished, so I've been listening to it ad nauseum. So it's nice that it's finally out and I can share it.
And share it, yes, is one thing, but then to do this and get out and talk with the people and talk about the process of the record and what you've been doing. And you said, I think right before we went live, that this is your first ever Facebook Live? I
believe it is, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
We are honored.
You're popping my Facebook cherry.
Yes. So a person in your position and what you do, how come you're not the multimedia mogul? You got somebody do that for you, just not interest you, or what?
It's just, when I have to do it, I've always had people around me who are a little bit better. I've got techs and guys who just, they know how to do this stuff. Like, sure. I don't record my own vocal, I sing it, Right. I'm having to learn to adapt to this new world of doing everything yourself. And it's taking me a minute, but I'm catching up slowly.
Yeah. So you pick up the guitar and you start playing. What does Taylor Momsen play to? I'm not bored, but I'm passing the time. I'm trying to be creative. You pick up your guitar. What do you start to play?
Well, I was playing. We did a live stream for Fearless Records for Crew Nation, and so I did a cover of Nick Lowe's Peace, Love, and Understanding for that.
Nice.
Right now, I've been playing a lot of Oasis. I've been just kind of going through the Oasis records and jamming on Oasis songs.
Oasis going to get back together, yes or no? What do you think?
I hope so. I really hope so. What a reunion that would be.
It would be pretty incredible, but I'm one of those people that when the one brother says, yeah, then I'm all on team that brother. And then when the other brother says the other brother's a dick, then I'm like, yeah, I'm all team that brother. And I'm not even sure which brother is which, to be honest with you.
I love them both. I got to meet Liam years back. We played a festival together, and he was wicked cool. I've yet to meet Noel, so that's on the bucket list. And, if I can, maybe I'll try to put my 2 cents in there.
Maybe you're the person who gets them back together, right?
Come on, you're the perfect duo. Come on.
This has happened before. We could sell some records. Maybe you guys could go along on the tour, that sort of thing.
That's everything you're saying.
Yeah. Other stuff that has happened since the last time we talked. Obviously, the death of Chris Cornell, one of your heroes. Just reading an article from I think is it pronounced Kerrang? I think online today, and you just poured your heart out about what happened, and wow, just your thoughts. One of the guys that's on the show, the lead of the show that I'm on, Rizzuto, is a huge fan, and this man almost broke down on the air, and this is just from a fan standpoint.
Eye doctor, that's Dr. Vasella at Fenton Family Eye Care. Now, Dr. V, what I call him, Dr. V, one of only 2 pediatric specialists in St. Louis affiliated with Treehouse Eyes that does myopia control for kids. My son, he's nearsighted, and he needs glasses. And I am tired of asking this kid, where are your glasses? Did you forget your glasses? Are your glasses broken? Where are your contact lenses? Now, with Dr. V and this myopia control, he puts in these contact lenses in his eyes before he goes to bed every night. They're like hard lenses. He sleeps with them. He gets up in the morning, he takes him out. Not only does he not need to wear glasses or contacts, he doesn't need to put that stuff in all day long. His prescription is not getting worse. His prescription gets worse every year, not with these contact lenses. Every parent should know about this. Consultations with Dr. V are absolutely free, no obligation. Go to FentonFamilyEyeCare.com and book your free myopia control appointment. That's FentonFamilyEyeCare.com, FentonFamilyEyeCare.com.
So last time you saw the garage, the place was full of stuff. It was dirty, it was dingy. So this is the inside of the garage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep some of this structure here and then kind of build around it. And now look.
Scott, no Kerber?
Not yet. I'm trying to see if he can.
Just send him a text message.
Okay, I just sent him one.
So where you at, Curbs?
Yeah.
They were in Calgary last night. I don't know if they're in Vancouver. If they're in Vancouver already
tonight.
Well, I know they're playing tonight. I don't know how long's that trip.
From where? Calgary to Vancouver?
Are they flying or driving?
No, they fly.
It's kind of far.
Yeah, it's a long haul.
They probably flew into Vancouver last
Everything's
night.
far in BC.
Yeah.
They got to cross the mountains there.
And then the airport in Vancouver.
See, when it comes to Canada, I'm not sure the geography there. Like I've been to Montreal, and that's about it.
Let me show you.
I know where that is. I know Vancouver is on the Pacific side.
Calgary is the Denver, basically, right here. See,
it's
just
the
before
Texas of Canada.
Yeah. It's just before the range.
Zoom out.
And then Vancouver's all the way out there.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm saying? So it's not quite as far as Denver to LA, but I mean,
it's a long,
kinda.
It's.
Well, they got a big game tonight. They got a big game on in Seattle. They go to Seattle tomorrow. So they played Calgary last night. They play Vancouver tonight. They play Seattle tomorrow.
Dang.
And then the Kings. I mean, this is a big run for the Blues. So hopefully we'll talk to Kerber soon. Speaking of shooting and scoring, Scott, come on in here.
I thought we were good. We already did.
No.
Remember we did it at the end of the game.
Get in here. While we're waiting for Chris Kerber, maybe we'll do some emails. All right, Scott. Moon.
How come we weren't warned?
For losing, do it, bitch, learn version.
I was an idiot and wore comfortable pants today.
Oh,
Did you not know we were
some
playing?
corduroys on? What are the, oh, yeah.
These are slacks.
Those do look kind of thin.
All right, Lern, are you going to do the assassinating?
Yes.
Okay, I would cock this upside down on the first go round.
Like upside down this way or upside down this way?
No.
Don't point it at
like
anybody.
upside down, like this way.
Even when you're shooting us.
Yeah. But I mean, don't
point it at
shoot it
them.
upside down. Like, get us in the butt. You know what I mean? Like, don't hit my hips or nothing.
Well, I'm sure she's going to do her best.
I always do my best.
Yeah, shoot it.
She's got a great aim.
Okay, ready?
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, boy, that got Scott good. Ooh, man.
Well, I saw the material of your pants really cave in.
Here we go for Moon.
That Levi's tag. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, man. Good shooting, Tex.
Good pain.
All right, now put the gun down.
Okay,
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
How did that feel?
So stupid. So stupid. I hate this. What are we doing? What are we doing?
What are we? Yeah, what
We're
are we
having
doing?
fun, guys.
Where are the lawyers?
Why do people love when we suffer? What's wrong with us,
God
humanity?
darn. You got me in a perfect between these seams. Oh boy. It's a
Hey, there was
divot. I can
another-
feel a
There's
hole.
a crack back here.
You cracked his butt? There was another incident on a plane. This happened last week. And the best comment I saw about this online was the plane ran into some unexpected flatulence. And I'll explain. Somebody on Reddit posted a crazy story about something that happened or supposedly happened on an American Airlines flight from Phoenix to Austin. So the plane was still at the gate when the person noticed a disgruntled passenger they described as maybe hungover. Everyone had just boarded, and the guy was already arguing with another passenger. Then suddenly the guy says, "You thought that was rude? Well, how about this?" And just let one go.
Wow.
What
Just
a
let it
turd.
go. The person who posted about it referred to him as Fart Man. So I'll follow their lead. Next, they say Fart Man started complaining about the smell of some food another passenger brought on board. So somebody told him to stop being rude. Fartman called them low class, and he fired back with, well, you're back here in economy with the rest of us. At that point, a flight attendant stepped in and said, that's enough.
Gross.
And the plane started taxiing, so it seemed like it was over. But minutes later, the plane stopped. Then the pilot came on the speaker and said they were heading back to the gate, and they kicked Fartman off the plane. Thankfully, he left without causing a scene. The person who posted it said everyone was relieved Fartman wouldn't be on the flight and that the airline handled it well. They were only delayed about 30 minutes, so.
Nice for that.
Get that stinky
job,
guy out of
Fartman.
here.
That stinky guy out of here.
I feel bad for him.
Hey, there is, we're seeing this on the news here. I'm going to see if I can get some details on this. There seems to be a hostage situation downtown at the Drury Inn.
Oh, no.
What?
Cops on the scene?
Oh,
yeah, and here's what they're saying on Fox 2. There is a large police presence at a downtown hotel as police are responding to a hostage situation. An armed man is holding a woman and children in a room. This is the Drury at 4th and Market. So far, no word of any injuries or what floor the hostages are on. Police are treating the situation very seriously.
The department said an armed man with PTSD is holding them.
St. Louis City Police and SWAT team are at the scene. Officers are urging locals to avoid the area if they can. Updates with information as it becomes available. So that's what's going down at the Drury. If you're downtown and you see, some streets shut down, if you see a very large police presence, that's what's going on. So hopefully it all ends well.
Yeah.
All right, Moon, some emails, please.
Yeah, man. And emails are brought to you by Kloss Furniture. Lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. We were talking about bad dates earlier, and this person writes in and says, I've had a bad date. We met at a hockey game, and she left me sitting alone in the first period. I promise I'm not crazy or even ugly enough to deserve that. LOL.
Oh, my gosh, you got ditched at a hockey game?
Yeah, but at least there's something to do. I'd rather get ditched there than a dinner.
I'd rather get, yeah, absolutely.
That's
Then,
true.
man, is there anything more sad than seeing a guy sitting by himself with another setting that is disturbed in some way, knowing somebody was there, and he's wondering if his date's going to come back?
Like, is she okay? Like, does he know that she ditched him? Maybe it was she got abducted by aliens in the bathroom. Who knows?
One sentence email.
Oh, man. I watched, have you heard of this this documentary on Netflix where the woman gets kidnapped?
No.
Yes, I've been watching it.
I finished it.
Oh, okay. So I'm.
It's
only
called
like
America. It's 3 episodes.
Yeah,
I watched it all yesterday.
I'm through the half of the second one, and I'm
It's
just
called
like,
American
what
Nightmare.
in the hell?
Right, American Nightmare?
Yeah, it's. But you remember Gone Girl?
Yeah.
Okay. So far, that's where we're going, but I can't. But I have no idea what's going to happen.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Finish it out.
When did it take place? Like, when did
A
all
couple years ago.
2015.
So this is
Or 2016, maybe.
Did it just come
2015,
out?
2016. The documentary came out.
Or
within the
Netflix
past
is
week or
now
so.
just pushing it on us.
Okay.
Dude, excellent. You finish it.
Oh, well, I will.
watch
It's my nap time. I'm getting.
It's
I'm getting through 18 minutes
quick
at a time.
3 episodes.
Okay.
The story is unbelievable, and you will be unbelievably pissed off at the end of it.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
Sign me up.
I'm kind of pissed halfway through it already because I'm just like, who is having me right now? I'm being had, but I'm not sure
This
who.
is why you're pissed off. This is why you're going to be pissed off.
Yeah, the whole time you're like, I'm being had, and I don't know
By who?
by whom.
Yeah. Next.
Good morning, all. I have a slight dilemma that I need some help with. Lately, y'all have been talking about workplace etiquette, and I love your stances on everything except Lern Steven ass.
Okay, listen here. I bought almond milk last night, and it's in the community fridge right now. And anybody listening in the bathroom right now, Hubbard, St. Louis, have at it. Have a splash of that milk in your coffee.
Yeah,
this morning.
you did. You did bring in almond milk. You also did bring in cheese sticks.
I did.
I just love how the emailer says, except Lern Steven ass, haha.
I did it twice in 15 years of radio. And this is where I'm being thrown. And I'm being honest about it. I'm repenting right now.
That's a big thing. But this is a much bigger dilemma. You got to check this out. At work, I work at an industrial manufacturing plant. A couple of coworkers have brought it to my attention that every morning around the same time when they use the restroom, someone is audibly joeing in one of the stalls.
Oh.
See? You guys have an almond milk thief.
T.
You could have this.
F. being that I'm the lead, I had to bring it to HR, and they have no clue how to approach the situation. It's not like we can kick open the stall and say, "Hey, get the hell out of here, you freak." What would you guys and gal do? And he lists options. I think the emailer and his HR department have come up with these 4 options. One.
Okay, so all right, so let's paint the picture again. A guy is joeing.
Yeah.
Every time.
A guy is joeing in the bathroom.
Every day.
Every day.
In one of the stalls. Number 1, approach the freak and tell him, "I know what's going on," and then he needs to stop. Number 2, remind HR that it's still happening and try to let them handle it or come up with something else creative. Number 3, kick the crap out of him outside of work. Number 4, nothing, just let this go. If you need more details, feel free to ask. Thanks. Keep up the awesome work.
Oh, man. I think we got Chris Kerber on the phone. I think he should weigh in on this, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the ultimate decision.
Is that Kerber?
What a time to call.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Kerber.
Yeah. Real handyman.
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, everybody.
In Vancouver?
In Vancouver.
In Vancouver. Well, while we're waiting for you to call, we're going over some of our listener emails, and we have a particular racial listener that has a dilemma. And I would like your opinion on this, Chris. Chris Kerb is going to weigh in on this. So, Moon, if you would paint the picture again.
Yeah, so this dude works at like a big warehouse type of thing, and a couple of his coworkers have brought it to his attention. He's the lead of this group, and they've said that around the same time every single morning when they use the restroom, there's one of their coworkers audibly joeing in one of the stalls.
Yeah.
He brought it to HR, and none of them have any idea what to do with this. So what do? Do you kick the crap out of him outside of work? That was one of his options. One of his options was nothing, just let it go. Remind HR that it's their problem and try to let them handle it. Or approach him and tell him that they know what's going on and that he needs to stop.
How does Chris Kerber, HR director, handle this?
Well, I think you take your phone and record it and make a meme out of it, right?
I like this HR.
I mean...
No. Oh, no. I think what I meant to say, that was Canadian for call HR.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they have
No, HR doesn't know what to do. So
Yeah,
this
HR is
guy's
like, what do we do?
This guy's punishing himself in the bathroom every day.
in a closed stall.
In a closed stall, but audibly.
Yeah, but that's just... Yeah, that's a... I think beating the hell out of them outside really isn't an option. So, since really that's what's being done inside anyway. Right. So I would. Sorry, I went there. Yeah. It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
It's
I hear.
okay.
I would know if HR doesn't know what to do in this case, then HR needs to be fired first.
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
Good point.
Yeah. I think that's a simple go remind HR that it is their job to handle it. And if they don't know how to, then...
handling it is the wrong word too, Chris.
Boy, see, this is gonna go the whole way, I think, for the segment. So I would.
How do they know he's joeing? How do they know he's?
There's no innuations anywhere here, and I can't do it.
How do they know he's just not, just having a rough time
going to pass a stone?
Going number 2. I don't know. Maybe you need some more fiber in your diet, buddy. I don't know. But
dude, the funny thing is, I know this dude.
Not the Joer?
No, the
That's
emailer.
awesome.
I know him from high school, and he's like he's a really funny, hysterical dude. So I'm kind of curious as to what he does, because he's like one of the funnier guys from high school. Yeah, so
back.
We need a follow up. Let us know what you guys decide to do.
Chris, what time did you guys get in last night?
Actually, not too bad. We got to the hotel probably about 12:15, 12:30.
All right, and big win.
Yeah, it was pretty
big win
quick.
in Calgary last night.
Yeah, great win. It was a really pretty good start to the game, about the first 7 minutes, and then Calgary took a penalty. Blues ended up on the power play at that point in time, which was pretty good. And then and the Blues went on the power play, but once the Blues were on the power play, of course, they didn't score on it, and that gave Calgary all the momentum that they needed. And Calgary took over from there pretty much until the start of the third period. But in the third period, there was a big goal by Braden Shen late in the second, a shorthanded goal to make it a 1-goal game. And then the Blues really came alive in the third period. And Kyrou tied it up. Brandon Saad won it with 48 seconds to go. And, all of a sudden the Blues wake up this morning and find themselves 3 points out of a playoff spot.
Yeah.
And playing tonight now against the best team in the West right now, which happens to be Vancouver. So tough task tonight, but hell of a win last night.
All right, so tonight in Vancouver against a very good Canucks team, as you mentioned. And then I made a mistake. It's Friday in Seattle.
Yeah.
And then the Kings at home on Sunday. So we got like a run here of, Western Conference teams. How important are these run of games?
Well, this is I feel like we've been saying this for a while, but as we get closer, the games get more and more important just simply because, the start that the Blues had put them behind the 8 ball. So if you look at the last 11 games prior to last night, the Blues went 5-5-1. And if you consider the opponents and the quality that they've played, I mean, every team but one of them was first, second, or third place in their division, and most of them were first and second. You'd actually say, hey, okay, we survived that gauntlet. But the problem is you had to do better because you were so far behind the 8 ball. So, that's unfortunately the case now is, even though you're playing against the Vancouver Canucks, and the Canucks have to be a heavy favorite in this game, if you're the St. Louis Blues, you still need to find away points if the playoffs are going to be a reality for you. So it's an important stretch here. You beat Calgary last night, who was just ahead of you in the standing. You'll get Vancouver tonight. Seattle right there in the mix with you, trying to get back into a playoff spot, even with those guys. So that's a big one on Friday. And then the LA Kings got bumped down to a wild card spot because the run the Edmonton Oilers are on. But think about this. So the Edmonton Oilers last night had a big third period. They were tied 1-1 with Columbus, and they end up winning that game. They've now won 14 games in a row. They've won 14 games in a row and still sit 13 points behind Vancouver.
Yeah.
That's how bad the Edmonton Oilers were to start things off. Now, they're in a playoff spot pretty handily now, and they're going to be they may go on that kind of 2019 St. Louis Blues run to win a cup. They're playing that well, but that's how hard it is to come from behind once you get dropped in this standings, and that's what the Blues are facing.
Well, I know it's a late start tonight here in St. Louis. It's a 9:00 start. Is Joey's doing TV stuff this week, and you got Cam Jansen out with you doing the radio side of things?
We got Cam, we got Boom Boom on us with us. He's doing the games with us. So Joe is sliding over to fill in for Bernie Federico on the pregame and intermissions and stuff on TV. So Cam is traveling out here with us.
The Freaka from Eureka.
Listen, first, I didn't know this. I guess he was public about it, but I didn't know, he's scared of heights. And so in Calgary, the old building there, the broadcast booth is actually it's basically on the catwalk hanging out over the ice. So you go up the elevator and you've got to walk down this ramp, over the seats onto this catwalk, and then you're just basically in this suspended booth over the ice. It's one of the best views in the league still until they tear this building down. So at the beginning of each period, he would start to get used to it, and he'd slide forward. Then he could look down over the ice, he'd be fine. And then during the intermission, he'd scoot himself back. And it's not funny, but it became kind of funny that he goes, "Hey, did you notice I made it?" I'm like, "Yeah, made it. Good job. We got through the game."
Yeah, good job, buddy. You tussle his hair. Good job, buddy.
Jamie Rivers posted a photo or a video last night of him walking to that broadcast booth. So walking the catwalk, and it's
awesome.
It's crazy.
Is it?
Yeah, you're hanging in the rafters.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm not scared of
and
heights,
this is a guy that without a problem would fight the toughest of the toughest in the NHL.
Oh yeah, but can't get up on a ladder. I wouldn't make fun of his face though.
Real quickly, I don't know that Cam gets enough credit. I mean, we know him as the great guy and the terrific, larger than life personality that he's got and all that. And we know how his career, when he went up, he played junior hockey and then broke in with the New Jersey Devils, and the Blues traded Bryce Salvador to Jersey for Cam, and it was a great run that he had with the Blues. But if you look at it, he really deserves a lot of credit for being one of the first St. Louisans to make it to the NHL. And I don't think we talk about that. Not that it needs to be reminded all the time, but he was one of the real trailblazers to kind of break through and as a St. Louis, and then, man, for someone to grow up in Eureka and find a way like he did to break in and play in the National Hockey League, hell of an athlete he was.
I love those stories.
Broadcast.
When you grow up loving a team and you get to be on that team. I mean, those stories are amazing. Somebody from St. Louis gets to have a great run with the team he grew up loving.
Right. David Freese, right? The same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool.
David Freese, yep. Ben Bishop, when the Blues drafted Ben Bishop.
Yeah, that's right.
He was actually down at Lake of the Ozarks. Didn't know when he get drafted, and his agent called him up and said, "Hey, you got drafted. Do you know where Enterprise Center is?" I think that time it might have been
Savis.
Savis. I think it might have been Savis. Hey, do you know where Savis Center is? And he goes, "The Blues just drafted you." And that's just another one of those great stories.
I can't imagine. Speaking of great stories, how was the Hall of Fame ceremony on Friday? I just want to say I was watching some of the clips. Brett Hull was on fire.
Oh, yeah?
On fire Friday night.
Brett is so amazing. Like, I don't even, when you get up on stage with Brett, you've got to be ready for everything. And he was just fantastic. He was just Brett Hull. And he was so happy that the Hall of Fame was honoring Susie Matthew, which, remember, I think we talked about her last week, the first PR director in female PR director in pro sports. And, the story was told, and Brett, you could just see how happy he was that Susie was there being honored. And it was a special night for that. And then, of course, he stayed up there, and Keith Kachuk was absolutely amazing, up on stage, funny, and Big Walt was Big Walt. Michael Ute was good. It was just a really special night. And the cool thing was, there was so many alumni there, which was great. About 10 players, so 10 of the Blues players were there, and they've been talking about it for the last couple of days. It really is something. It was a special night. It felt right. The pacing was the stories from Michael Ute, about the big food fight that he claims Federico started, and Federico says, "Oh, no, you threw the butter at me. You hit my only shirt that I had on the road trip, and it pissed me off." Like things like that. I mean, it was some great camaraderie and teamwork. I think it was extremely entertaining and a special night.
Well, if people have a chance to go to social media, I know the Blues posted a lot of clips from that night, and especially the Brett Hull stuff is hilarious. He's so
Well, did you see the clip?
Sit back and relax.
Did you see the clip with Kachuk's mom?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Okay, you gotta look that one up. So we put video of a fight, but basically a scuffle that both Brady and Matthew Kachuk started when Ottawa played Florida, and the producer on Canadian TV, and this thing went national, cut over to basically their grandma, to Geraldine, or Walt's mom, and the look on her face, guys. If you pull this up, you are gonna die laughing. And we interviewed her about it right then and there. It was absolutely. She was not happy that the two boys went after each other, and the look on her face is just gold. Yeah, it was fantastic.
I don't care if you're an NHL superstar or not. When grandma's pissed off, yeah, you take note.
Oh yeah, that stings.
That does sting.
Yeah, but Keith's like Curbs. Hang on a minute. He goes. This is the woman that gave us boxing gloves when we were 7 years old. Right? Like, she's not innocent on this. I mean, it was just...
She wanted him out of the house.
Yeah, there was such a personal feel to that whole night. It was fantastic.
That's great. All right, make sure you check out the Curbside podcast after every Blues game. Chris goes in-depth and interview a lot of great people on the podcast, so make sure you download that after every Blues game. What else, Chris? That's about it?
Yeah, that's about it. The podcast is where we also, if people miss the highlights from the game, we put a highlight montage of every game on there too. So that last night's the podcast is up and running for today. I get it uploaded before we got to the hotel here in Vancouver, and that's where fans can hear all the highlights from the games if they miss it.
All right, well, have a safe trip, have a good call tonight, and then we'll see you next Tuesday over at Enterprise for Race Show night.
Yeah, one of the great nights of the year. You guys are welcome to just pop up into the booth and take over the broadcast if you want.
And we'll see you there. We're gonna.
I can't wait.
We'll see you guys next week.
Got a dump button on that?
Oh, stop it. The great Chris Carver, everybody. All right, we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye, Chris. All right, let's finish out the email segment. Two more emails.
Dear Rizzuto Show, I just recently watched Killers of the Flower Moon. Great movie. In the movie, they said Missouri. So my question is, what's the proper way to say Missouri? Is it Missouri or Missouri? Love the show, Sharon. A lot of people ask
What's
this question.
the rule on that? So it's a certain part
There is
of...
no rule.
Oh, I heard it's always how the governor says it.
Okay, but what you're not realizing is the governors in the past 50 years have said it both ways, depending on who they're talking to.
Yeah.
They've even, like, there's plenty of, what was it, McCaskill or somebody when they were running ads? They did St. Louis and Kansas City, Missouri ads, and then they redid them for all the rural spots and did Missouri. And I think they've all done that. They made a big deal about that one as if she was some sort of phony or something, but every single one of them, every Missouri politician in any way, does that because you're serving two audiences.
Pander to wherever they are.
Which is what we like.
I've got it pulled up right here on
If I remember,
my computer.
If I remember right, they're both considered correct because
no.
And the reason that we say it over here in the Eastern in St. Louis is because of the French settlements. Like the French way was Missouri, like however way they spelled it.
Hey, Missouri.
And the real argument was, is it supposed to be Z's or S's?
Well,
so
Rafe says got the answer. Here we go.
Like I think it's like an English thing was Missouri.
Give it to me, computer.
And the French spots.
Missouri.
Oh, so you're just so the computer's pronouncing it.
Doesn't mean anything. I think both are correct.
It says sounds like Missouri. MUHZUREE.
Is that the French AI though?
There is no second. I mean, this is according to the American Dictionary of Pronunciation. Missouri.
I think it's both ways. Yeah. I think both ways are safe. But if you're here,
I ask
you
my
sound
mom,
like a
it's
fool.
Missouri.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're in this city, especially on the eastern side of the state, I think you sound like a fool saying Missouri. But everybody else in the rest of the state.
You know what the name
does.
Missouri means?
No, what?
Yeah, it's something about big canoes.
People of the big canoes.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're welcome.
People of the big canoes.
Yeah, if you live in Washington, Missouri, then it's definitely Missouri. Washington.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think anything that wasn't like a French settlement, like Missouri, has been the standard for a couple hundred years.
All right. Next.
Let's see. Good morning, #1 radio show. That's
us.
That is us.
I know.
I'm wondering if anybody has a recommendation for transferring my VHS wedding video to digital media. I have so many hours of footage of my grown children as babies and toddlers, and I want to save. Any help would be appreciated. I live in Stanton, home of Merrimack Caverns, Missouri.
Clayton Studios in like Richmond Heights, I guess. They do that.
Yeah.
They can convert anything. I mean, there's tons of
I
these
just
places.
saw the product they were on social media. There's a thing you could plug in to your computer.
Yeah, it's like $10. It's got the USB on one side and it has the cables to plug into your VCR. And
yeah, it's got the USB on one side and the cable, the red, white, and yellow cable you
RCA?
stick. Yeah, the RCA cable.
There's one on Amazon for $10 right now.
There used to be a couple services where you could just mail them your stuff, and then they would email it all back digitally, or put it on a cloud or
Yeah,
something.
but then you're also taking the chance of these valuable VHS tapes are now out of my hands.
Exactly, and that's what always freaked out, I think, a lot of people. I think my parents were looking into that or something, and it was, but I don't want to send this all out. What if it gets lost in the
What if
mail?
it gets
Then
lost
then it's
or
over.
damaged?
Yeah, I get it. I think I've talked about this before, but I have a cassette tape of my dad when he's like 18 years old. He's getting ready to go out to the Vietnam War. And my grandpa used to just tape random sounds in rooms. Like he would just hit record and like record the room, which is kind of creepy and weird. But I'm so thankful that he did this because it's him and my dad talking about before he left for war, you know, how he wanted him to come home and like.
Oh, it's nice.
But it's maybe like the most cherished thing in my house is this little cassette tape that I wanted.
And you would
digitize.
never have that leave your like be out of your control.
I would try to do that myself. So yeah.
One fast one for food emails. Hey, gang, you guys are always talking about food and delicious snacks. I wanted to give you a suggestion for all of you to experience. Behold the magic combination of Cool Ranch Doritos and Tostitos Queso Blanco dip.
Sign me up.
A mesmerizing combination of flavors that will send you into an out-of-body experience where you will weep tears of joy, for you will be forever grateful and heavenly blessed to have been witness to the conjoining of such beautiful foods. It's pretty good, and you should give it a try. Keep being awesome, Steve K.
All right, so it's...
Now it's Joe time.
Relax, everybody. So Cool Ranch Doritos,
Cool Ranch Doritos and Tostitos Queso Blanco dip. And by the way, that dip, I mean, it's as fake as the next one of the Velveeta, but
Don't focus on it. Don't
it
focus
is
on it.
beautiful. It's a good cheap dip, and boy,
in the glass jar, right?
In the glass jar, yeah. I've never had it with
The white
Cool Ranch
kind, right?
Doritos. Yeah, it's a white.
That's fine.
I am down. I am DTF, down to food.
I don't know. When it comes to Doritos, whether it be your regular nacho cheese ones or your Cool Ranches, I think they're good enough by themselves. I don't dip them with anything.
Yeah, I agree.
You sound like louder milk. It was a louder milk moment. He's like, dip it in this, and he goes, but it's already cheese.
But yeah, you already got stuff on there.
But you're putting more good cheese on it.
Flavortown, that's where I'm going.
I feel like it's too much.
Yo, speaking of Kerber, I saw him at Annie Gunn's last week, and I enjoyed the cheese platter that I ordered for like 3 days from that place. I can't leave cheese behind.
I was at Trader Joe's getting that almond milk yesterday, and I walked through the little frozen, or not frozen, but refrigerated cheeses, like the dips, and I picked myself up, and I brought it to work so I can dip my crackers in it here when I need show snacks. Horseradish beer cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great.
It's delicious.
I'm in.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Does sound good.
Keep the horse out of my meal.
All right, thank you. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We got some news for you. PETA wants Punxsutawney Phil gone. We got Groundhog Day coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And PETA has a suggestion. Get rid of Punxsutawney Phil, the groundhog.
Get a guy named Phil?
And do something else. They have a solution. Well,
Naked guy named Phil. Come out. You see
naked guy,
anything?
naked greased up guy named Phil. 9:07 Wednesday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. It's time to lock in those NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We have severe delays now. 270 eastbound between, it looks like 64 and, let's see, all the way up to 44. Yeah, so between 40 and 44 is kind of a mess. Average speed down to about 30 miles an hour. Then further east, we have severe delays, 64 eastbound between Limburg and Bellevue. Average speed 30 miles an hour. Your point forecast, wet and foggy today. High of 53. Right now it's 43 at the Point Studio.
All right, so here we are, way back Point Fest, the first interview of the day. It's Real Big Fish, everybody. Gentlemen, how are you? It's great to see you. Great to see you.
Fantastic.
Hello.
Oh.
Hey.
Thank you. No, don't stop. No, more, please. More.
It's really great to have you guys back. We have, over the years, done so many different things, so many shows. I did legitimately the worst stage intro I've ever done in my life at a Real Big Fish show at Mississippi Nights through no fault of your own. I came up on stage too late. Your cue music that night was Billie Jean from Michael Jackson. I'll never forget. And I'm getting up there and I'm doing my spiel. And Aaron, you came up behind me and were like, "Are you done yet, Donnie? Are you done? Are you done with the intro?" Yes, I am. Thank you. And then you guys went out and rocked it. But it's really great to have you here, man. Thank you guys for coming out. No, it was not your fault. No. Somebody probably told me wrong. But do you remember any of those, older shows here? Like, because we've had you at the amphitheater. I mean, Mississippi Nights.
Some extra money, like you want to do a home improvement project, you need a new bathroom, you need a new kitchen, or you want to pay off higher interest debt, you want to finance education, or pay for other major expenses. A home equity line of credit can provide the money you need using your home's equity. How do we get that done? We call Kevin Putney. Kevin Putney at the 1-2-3 Mortgage Team. He's local, he's a great guy, and with his Equity Express, the process is fast, it's secure, it's fully automated, 5 minutes to apply, and get 100% of your loan amount in as few as 5 days. Or if this year you're looking to buy a home, stop renting, build some equity. Kevin can get you $6,500 in down payment assistance with his Community Promise. They want to put homeownership within reach. With Kevin Putney and the Community Promise, he can provide $6,500 in down payment assistance if you live in a qualifying neighborhood in select cities. Give Kevin Putney a call. Whether you're looking for the home equity cash out, or you're looking for the down payment assistance, or you're looking to refinance. 314-862-0123, 314-862-0123, online at 123mortgage.com. Kevin Putney, Equalizing Opportunity. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and what a day in which this has been already.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, joined by Hailstorm. Thank you so very much. It's great to see you
We're
guys.
our invisible third member. Yes,
Hey,
yes.
how you doing?
We're the hail half of Hailstorm.
I have to tell you this, and I know you don't remember this because it's been years and years and years, and I don't even remember how many years at this point. But the very first time that you came through the point, you were on my when I was doing mornings at that time.
Yes,
And it really seems like a decade ago, and it might have been.
It might have been. I don't know. Time is very elastic right now.
Absolutely.
It's like it went by like that fast, but it feels like a different lifetime.
It was probably 2009. It was probably the first album cycle.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And we were in the parking lot. And
Absolutely so. Absolutely so. Boy, things have changed mightily.
Yes.
New record is out. All right,
is.
we're playing the steeple right now, which is
thank you guys for spinning
fantastic.
it. Yeah.
But one of the things that I absolutely love about when a band has something new, I'm always amazed when I go see a band right after they have something new, and the guy next to me somehow already knows every freaking word to every. Like, dude, I've listened to this album twice. I don't know how you can, but like. How
Steel Trap, man.
Right? How quickly, when you've got a new record out like you do you start to see non-radio singles getting yelled back at you?
It's pretty incredible. Not only the record wasn't even out a couple days, and we went out on tour, and it's like from the first day, people are singing songs that like I'm having trouble remembering.
You know what's funny? I was just saying, we don't remember all the lyrics, you know?
and not only that, but there are so many people that have gotten tattoos of the lines of the songs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the album just came out, dude. It's crazy. So
how do you know for sure it's not going to suck? Sure you want to get that tattooed on you? Like,
sure you want that?
It's like, oh, don't worry, I'll just write sucks underneath if I don't like it. I see how it is.
You have the ability to add on, I guess, I suppose. It's so crazy, though, how that happens. And there have been so many bands in my life. I mean, I couldn't even tell you how many bands I've loved. But I just cannot bring myself to the dedication of some of these folks to getting the tattoo. I mean, like, I love the example. I love The Simpsons more than almost anything in the history of ever.
Yes.
You know, and I have been thinking about a Millhouse tattoo for a very long time, but I can't pull the trigger.
Just can't do it.
So these folks that are like getting lyrics and stuff, I applaud you for being so hardcore.
It's a beautiful thing because likewise, I don't think I would do that for my favorite band. So it makes us feel so incredibly special and throughout everything that we've all been going through for the past couple years, it's just so nice to like have that fellowship, and I feel like it's even more intense now. Like it's almost like these songs are no longer just this entertainment for people. It's like their lifeblood and something that they need. And so just to be a part of that is amazing.
I think now more than ever, everyone really appreciates being able to go out and see live music again because it was taken away from us.
Even in the rain.
Even in the rain or shine, they're here.
Well, because like you guys know, there is just an exceptional kind of release that you get at a show that cannot be duplicated through any other thing. Just sitting there or standing there and being able to just kind of sit in it is so amazing.
It is. Believe me, we tried to fill that hole with every possible thing.
Download
that.
Like a lot of bands tried doing virtual shows, and God bless them for entertaining the fans when they couldn't come to shows, but it's definitely not the same.
Yeah, it's nothing like it.
Wasn't the same.
You can physically feel the gray cloud being lifted from your life when you're at a show.
Yeah.
And it happens with us too. Like we're on stage playing every show like it's going to be stolen from us.
Magic moment.
And it's just beautiful to be able to live in the now.
I feel as though, and I don't know this because I don't know you guys really well, I feel like you would be a very competitive band in a situation like this where you're not going last. I feel as though, because I have, friends in bands that kind of like it a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because they kind of like, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Well, you want to see what's going on after this? We'll
Follow
find
that
out.
Killer.
You know what I mean? Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely. Especially considering that like we've been on a headlining run and a couple of them now and just on this new album cycle. And so I don't know, it's really fun. It's like wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Follow that killer.
Me and Jacoby are in a constant energy battle.
Yes.
See who can bring it harder.
Yes.
And well, he wins every time. Dude, it's insane. Yeah.
So that guy, number of years ago, we're out here interviewing. It's 475 degrees, as it tends to be in St. Louis in the summer. Mid-question, my dude takes his pants off. And then when I had trouble getting back on track with the interview, it just turned into a total disaster, and Jacoby just took it over.
Yeah.
It ended up being a great thing, but for a while I was like, I don't even know where this is going.
It's no longer your interview.
Yeah. Right. You knew what you walked into. It is Jacoby.
So a couple
NinjaBlink.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show.
I've got it on, Riz.
Oh, the watch.
My watch from Moritz Royce.
Nice.
Yeah, we got a big meeting today. I'm trying to impress everybody.
Yeah, I get it.
That must be it.
Oh, man, look at Moon in that watch.
I'll tell you what,
it must
though,
be important.
it is impressive up in that showroom. And just talking to everybody at Moritz Royce, Dan, John, everybody, because they are just the experts when it comes to everything. Diamonds, gemstones, fine jewelry, the Simon G collection, pearls, watches, all of it. And they love what they're doing. They're not working on commission. They truly love making sure that people get a piece, whether it's a custom piece or maybe a Simon G collection piece or whatever it is for a lifetime that they're just thrilled with, you know?
I just want to say they're good people. They're good people. It's a nice family. It's a family-run place. Been doing it for a long time now, and you could trust them. You know, the one thing is, a lot of these jewelry places, they take advantage of ignorance, and that's not right. So you go into the ethical jeweler. It's a big purchase. The engagement ring, it's a big deal. So you want to go to the ethical jeweler, somebody that's not going to take advantage of you. That's Moritz Royce Jewelry. Go to ninjabling.com, get the phone number, get the address, make the appointment, see what we've been talking about for so long. Moritz Royce Jewelry, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show, where you get the jewels and not the shaft.
Yeah, I gotta say once again, thanks to Herb Equipment for bringing some toys up here to Riz Farm, and you know we're gonna do.
You know, we're talking about Missouri. There's a poll of people, poll of people taken here in the state, and 90.5% of the people say Missouri. Yeah, it's a lot of these rural areas that say Missouri. But how would you pronounce broccoli? Broccoli, right? It's broccoli.
Broccoli.
Have you ever heard anybody pronounce it differently?
Broccoli.
Broccoli.
How about broccoli?
Broccoli.
Chopping broccoli.
So a woman in Australia complained on TikTok about how people who work for places like Instacart suck at picking out fruits and vegetables. But that's not the reason why the video went viral. It's because of how she pronounces broccoli.
Gosh.
Yeah, how's this?
Today I bought some broccoli, and you pay for broccoli per head, not per kilo. And I got this tiny little thing, and I usually get a massive, big head of broccoli when I buy it myself.
Is it because she's Australian? Is that how they say it there?
Probably.
Probably.
I don't know, man.
It's like aluminium.
Yep.
Vitamins. Who is the chef?
Vitamins.
Nigella Lawson. You ever see her?
Maybe.
She's like a sensual cooker.
Oh.
And she had to put something in the microwave.
The microwave.
The microwave.
I
like
that.
That sounds nice.
Hey,
Yeah, we have that in our house.
Microwave.
Let me put the butter in the microwave.
Target.
She's just fooling around,
I
right?
navigate with my Waze app.
So it made people, this stupid video made people question whether they'd been saying broccoli wrong their whole life. But broccoli is it's closer to the original Italian word. So keep doing what you're doing, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
It's apparently how a lot of people in Australia used to say it, and some still pronounce it broccoli, but they're wrong. Broccoli. Chopping broccoli. Microwave.
Microwave.
Let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
Energy Stars Heating and Cooling, preferred partner of Ameren, Illinois, to make your home comfortable and affordable.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are about a week away from Groundhog Day, and PETA, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, is already raising a stink about us using real groundhogs to predict the weather.
All right. Let's hear them out.
So they are again calling for Punxsutawney Phil to be retired, and now they're offering to replace him with a giant gold coin.
Cool.
Which would be flipped, with one side calling for 6 more weeks of winter and an early spring on the other side.
This would actually be better for us. Let's talk about it. Because that groundhog hasn't done crap for any of us.
Except
Not if
for
you ask
Di.
them.
There's like 4 of them that have died in the last decade.
And he's so cute. And he should have all of them should just be off the hook. And now we have the cool leprechaun gold coin that's going to predict things.
One of them died shortly after biting old top hat guy. Remember?
Yeah, there was one, I think, a couple years ago where the mayor of New York either dropped it or it died in his hands or something like that.
Yeah, no, he dropped it and died a couple days later or something.
Happens.
So, I don't know if this gold coin exists yet, but in one PETA image, it looks bigger than Phil, maybe like a couple feet in diameter. All right, so why a coin? Well, Punxsutawney Phil has been making predictions since 1886, and he's only been right about 39% of the time. Okay. So they argue, yeah, we'd probably be better off with a coin.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but so who picks heads or tails, and what do you apply if you were to apply
You don't
one?
pick heads or tails. One side says spring for 6 more weeks, or one side says winter for 6 more weeks, one side says early spring.
Oh, I see.
So you flip the coin, whatever it lands on.
Love it. Sign me up.
With that said, the Groundhog Club claims Phil is never wrong.
There's
and
a
they say
groundhog-
it's their fault for misinterpreting what Phil says. Groundhog
Interesting
Eves.
argument.
There's always an out.
I want to be in that club.
PETA says groundhogs can't make heads or tails of the weather forecast and shouldn't be jostled around by large members of a different species and thrust in front of a noisy crowd for a photo op.
I agree, but you already know that, and you're already mad about me saying that. I don't care. I love the animals. Arm the animals.
They want a new name for the holiday. PETA is suggesting something like whether there'll be more winter day.
Okay, that's stupid.
Can they make the argument that the groundhogs live better like this than they would?
God, man.
You know,
Well, they do
like,
have
like an
insurance
Ace Ventura,
now and a
like that damn dolphin eats better than they do. Like, you know, that whole vibe. Did they make that argument?
Well, but even though PETA says that Phil is kept in confinement in a library for all year and then used as a prop and paraded around.
Yeah,
once a
that
year.
sucks. It's not a fun
That's
life.
not fair.
Is that true? I have no idea.
If
Or
somebody
is
was,
Phil on a farm?
can somebody foster him? Like, can I take him home?
Foster Phil?
What if
Yeah.
this thing is in a library and it's indoors all the time in this little cage, whatever, and then finally you take it outside and it's like, holy smokes, here it is, here it is.
Here it is,
then
and
they,
then it's like-
they hold you up in the sky where your feet can't even touch the ground, and then they put you
Of
back
course, it is Groundhog Day, and the groundhog is central to it. So I don't think we're changing this anytime soon.
I guess.
in. It's a big moneymaker.
They're
not going to change
Here's
it.
what we do. Get Bill Murray. He's senile and old as hell now. Put Bill Murray in the library, and then take Bill Murray out every now and then. And if he sees something cool, then
I don't like it.
more winter
And
or
keep
whatever.
Bill Murray in the library all year.
Yeah.
Speaking of animals, 62-year-old guy from New York State was hit with 3 counts of poisoning an animal after trapping squirrels and dousing them in paint before cutting them loose. Dude said he didn't want squirrels in his backyard. He says it makes the dogs bark, and he felt that by spray painting them, they wouldn't come back. He'd also be able to know if it's the same squirrels that keep coming back into his yard. Animal control was tipped off by the Putnam County Probation Department last week that our guy, who was on probation for something else, was tagging squirrels. So he would trap the animals, stick them in cages, spray paint them with apple red colored Rust-Oleum paint and primer
I hate
Yikes.
before
people.
cutting them loose about a quarter mile away.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I've tagged a couple animals before.
What?
With nail polish, we do it on the or with paint. We've painted like the shell of turtles.
Oh, yeah.
Before we let them go,
I
just
did
to
that
see
when I
if
was
it's
a
the same
kid.
ones that we're catching every time.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm saving.
Well, this dude was spray painting with Rust-Oleum.
Because we've
Squirrels.
saved a few in our neighborhood because we always find them in the street.
Sure.
So we'll take them, like feed them a little bit and then let them go within the day.
Yeah.
And sometimes it was fun if you had like little kids like, oh, you want to put a little heart on his back and see if we see heart again.
It's a hard pass for me, pal. I don't know. We gotta stop painting animals.
What's a
Hurting
painted
animals.
I'm not
tortoise
I'm not
gonna do?
Rust-Oleum them and
I don't know.
I mean, this is
squirrels.
Rust-Oleum. And by the way,
What?
this is America. And if I can't put
Sucks.
Rust-Oleum on squirrels, I don't know what kind of country this has become.
What the hell?
Not
It's a
my
slippery
country.
slope.
This is not the country I grew up in.
The hell are they going to take from me next?
It's a slippery
Hey,
slope.
I'm a bleeding heart for these damn animals. You know that?
Slippery
Well, I did a
slope.
little deep dive on Punxsutawney Phil while we were discussing this.
Yeah.
It says here, he's kept in captivity at a zoo. According to Punxsutawney Groundhog Club, Phil lives in a man-made burrow in a roadside zoo located in Punxsutawney Pen. His burrow has a viewing window. Public can stop by and observe him every day of the year. He lives there with his wife, Phyllis.
Yeah.
He's fed and cared for every day. He does not have to search for food in the winter months. He slows down, eats less, and hibernates just like any other groundhog.
Roadside zoo, by the way, those are 2 words when you put them together. It's just,
that sounds
I know, it
just
sounds very
screams-
Hoosier.
They're on the up and up.
Screams Hoosier.
You're right.
It screams Hoosier,
anybody
but-
looking for a band name? If you got some shoegazer
Roadside
kind
Zoo.
of vibe,
Yeah.
Roadside Zoo.
It takes away from it a bit. I'm not going to lie to you.
I mean, technically, the
Those
St.
words
Louis Zoo is a
rule together.
roadside zoo.
That's
Yeah.
St. Louis
Hey.
is a roadside
We
zoo?
don't call it
Yeah.
that.
The St. Louis Zoo is technically a
Oh
roadside
man,
zoo.
I thought you meant our city. Like we're a roadside zoo.
No. I know our zoo is a roadside zoo. It's on the side of the road.
Yeah, but you know what you're imagining
I
when
know.
you see roadside
Just
zoo.
think I'm imagining Doc Antle from
Tiger King.
From Tiger King.
What? No way. Not even something that big.
I don't know, man. Like, I love animals, but you're sucking the fun out of some stuff here. Like, who's sitting at home like, no, I need this rodent to tell me about winter. I don't think anyone's like, it's a fun little thing from yesteryear that we're hanging on to, that the whole coin flip thing is just so stupid to me. Just like, you suck the fun. Just don't do it.
Okay,
just get
so-
rid of
Yeah,
it
just get
altogether.
rid of it. Okay, so now we're gonna but it's
do an AI groundhog.
Some things can die. We can let things die.
Okay,
It's
so
okay.
ask the people of Punxsutawney, who probably depend on all the tourism. You're going to kill the town.
Buddy, the movie Groundhog Day is got that in the bag for them for the rest of the
you're
time.
going to kill
It
the
does.
town in spite of the groundhog.
People want to go see where they filmed that movie and see where Bill Murray stood
No.
more than the groundhog.
That place swells with groundhog gawkers on February 2nd every year.
Groundhog money.
All that groundhog money.
You're going to take the
biggest
groundhog
public
money.
gathering in the
Groundhog money.
country.
Yeah, you're taking
You're gonna
food
shut
out
the
of
town
children's
down.
mouths.
Yes, I am. I'm in PETA, guys. I'm out. I'm outed. I'm the president of PETA.
Here's what's going to happen. Okay, fine. Let's release the groundhog, and he's not going to last 3 seconds out in the wild.
You don't know that.
He's going to be immediately snatched up by a hawk, and that's it.
Have you ever seen a groundhog? They're too big for hawks.
I saw a hawk carrying a full-size deer.
I saw that picture.
You saw that picture?
Yes.
No.
Crazy.
Show me that photo.
Show the photo.
And I want to see it on Snopes, too.
God dang it! Hang
Hawk,
on, man. I'm looking up.
full-size deer.
I'm looking up music.
You're out of your mind.
Done by Roadside Zoo. They're from Michigan. They're a funk rock band.
Book them for the Riz.
Funk rock jam
Riz
band
Live.
pop. Roadside Zoo. What am I looking at? What am I showing? A picture of
It's
what?
like a hawk carrying a full-size deer.
I mean,
Phil ain't
your
lasting
cats
30
are in
minutes.
captivity.
No, they're not. They go outside.
No, dude. First of all, you can't say you're about PETA.
At your
PETA
leisure.
is about the liberation of all animals, inclling pets. That is like one of their.
I liberate them twice daily. They go outside.
No, that's not how it works.
No.
Can't have it both ways.
Listen to me. I was driving
Put
to
the
band
mustache
practice
back
last
on.
night, and there was a cat that got
Back on,
run
Terry.
over. I watched a dad scoop up a dead cat yesterday on my way to band practice in front of his kids.
That cat
It
was free.
terrible. It
I
was
know
awful.
a couple people
It
that
was
have
a free
lost
line.
dogs to hawks. Here's an eagle.
An eagle
carrying
carrying a full-size deer.
No freaking way, Scott Rizzuto. That is a fake photo.
No, it's not. Get out of here.
Strong, dude.
You're believing everything you see on the internet right now.
Here's
It's
one
a
taking
live
coyotes.
video.
It's on the internet. They wouldn't lie.
Oh, here. Deer hunting hawk hunts a deer.
Okay, it's
Boom.
a baby
That's
deer.
As big as a
What does that
That's
groundhog.
a juvenile. I mean, that's a deer, dude.
Yeah, it's bigger than a groundhog.
I'm not touching that thing.
Yeah,
Whatever,
like
man.
I'm
hawks
just saying
carry-
there's some things PETA does that hurts their cause overall.
Oh yeah. By the way, here's one. So these eagles or whatever.
They
I
have
don't-
good points.
They will take these mountain goats, even things and big old deer. These mountain deer
Yeah.
that they can't necessarily carry for long distances, but they'll grab them and throw them off cliffs. So then when they're dead, then
Oh,
they
so
go
you
down.
want Punxsutawney Phil thrown off a cliff. I see
I
where this
guess
is
I
gone.
do.
Sweet
I guess
little
I
guy.
do.
You want a midsummer
You know what? I'm
Punxsutawney Phil.
anti-PETA now, guys. I'm the president of your weird animal torture chamber.
You guys heard it here first. Lern wants to midsummer Punxsutawney Phil off of a cliff
Damn you all.
and then flip a dumb coin.
Man, why do you got to put that back in my head? That's the scene I can't drop.
What?
That midsummer scene, dude. I can't drop it.
I never saw the
It
movie.
was one of the most
Well,
impactful scenes I've ever seen.
Spoiler alert.
People got thrown off a cliff.
Well, no,
Groundhog.
that's not what happens either. It's it's heavy. It's heavy, boy. That movie will stick with you.
All right, Moon's got a quick sports report after the break. It is 9:30. It is Wednesday. Traffic and weather. One final look. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. It's time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We have delays 270 eastbound between Manchester and 64. Those delays are easing, though. But the fog is not. Holy smokes. Your point forecast, guys, it's wet and it's foggy outside. Severely. High of 53. Right now it's 43 at the Point Studio.
It's Donnie Fandango backstage at Point Fest. For one, I just almost fell out of my chair.
It is.
And for two, Boy, that would have made a really great
Yeah,
way to start the
good
interviews
intro.
of the day. Yeah. All right, so let's settle this first and foremost. You and me here right now. 0936.
Yes.
All right. I heard it in a couple of different ways. It confused the hell out of me, man.
It confuses me.
Okay, well then good. Then I don't feel as bad that it's not just me.
I put the colon in there to be read as a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one says it's 9:03.
Throw me off a cliff, Punxsutawney Phil style. If you've been cold in your own home, don't suffer through one more winter in a cold and drafty home. Be free like Punxsutawney Phil and call my guys at Universal Window Direct. Universal Windows have this incredible tech developed by NASA. That's the North American Space Agency. I don't know. Look that up. Call Super Spacer. That's what it's called. Helps keep the edge of the glass warmer, holds the window seal longer, and makes the windows last up to 5 times longer than any other window system. That's 5 times, guys. That's 4 times longer than 1. I'm good at math. So you get the best windows for your home within your budget, and they perform better and last longer. Plus, Universal backs it up with a true lifetime warranty. All right? Most companies don't. For as long as you own your home, plus 30 years for the next homeowner. You're basically leaving like a ghost of windows to the next homeowner. That's crazy. And look, schedule your free in-home estimate today, and for every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free, plus a free upgrade to triple pane glass, and they'll double your energy tax credit. Tell them I told you to call. You get an additional $250 off your project. That's a good deal. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to universalwindowsdirect.com right now. universalwindowsdirect.com. I love my windows.
And here's something that I firmly believe in. We're just going to start the interview here because it just seems like a good place to pop off. But I want the artist to do what the artist wants to do. If you want to make 5 radio songs in a row, great. If you want to make 5 fan tracks in a row, great, because I feel like it's your art. So who the hell are we to tell you when it needs to be a radio single or when it needs to be this or that? It needs to be whatever the hell you're feeling, whenever the hell you're feeling it.
Yeah, and you're right. It froze a little bit. Popular Monster was not supposed to be a radio song, by the way. As you could tell, the bridge is like death metal, almost like the scream and stuff. I was like, okay, the rest of the song is like sick. I was like, this is never going to be on the radio. Let's put double kick in the let's make the bridge the craziest thing you've ever heard. And lo and behold, it went straight to #1, went platinum. And I was like, wow, and then they came to me, dude. Wow. So then after that, I found a formula, and there's like this formula and it worked and it's what I wanted it to do. And you're absolutely right. You let the artist do whatever they want. And, and you don't, it's like the opposite of selling out almost. Like I did what I wanted to do and it worked, I love that. So it's brilliant.
Absolutely. And also too, Ronnie, I think this whole sellout thing, it to me, man, like everybody's trying to eat. And everybody's trying to make their best art. So I feel like that sellout label that gets thrown around from time to time is largely completely unfair and most of the time total bull. And so, I just want the artist to do what the artist wants to do, because ultimately in the end, it's going to be better musically when you guys are able to feel it, right?
I'll tell you what, Would you hold a Pepsi in a commercial for $1 million?
Would I drink Pepsi. Yeah. I would hold up one with Diet Pepsi for $1 million. Are you kidding? Tomorrow, Ronnie, are you offering? Because if you are, I'm accepting.
Of course. Yes. It's like usually people are like, you're a sellout, would literally do the same thing. They're insane. Right. If someone's like, you want $1 million? Here's a Pepsi, hold it in a commercial. Sure. Well, there's certain things I wouldn't do. I don't want to compromise my integrity, but of course I'm going to do that, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's a question for you. As man, as I look at it from my point of view, the band is massively successful by all metrics, by ticket sales, by streams, by all of those things, man. Like this is a big band. But at this point in your career, Ronnie, as an artist and as a musician,
what is success to you? What you know what I mean? Like, what is it? Is it a number one song? Is it a sold out show? What is it to you at this point in your career that you view success?
I would say, which the perfect question to ask right now, because last night.
Foodie, or you love wine, or if you love both, St. Louis Food and Wine, presented by Schnucks, is back February 2nd and 3rd, Union Station, downtown St. Louis. Hundreds of wines, a selection of craft beers and culinary delights around every corner. It's the can't miss event of the year. And the event is presented by Schnucks to benefit the Repertory Theater of St. Louis and Operation Food Search. You got to be 21 or older to attend. Go to schnucks.com/STLFoodWine. Get your tickets today. So here's a bit more about the event. On Friday, February 2nd, from 7 to 10, it's the grand tasting event. Spend your evening sampling exceptional wines from prominent and domestic and international winemakers, and you feast on gourmet food in the beautifully designed Grand Hall at St. Louis Union Station, plus you get a commemorative wine glass. And then on Saturday, February 3rd, between noon and 5, it's the main tasting event. Enjoy a full day of sampling hundreds of wines and a variety of gourmet food offerings. Experience wine tastings from the world's premier growing regions, and again, you get that commemorative wine glass. That's Friday, February 2nd, Saturday, February 3rd, Union Station, St. Louis Food and Wine, presented by Schnucks. For more info, schnucks.com/STLFoodWine.
I'm a fan, I'm a freaking nerd, I'm a big fan. St. Louis City has my heart, and Together Credit Union has made it so very easy for me. Not only have they dressed me well with this lovely scarf, but they gave me access to the St. Louis City SC Visa card. The credit and the debit card exclusive to Together Credit Union members, but it's gotten me 10% off food and bev in the stadium at the home opener. It got me 10% off.
Happy birthday, Riz. You owe me $20 now. Boom.
All right, we got a couple minutes left. Moon, what do we got?
Sports is brought to you by DraftKings at Casino Queen. Play, stay, dine at DraftKings at Casino Queen. Brandon Saad scored the game-winning goal for St. Louis with 48 seconds left in the third period to add to his other goal on the night and beat the Calgary Flames 4-3.
Hey, here's what that sounded like.
Yeah.
Here's Kerber on the call.
Letty and Shen hold him into the wall with 60 seconds to go in regulation. It's coming loose to the near wing. Here's Pareko. Passes ahead. Saad to the red. He's got the blue.
Yeah.
Shoots it. Score!
There it is.
Brandon Saad gives the Blues the lead. 48 seconds to go in the third period. Saad has 2. The Blues up by 1.
All right.
Yay.
That's awesome.
The Blues play in Vancouver tonight, as we talked to Chris Kerber earlier about that. And then they finish up the road trip in Seattle on Friday.
Late start tonight, 9 o'clock. So I will be finding out who won tomorrow morning.
After Scott Rowland's Cooperstown call last year, no former St. Louis Cardinals will make the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 2024. Voters ended up electing first baseman Todd Helton, catcher Joe Mauer, and third baseman Adrian Beltre to the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Cardinals had 2 candidates on this year's ballots. Do you guys remember who they were?
Matt Holliday.
Matt Holliday and Carlos Beltran.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but Beltran got a ton of votes. I don't know why he...
Right. So
Holliday's off the ballot now.
I'm confused on the Beltran.
So Beltran saw his stock rise from 46.5 in his first go-round last year to 57.1 this year, still short of the 75% needed for a Hall of Fame induction. Holliday, appearing on the Hall of Fame ballot for the first time, will no longer be eligible, so it's a one-and-done for him after this year because he missed the minimum 5% threshold to stay on ballots. Matt Holliday only received 4 Hall of Fame votes overall, roughly 1% supports from all the voters.
Man, his son, you see his son is like a big prospect? Matt Holliday's kid.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
How old is he?
That's who he was coaching, right?
Like high school?
Yeah, but they showed like the Holiday house.
He's like the number 1.
Yeah, they showed like where he trains and stuff like that. Dude, what a facility Matt Holliday has at his place.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like a giant like warehouse that's been converted into like a baseball training facility.
Probably one of the big reasons he didn't want to stay here when he took that coaching gig. And
He said that. He said that after he thought about the bench coach job, that he felt like where his son was at in his career, he
could do better
like
there.
He just said he felt like he needed to like be focusing on trying to help his son make it to the majors.
I respect that. I think
Jackson Holliday.
That's a good
He's
move.
like the number 1 prospect in this nation.
Yeah, he's 20 years old. Yeah, he's a stud.
Okay, so Major League Baseball players with 10 years of service are eligible for the Hall of Fame as soon as 5 years after their retirement. A player is required, to, like I said, to earn 75% of support, or usually 300-plus votes among qualified voters to earn Hall of Fame status. We mentioned Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson showing up on Monday Night Raw, and then he's going bigger. Now he's on the board of directors at TKO. It comes with $30 million in stock and full rights to his name, and I know that's a huge deal. We also mentioned before that they did a big deal with Netflix, and it will now be on Netflix, and the two companies reached a 10-year, $5 billion agreement yesterday to make it all happen. Both sides in the statements said that they are thrilled. Raw debuted in 93, currently airs on the USA Network, and is going to Netflix in 25. Football fans, go ahead, what you got?
I was just going to say, didn't they just force McMahon out? Didn't someone buy WWE?
No, he gave it to his daughter.
The UFC and the
He
WWE.
stepped down from the board, didn't he?
Yeah, because
they kind of pushed
bunch
him
of
out,
trouble.
though, right?
No, he had a whole bunch of trouble, and he said, "I'm going to step down, but she's going to run it." And they gave it to
So he's still getting paid on this deal.
I'm sure.
I think so, yeah. This season's Hard Knocks devoted plenty of time to recent marriage of Dolphins receiver Tyreek Hill. After just a matter of weeks, that marriage is over. He just filed for divorce. Football fans are throwing their support behind Tyler Bass with their wallets, because tons of donations are flooding in for the Bills kicker charity after he missed the crucial field goal in Buffalo's playoff loss to the KC Chiefs. Did you see this?
Yeah.
So 26-year-old Bass, one of the best kickers in the league, was targeted with heavy criticism, Buffalo style, if you will.
I mean, what do you expect?
Heavy criticism, death threats,
all that stuff,
all sorts of stuff over the mishap.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, and that fundraiser, they were trying to get $50,000 and they just missed it barely.
No. So he deactivated his social media accounts and all that. In true Bills Mafia fashion, though, diehards are showing serious love. They were doing $22 contributions, a nod to his number 2 jersey, to the 10 Lives Club, a cat rescue charity
cat rescue.
that he has worked with for over years. For many years. The organization has seen now more than $50,000. As of this morning, they just beat $50,000.
That's awesome.
From Bills and Chiefs fans. The shelter also released a statement on social media.
And this guy's like, good for the cats.
Yeah, good for the cats.
I can't show my face.
I'll disappear now. Thank you. I'm Moon, and that's your sports, because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
All right, one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up.
Mid-America Chevy Dealers present Point Fest.
It's 105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage at Point Fest, and I have the absolute honor of being joined by Sean and Mike from Alice in Chains. Guys, how are you?
Wow, how do you live up to that?
Yeah, we better not suck tonight.
That'll ruin our sound.
So. Wow. Man.
All right, so the first question that I have is one that I've wanted to ask you guys and a band of your ilk for quite some time.
Ilk.
I like his vocabulary.
So, the temperature's up, the fog is up, the snow is down, the ice is down, the freezing rain. I mean, St. Louis weather does what it does. And if your tires are not ready for a frosty commute, what are you thinking? You are endangering yourself, you're endangering your passengers, and you're endangering me. So get into R&R Tire Express. They're saying, drive safe with a deal that will keep you on the go no matter what the forecast calls for. And we know the unpredictability of St. Louis weather, so this is no surprise. One of the best parts of working with R&R Tire Express is you don't have to blow your entire budget on all-weather tires. They got a pay-as-you-go program that will, that's designed for you, your budget, your time, all of that. You can drive away with a new set of snow-ready tires today for just $20, $20 down, and that includes installation. R&R Tire Express offers flexible payment options based on your budget, and like I said, they'll even work with your time budget. You can call them, text them, figure out the right time to get down there. No credit needed. Everybody's approved, and they have 4 area locations. 4. So they make it so very easy. Plus, you're going to enjoy peace of mind coverage with your purchase that includes roadside assistance, lifetime rotation, alignments, and more. Schedule a free tire safety check at your local R&R before the next blizzard hits. You know if your tires are up for it. You already know. So why wait when you're just $20 away from the all-weather tires that you need? Visit any of the 4 area locations or check them out online at rnrmidwest.com.
Never been sure.
Paps, be good to your daughters. That's how you know to be good. 'Cause some will turn to mommies when others will be daughters and dads. That's how your brothers can be mothers too. That was John Mayer. Daughters.
Subaru. Go in there today and get you a new Subaru. They're the #1 volume Subaru dealer in Missouri for 5 years straight and voted best new car dealer in St. Louis by STL Today. I went in there and I spent some time with Ryan. One of my BFFs, Connie, from high school, works there. It is a cool spot. They're so nice. They're so cool. They don't pressure you. They actually care about you getting what you want. And they got 2 cute little dogs in there just tearing up their pet beds, getting their bellies rubbed all day long. If nothing else, it's worth going just to rub the dog's belly. But the most important thing is you're never charged over MSRP like some shady dealers who are charging thousands over the sticker. Not at Sunset Hills Subaru. They're back to saving people money compared to the competition. And I'm not talking about a few bucks here. I'm talking about thousands of dollars. And if you don't want to go in, if you're turned off by the dealer experience, that's fine. You can shop online. You don't even need to come into the store unless you want to pet the dogs. And if you have any questions, there will be somebody there to answer your questions promptly. You can email, you can call in. They make it as easy as possible for you to be happy with your decision and purchase at Sunset Hills Subaru. For more information, go to sunsethillssubaru.com. That's sunsethillssubaru.com.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and we have the absolute pleasure for the first time of speaking to Ash from New Year's Day. Welcome, and it's great to have you at Point Fest.
We're so honored to be at Point Fest today. It was so much fun.
You had that crowd going. You know what I mean? How do you handle the challenge when you are coming into a situation where you know, there's a headliner, we're playing a little bit earlier on in the day. That is not an easy thing a lot of times, but a lot of bands enjoy that challenge.
We are one of those bands.
Yeah.
Obviously I'd love to be the headliner eventually and play at later time slots, but I really do enjoy being one of the openers, even though it was hot.
Yeah.
Even though it was so hot. But we enjoy opening the crowd because, one, they're energetic, they're ready to start the day, and I feel like I can really get them to rock out.
Yep.
They're not, 5 beers deep and have been in the sun for 8 hours yet.
Right.
I do enjoy that. And I like a challenge. I grew up, I love wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So I always love the idea of being the heel and having to go out and turn the crowd. And I let the crowd kind of look at you like, who the hell are these guys?
Yeah.
And then have them in the palm of your hand by the end.
Absolutely.
Even if they're booing. Just kidding, but they weren't.
But the power of you know what I didn't understand when I was a kid and watched wrestling so much and get
Are you
it
a
now.
wrestling fan too?
I am a wrestling fan, absolutely. The power of the heel. You know what I mean?
I would rather be the heel than the baby face.
Right. But when I was a kid, I would have never thought that, never got how cool that aspect of it was. But it's the answer. So as a wrestling fan, you got to play WrestleMania.
I did. Yeah, WrestleMania 37.
Right.
Yeah.
So how many WrestleManias ago was that at this point? Because I'm not
one
sure.
WrestleMania ago.
So can you kind of talk about that experience and how incredible... I mean, I know it was incredible, but
the bath authority. Now, if your bath or shower is old, it's outdated, has mold or gross mildew or broken tiles, you got to call my friends over at the Bath Authority. Now, they provide the highest quality bathroom modeling products along with a world-class customer experience. Modern, durable tub showers designed with an exclusive high-tech polymer liner. What the hell does that mean? It means low maintenance. It means it's resistant to mold and mildew, and it's easy to clean, and it's going to last for decades. Plus, it comes with a lifetime warranty. Walk-in tubs, replacement showers, tub-to-shower conversions, and more. Every unit from the Bath Authority is custom built You pick the premium accents, you pick the accessories, including safety features like low-profile showers, grab bars, and shower seats. All Bath Authority products are 100% made in the USA and can be installed in as little as 1 day by a certified factory technician. Call today, get $1,000 off a new shower or bath, plus 36 months of interest-free financing. You are their priority at the Bath Authority. Schedule your free in-home estimate today and get $1,000 off a new shower or bath, plus 36 months of interest-free financing. TheBathAuthority.com, a better bath awaits.
So here we are, way back Point Fest, and the first band of the day is a band that, through the course of my life, I think I've seen your band 6 times, but we've never chatted and said hello.
It's strange that wouldn't happen. I know you mentioned Mississippi Nights.
Yeah.
We talked on the phone the other day, and
yeah.
I remember the club well. We used to have great shows there, but it's like anything these days. Stuff doesn't stay around as long as you would think it would. So
I remember something specific about this show, and it's a little creepy, so I'm going to go ahead and warn you. So where I was standing at Mississippi Nights, they had the back door open, and I could see directly into your tour bus.
Okay.
And I saw you. This is like right before you guys are going on, and I hadn't ever seen you before till this night. And you had like this black leather jacket on, like these skinny sort of jeans, and I was like, this dude is a bad man. And you were, and it was such a great show because that night it was a couple of different bands. Letters to Cleo were on that bill. Yeah. Ned's Atomic Dustbin were on that bill. I love those guys as well. So it was like a cool thing. But it was the first night that I saw you guys, and Vinny, you had this like for real frontman rock star presence about you that I thought was very cool at the time.
You sure put the pressure on me today. Where do you go from there?
Right. But you know what though? And speaking of that role as the frontman is it's like an important thing, man, because not only the nuts and bolts of the creative side of the music and the lyric writing and stuff, but I mean having that image for the band is an important one, whether you want to kind of admit to that or not.
Oh, certainly. And it's something that we seem to cultivate early on in the career of the band. We wanted to do that thing. We revere rock and roll, and I mean, it almost sounds like I'm just copying Elvis on his '68 comeback. You know what I mean? You can't reinvent the wheel. You know what I mean? It's like that's pretty much it.
Right. I think it's also funny too when you guys say, "Hey, I'm just ripping Elvis. That's all I'm doing." Or you know what I mean? Like when you have another artist that come by, like, "Yeah, well, I'm not that cool. I just got it from this guy." I think it's funny when you guys are the first ones to admit that.
I mean, it's like that's the gold standard, man. You look all the way back, even to the Ed Sullivan years. There's reruns on TV these days all over the place, and you look at that and you're reminded of how cool it was. And to me, like I go, it doesn't get much better than that, and that's why you influence just generations and generations of groups.
You're from an amazing city. You're from an amazing city that has this unbelievable tradition of rock and roll music. You have the city that has this unbelievable tradition of rhythm and blues and soul music. How did that all come together for you as you guys as musicians? Because again, that is a best of all of those world situations, not just good bands, like the best of the best bands.
It's funny you bring it up. We were talking about, Andy and I were talking about the Aretha Franklin's funeral.
Sure.
And of course, Andy, you spotted who was the backup
Dear, and if you had enough of those cold drafts blowing through your old windows, bundling up in layers of clothes and blankets, hearing that heat turn on for the 5th time in the hour, it's time to start talking to the pros at Window Nation, windownation.com. Tell them Moon sent you, because replacing those old windows with quality, energy-efficient ones from Window Nation is easier and more affordable than you think. Right now, through the end of the month, replace those windows in your home and pay no interest for 5 years. That is an incredible, incredible deal. Plus, on top of that, Window Nation is going to give you 50% off all window styles. All window styles. So no matter what style window your home has, they got you covered with 50% off. Plus that 0% interest for 5 years. Professional installation means your windows are going to fit right, so you won't have to worry about leaky, dirty windows, or those cold drafts letting in the cold or letting your heat out anymore. Don't wait. With 0 interest for 5 years, why not give Window Nation a look? Check them out today, 866-90Nation. Let them show you all the options to fit your needs, to fit your budget, to fit your home. It's easy. 866-90Nation. Tell them Moon sent you, and visit the website, windownation.com.
All right, Point Fest 2022. It is Liv, and I am so excited. As you know, this is one of my favorite bands ever. The Struts, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
That was
for
a
being
lovely
here.
introduction.
So
Thank you for having
excited.
us.
So to start, I actually have a prop because I met you guys several years ago. It was backstage at a show, and Luke, you had disappeared for a moment, and I missed an autograph on my favorite piece of merch ever.
Here we go. There's a badge on your bag as well with the Struts on.
So,
Flag. The flag.
if you would be so kind,
Of
my
course.
friend.
Do you have a pen?
I do.
Prepared.
Fantastic.
Of course I will.
That's been waiting there
Since
in
2019,
anticipation.
it's been on my wall, and I'm like,
Oh, it's a
damn
big
it, I
day.
don't have Luke.
Seize the opportunity.
Exactly. I have you guys hostage, so I kind of had to. Thank you so very much.
Pleasure. I'm sorry I didn't sign it
You
before.
had a show to get ready for. That's
I was
totally
getting
fine.
ready. Oh,
you
that
were.
makes
You
sense.
were. You didn't just like bail on me.
No. Okay.
So we got the Struts here. You guys have a lot of new things going on this year. You got a new label. You got a new logo. You got a
Yeah.
new single, which I can only assume is there a new album in the works.
Yeah, we've been well, officially we started working on a new record like in February.
Okay.
And then we've sort of honed in even harder on the making of it since coming back to LA for the last
I want you to get up to Alton. I want you to buy yourself a brand spanking new Toyota vehicle. When you see Jamie Burkhardt, I want you to say, hey, I listened to Lern on the Riz Show, and she said I need to come up here and buy a new Tacoma. And he's going to go, that's awesome. And yes, they are going to help you. You walk into that gorgeous showroom, you're going to see, first of all, you're going to be greeted with some of the nicest human beings in Illinois. That's first. Many of them are chicks. I've walked into many places in my life, and being a girl myself, normally we're outnumbered by the dudes, and not at Alton Toyota. Women are just everywhere, and they're so sweet, and they're going to help you buy the vehicle that you've been looking for, whether it is brand new or pre-owned, okay? And for you, my special listeners, there is a telephone line that is just for you. It's called the Lern line. I want you to write this number down, 618-539-2288. Again, the Lern line, 618-539-2288. That is where you go to talk to somebody directly about any questions you have. Maybe you want to ask about their inventory, or maybe you got to get some service done to your vehicle. Their service department is out of this world. It is all under the Munganast umbrella, a family of dealerships, and they're fantastic. AltonToyota.com.
All right, so here we are backstage, the Stiefel Theater. Mr. Nathaniel Rateliff, how you doing, sir?
I'm great. I've heard there's been some going back and forth about the pronunciation of the theater, because this used to be the Kiel Auditorium, right?
It was Kiel.
Right.
Then they changed it to the, what was it before this? It was the Peabody. And now the Stiefel.
Okay, Stiefel.
Well, what are you hearing on your side of things?
I've heard people say Stifle, Stiefel, I also, until, we got here, thought it was still Peabody. So.
Right. Well, you know what? I've said it mistakenly on the air before, to the point where somebody sends an email saying, hey, Donnie, just a reminder that it's the Stiefel and not the Peabody. Because, I'm sure everybody.
It's a good thing we have people trolling your show,
Right.
to point out your mistakes.
Right. Thank you very much. So it's great to have you in town again. One of the things that I'd love to know is when you come to St. Louis, what is your guest list number compared to, say, any other random city in the country?
I was just joking about that with our tour manager, because my mom and Joseph's mom are here. So I think, it's an average like 50 to 60 family members and friends. And then there's some people that I don't even know. They're like, I'm friends with. I was like, well, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know who the hell you are. But, it's always nice just to be around family and have the opportunity to, be able to see everybody. And, a lot of them don't get to come to a legendary theater like this and be backstage. Or I think my mom's actually
Mentality, mentalityhealth.com. Fight the symptoms of low T with their custom testosterone replacement therapy.
That's right. Maybe you qualify for TRT. Maybe it's just vitamins you're lacking. Maybe you're not lacking anything, but you're not going to know. We're talking about the inside. And if you're feeling off for any reason, maybe you're not sleeping well, maybe your libido is less
Not
than
what it once
Yeah,
was.
less than you like. If you're just
Lacking in the
feeling
bedroom.
off, yeah, get into the best of the best when it comes to men's specific health. We are talking about men's health here, and guys, your health matters. Stop making it an option. Make it a priority. Go to Mentality Health.
You know, some guys are too proud to ask for help. I'm not going to ask for help, brother. I'm a man.
That's exactly what they
I'm a
say.
man. That was me. That was me a couple of years ago.
And then you listen to your buddy Moon.
Right. And I went to Mentality. I got my levels checked, and I was testosterone deficient. Got myself all fixed up thanks to Mentality.
You were sleeping better within that first week than you had slept in 10 years. That was you came in and you said, oh my gosh,
in a
man.
better mood. MentalityHealth.com, MentalityHealth.com. That is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Today's wrap-up is sponsored by...
Sponsored by Jack in the Box. Jack Wraps. So a little bit of healthy, a little bit of indulgence, only at Jack.
All right, don't forget, next Tuesday is Riz Show night at the Blues game. Get your tickets at 1057thepoint.com. Riz Show Live, March 2nd over at the Pageant. Presented by Yingling. Get your tickets Friday, officially on sale. Team Riz members, watch the emails, okay? That's all I'm saying. What is today's podcast title?
Today's podcast title is On the Dip Tip Real Quick.
All right. On the dip tip real quick.
Yep.
All right, what else?
I have Can You Feel the Punk Tonight coming up May 11th. That's the big Disney classics done, punk rock style by Punk Rock Machine. It's happening at the Pageant. 2 shows. Make sure you get your tickets now. Also, the Story of the Gear YouTube channel is going to have I just dropped another episode over the weekend, having another one come out tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe and check that out. Check out my socials, and I am going to be at the Pit Party for Monster Jam this Saturday. The whole family's coming. I'm bringing the whole family.
Nice.
Everybody is so
Which will
stoked.
actually fill the dome.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we got our cups, our hats. I mean, we got all the merch all ready. We can't wait to get more merch. It is so much fun. If you haven't been down there and you're thinking about it, you got to come. It's a great ticket. Scott and I have been down there a bunch of times.
Man, it's awesome.
I've seen the event. It's
Dude,
fun.
the Pit Party is so fun too. You get the kids down there. You get to meet the drivers, see the trucks, like take pictures with right on the track, on the dirt. It's so fun. That starts at 2:30.
That is on Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah, well, the show is Saturday and Sunday. I'll be down there on Saturday.
Learn.
My band is playing at the Pageant on February 22nd. It's $10. It's the Celebration Day Soundcheck Party. Celebration Day, the local Led Zeppelin tribute. They're going to be doing a special event. Never done anything like this before. My band's never played the Pageant stage, so I'm really excited.
Oh, you're going to love it.
I know. I'm so stoked. You can get tickets at thepageant.com.
Scott.
Yeah, make sure to get your tickets for 2SG on Ice. It's at the Festus Arena. It's going to be pretty soon, so it's going to be awesome, man. So stay tuned.
So many
stay tuned.
sequins.
Follow that.
It's
all
coming
the
up in
info.
July, right?
Yeah, King Scott rules.
Yeah, it's an outdoor. It's outdoors.
It's outdoors in July.